Just God, you are righteous God, you are. You saved my soul, you healed my heart, you took me to a greater height. Righteous God, you are. Oh, no, no, no.
Welcome again, a very good morning. Share the broadcast. I'm doing the same thing. I'm sharing to different WhatsApp group. Caro, Nelly, Bauni, Yawatomonko. This morning is going to be another fantastic one. I can tell you that. Share the broadcast. Take your time. It's gonna be a fantastic show. We're gonna look at some of the newest country in the last 10 years, and you should be excited because we will definitely get what we're looking for. Share the broadcast. Is it tea, no milk with lemon? I'm sharing the broadcast. Share the broadcast. Let's enjoy the music first. Thank you very much, Nelly. A lot of education today. Don't hesitate. I'm sharing it as well. Adukwe Folon Jarinelli. COVID-19. Good morning, everyone. I can spot you. I will appreciate each and every one of you first. The first thing I have to do, share to different platforms. This morning is going to be a different one. We're going to look at United Nations, self-determination, lobby. What must we do to achieve a new nation? Who are the newest nation in the last 10 years? I'm going to tell you that this morning. Ekaro, good morning. Welcome on board. We're just warming up.
Incomparable God, I thank you, Jesus. You're the righteous God. None like you.
Nigeria will break up. There's no doubt about that. Peacefully, diplomacy, lobby, international community, we will speak to every one of them. We will lobby. We will tell them the reason why it is time for us to disintegrate peacefully from the Fulani herdsmen. And I welcome you again to another fantastic broadcast. My name has not changed. It has still remained the same thing. My name is Olayomi Koiki, a proud Yoruba man. Very proud of my culture, my origin. Proud of who I am. For every day I wake up now, I realize that we are a people that are fantastic, intellectual, and you must be proud of that. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Elédùmarè, adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Baba, pé bá tún ṣe fi gbé láàárọ̀ yìí. Ohun tó fẹ́ jáde láàárọ̀ yìí, ibikíbi tó bá ń tẹ̀dó sí, kọ́lọ́n kó ṣí wọn lọ́kàn. Kọ́lọ́n wọlá àwọn tó lókè, Ọbàtálá, Ògún, Jesus, Ànábì, gbogbo ẹ̀ 3-in-1. Kọ́lọ́n wọlá tànà, kó wọlá tèmi, kó wọlá pé in tá à ń sọ tó bá jẹ́ pé lórí òdodo, ìyẹn mo ṣe máa ń play orin yẹn. That music came out on the 22nd of March, and I had opportunity to have an interview with that my beautiful sister in my studio. Tó bá jẹ́ pé àparọ́ mọ́ nǹkan tá à ń sọ yìí, kọ́lọ́n wọlá àwọn tó nílẹ̀ tó lókè, kó jẹ́ kí nǹkan tá à ń fẹ́ yẹn kó má jìnnà mọ́, torí pé ìyà ń bẹ. Tó bá jẹ́ pé lórí òtítọ́ òdodo tá a tún ṣe nǹkan míì pé lẹ́yìn tá a bá kúrò lórí broadcast àti wá lọ ń bá wọn kan papọ̀ pé a máa dá wọn lóhùn, a máa ń ṣe yẹn fún kọ́bà mọ́ wa ni kí ẹ jẹ mí. Tó bá jẹ́ pé lórí òtítọ́ òdodo ni gbogbo tí máa sọ lójoojúmọ́ pé Odùduwà tá fẹ́ gbà yìí àparọ́ mọ́ nǹkan kan, àtúgbé nǹkan kan míì mọ́, pé lórí òtítọ́ tá jókòó lé kọ́lọ́n wọ láwọn tó ní ayé tó lọ́run kó fún wa ní ìtànfẹ́ yẹn láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà. Tó bá wá jẹ́ pé irọ́ ni mò ń pa kó fìyà jẹ mí. Tó bá yẹ pé lórí irọ́ ni mò ń pa lójoojúmọ́ tí mò ń jókòó sí bíbáyìí, bíyà for the next 1 year ni o, 2 years ni o, ẹ̀rù kó máa sún mi. Tó bá jẹ́ pé lórí irọ́ ni mò ń pa kí àwọn tó nílé ayé kó fìyà jẹ mí. Bó tó bá jẹ́ pé lórí òtítọ́ là ń gbé kalẹ̀, la fi ń gbé ètò yìí kalẹ̀ fáwọn tó láyé tó lọ́run, wọ́n máa ká gbogbo ẹni tó bá wá sọ pé kò ní bọ́ sí, a máa forí wọn bọ̀gún ni. If what I am doing on a daily basis, and it doesn't matter, this will continue until we get a new nation out of the contraction called Nigeria. If for every day I'm coming out, in the morning, in the night, I am speaking the truth. I am not speaking the truth to the power, because there's nothing like a power, but I am speaking the truth to those that need to hear the truth. And that also includes people that still believe in one Nigeria. If only I am speaking the truth, the Creator, the Eledumare, that created each and every one of us, including me, will allow this participation and what we are discussing to come into fruitfulness in no time. Very, very soon. We will look at some of the newest nations in the last decade. When I say decade, that means in the last 10 years. Who are the new nation? Are they still existing? Are they having problems? Yes. Can they do better? Yes. We will get our own new nation. But if all I am saying every day, and I leave you because you don't know what I do after this broadcast. And I've gone into collision with anybody, whether a man, a woman, young, old, whether they are from the country or outside the country, and saying something different. Because that has always been the issue. People have always said that tó bá gbowó dé fún wọn náà nísìn, ìwọ bọ̀bọ̀ tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ ní London yẹn, tó bá gbowó dé, kí àwọn tó láyé kó lọ́run kó fi yẹ̀ jẹ mí. Tí bá tún parapọ̀ mọ́yàn kankan pé àtún wá negotiate fún nǹkan míì tí kò ń ṣe lè ta gbé dúró yìí, tí a mọ àǹfààní nǹkan ta gbé dúró, kí Elédùmarè kó fi yẹ̀ jẹ mí. Gbogbo ohun tó bá lè fi jẹ mí kó fi yẹ̀ jẹ mí. Bó tó bá jẹ́ pé orí òtítọ́ ni mo jókòó lé, ṣe orí ìwọ tó wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ tó ń sọ pé kí ló ń dún, àwọn wo ló ní kó máa dún? Gbẹ̀du ni, gbẹ̀du tí kò kí ń já. I am from Ìjẹ̀bú-Òde in Ogun State, and this new nation will be coming soon. We are doing a test run on YouTube. It might not be a very clear, but I'm just using my laptop because I thought, since I have the laptop in front of me, I might as well, I will greet every one of you. I can spot you. So you can just do us a favor, go and share it and come back onto the Facebook. The quality might not be very good this morning. Let me see if I can pick it up from here, because I'm using the laptop camera, but at least people can watch it from there. Share the broadcast. Let us educate us again, ourselves, including me. It's going to be another fantastic morning. Emma Wolibo. It is a beautiful morning. Tea, no sugar, honey, and lemon. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. It's a bit drizzling outside. So I'm going to just tell you and show you what it looks like with the broadcast. That's our YouTube. It's not very clear, but at least you can hear it. So, one person is watching us on YouTube. Thank you very much for that individual. I'm going to share that as well. Just put it on the Facebook. But focus here. Doesn't matter. You can watch it there. It's going to be another fantastic 4 hours. Sometimes we need to appreciate every one of you. But there's some individuals, sometimes they don't want me to mention their name. And one of them, I won't tell you more, but I'll just say one of them is Iwa Pelu Ewa. We appreciate you. And we appreciate Sister Abby Williams from Canada. Those little big donations that you give goes a long way. And I'll keep putting it on record. It is not about Oduduwa that we are doing. That is the reason why you are supporting. You are supporting because you know it is the right thing to do for a media organization. This is a full-time job I have taken on board. Don't ask me whether this might be a long process. I have served this country for 22 years. I came here in 1998. And I am now ready to do the same thing if it has to take that long. But last year, Dumari, it will not be 22 years before we achieve a new nation. I can tell you that. If we do the right thing. It will not be 22 years. Temitigbe law ní UK katogba new nation. Because we are doing it in a different stylish way that will communicate to the right people. We are working with every media organization that believes in that same mission. Last year, Dumari, it will not be 22 years that I have lived here. I don't want anybody to come and live another 22 years because they are leaving that location that is not working. We want to come and fix that location. before we go into it, we start again with a beautiful prayer that says, as we go into this journey of discussion, àníṣe sọ, gbogbo tá bá dé sọ, àwọn tí kò tí ready, Ọlọ́run á ṣí wọn létí. Ìyà wà nílé o. I'll play few audio. There's poverty at home. I am not talking about poverty that you don't have food. Sister Buki Taiwo, an energy woman. I don't know that she doesn't sleep like me as well. Look, I wake up happy every morning, knowing that we are moving into a new nation. Let's play something before we move further. When people are using the pregnancy in them to sell it to feed their family, that is how bad things are now. Oyún téèyàn gbé sínú, àwọn politician yẹn, ìyà t'Ọlọ́run máa fi jẹ yín. Ìyà t'Ọlọ́run. You know, in this country, in Europe, UK has the youngest child birth from teenagers. And nobody say anything about it because, look, sometimes you cannot force them. They're going to have sex. That is normal. But one thing is, we don't want them to say, Mom, I am pregnant. And the thing you would then do, think about this. This is what is happening in Nigeria. A lot of people are saying we should start using Nigeria. I will include Nigeria so that the message knows that we are talking about Nigeria. We are not talking about any other country. It's Nigeria. But it's also called Location 9. Location 9 is known as Nigeria. That is another discussion if you want to know the real meaning of why it's called Location 9. Because a lot of people on my Facebook have been asking, why is it Location 9? It is also known as Nigeria. I will show you some of what the United Nations or US, in terms of the atrocity with the Christian. But going back to the real issue, sign the petition. We are not doing very well on that. Don't be ashamed. If you have not signed the petition, say yes, so that they can tell you what to do. We have 2 petitions. One is like a poll. Keep sharing that. You guys paid for it. We have 10,000 people that needs to vote quickly so that we can. Look at the topic this morning again. I want to pin it before my team are going to be joining us this morning. I was not happy with one of them sending me yesterday when I was just about to start the broadcast. Oh, I have to change that to part 28. I keep putting part 27. We are now in part 28. So he's gonna, okay, I don't want to do mistake because sometimes I touch the wrong thing on this phone. It could stop the broadcast. But I also want to pin the part that we are today. So I'm doing that now. Because I don't like touching the phone. We could lose the sound and all that. Okay, I've pinned that. Take your time and look at the topic. To get a new nation. Emma lobby. Lobby, serious lobby. Because not everybody. You think it is only people in Nigeria that don't want you to go. You have some serious stakeholder outside Location 9, also known as Nigeria, that don't want you to go. I will greet every one of you. But let us play our anthem before we embark on our broadcast this morning. Once again, welcome on board. Share the broadcast and let's start the broadcast. Oh, sorry about that. Kàṣiṣẹ́ ayé ọlá ẹja ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn nísìn ìṣọ̀kan That is it. Unity. We have problems, but let us be united. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tẹ̀síwájú. Every day we are changing the mindset of people. Omodua, the day we should not be a slave outside the country and inside the country. Imole Dulawo. Let us now look at some of you that have joined us. I'll be playing different music, not music, but these are prepared for us while I start saying good morning to each and one of you that are joining us from different part of the globe. So I'm just opening my Facebook here so I can monitor you, and then sometimes I read the messages on WhatsApp. Like I said, we are streaming on YouTube this morning using my laptop camera. Don't worry about the background on the YouTube. Focus on the message itself. So you just can share that for us and come back onto your Facebook where you can have more communication within people that are watching with you as well. Please make sure you have. This is not a quick it's a 4 hours broadcast. For now, when the school resume, we might amend it, but it will be 4 hours, but we might just change the timing a little bit. We will do this. This is a full-time job for me. I am telling you, you think I am joking. This is a full-time because I'm going to monitor where there's having events that I have to attend and then make sure we can put our message in there. I will not attend any Nigerian event, but I will protest outside it. They know that already, and they've already picked that, those that need to pick that within the community. They can have their event, but I will stage a one-man protest, and if I communicate with other media, we will do the same thing. It doesn't have to be 3-5 people. We don't need sometimes 100 people. But when we are about to do the full protest, the Igbo people, I say they are not joking. I saw something coming out of Twitter this morning from the Igbo people, the Biafrans. And what if Igbo Nigeria Morara, they are fighting it with everything. Guys, you must go and open Twitter. There's a war on Twitter when it comes to communication. You will tag America, tag your president, tag everybody. You must have a Twitter. We would open one, just the template one, because the one I have is a KOIKIMEDIA one, but we need to open another one that reflects, Oduduwa. I'll work on that. But for now, have your own Twitter. That is the only way you can get up-to-date information. Twitter. More power, Twitter. So I'm just opening my... Wow, 102 comments already. We will scroll back and then I will be able to read some of your comments. We've not started. It's a 4 hours broadcast. But this morning, take a look at the topic. Okay. Take a look at the topic. To get a new nation. My laptop, you can say, shut down. It's not powerful anymore. It's overheating. So to shut down. I'll give it a little bit time and I'll switch it back on. I won't do the YouTube anymore this morning. It's exhausting a lot of the energy on the laptop. But at least that's fine. These are why we say you must... Look, if you have a laptop that is good, that you can give us to use, I will give you my postcode. Send it to me. This is a full-time job for me now. You have your own job, but we will continue to educate the people. You can see, shut down. You can see, that's shut down because it's overheating. I've turned it on again. It doesn't stop the broadcast because the broadcast is being used from the phone. So we won't have problem with that, but just for me to monitor. So let me just go in here because I use that to see a lot of things that I've prepared. But when it comes back on, it will restore all the things I have prepared for us this morning. But for now, I will just quickly go through the comments with this other phone. This phone is the one that also we need to upgrade. And we know you guys will do it. We believe in you. You believe in us. I believe in you. That is the only way we can work it out. That is the only way. I said, give me up till end up. Wallahi tallahi suma billahi lazila huwa. In Jesus' name, last year Dumari, before end of this year, tẹ́ bá rí yàtọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn gbọ́ pa Oduduwa ní location 9 ní Nigeria. It is not KOIKIMEDIA, and it is not all the other media. Go take that to the bank. I say take it to the bank that they will not. Aso Rock cannot do anything because we will beef the people up to understand that it is their self-determination. It is the right of a citizen to say that enough is enough. That is part of what I prepared this morning. What is the United Nations saying when it comes to some people say they want to come out of a country that is nasty, 100 years in darkness? While the laptop is booting up, let me just quickly go into my phone and quickly start saying good morning. I won't go back on the YouTube on that because it's exhausting too much power and to really shut down. So far, I can say, if I haven't mentioned you, it's because this is a mobile phone, but when the laptop comes, I will be able to scroll through. But I'll see each one of you anyway along the line. Aliu Adebayo, very good morning. You say, please send it to me. You need to always specify what we need to send to you. We have a lot of things that we are discussing here. The most important thing is the petition, and you must sign the poll. If you've done that, just continue to share for us. You guys paid for it 2 days or 3 days ago. £79. It has given us 10,000 opportunity for so many people to cast their vote. The petition, look, you want a freedom. You don't want people to sign the petition. That is part of being lobbyists. Or am I lobby funny? It is not all the company that wants us to go. They are ripping us off now, and they will do everything as well to say no, they can't go because they are milking big international company, no? Because they are enjoying the way it is now, but you are not enjoying it. Those nasty companies that you think they are doing you a favor, they are not doing anybody a favor. Let us get our own new nation and redesign the way they will operate with us. Sister Buki Taiwo, if you have not signed the petition, say yes. There's somebody that is on the thread. Her name is Sister Buki. That is the only thing she does. You must do something different as well. Sometimes it doesn't have to be something that we know about. You can. I said I receive calls. Sometimes I am sleeping. When people call during the sleep, I pick it up. Because you don't know the message that they want to deliver to you. The situation happening in Kwara State, if anybody is in Kwara, we want to know what is actually happening in Kwara. There's a disturbing news coming out of Kwara that came to my desk. When I say to my desk, it's not the desk like this. That means people call me. People send us information. But what I'm told is there's a situation ongoing as at yesterday in Kwara. And I can say because we had a caller here that showed us live on their way in. The military did not allow them to get in. Kilon Shell and Kwara, we need to know. Good morning, Aliu Adebayo. Good morning, Sister Buki Taiwo. Shoyinka, good morning. Adetokunbo Omoba is also a presenter, and we spoke to me yesterday. And I appreciate you, my brother, Eshegoni. Mori G Adenekon, àwọn Agzoba nìyẹn. Good morning. Oyelakun Abdulfatai Oluwaseun, good morning. Adetola Adeoti, àwọn Tagege nìyẹn. Okay, now I know I can spot you here now on your comments. Oduagbewa. Can you imagine Lagos State government? Well, government. What's the difference? Give people 20 naira to do face mask. And you will be telling me that Lagos is making money. Who is making the money? Who is fooling who? Don't pity any politician, whether dead or alive. I'm telling you guys, whether they are dead or alive, you don't know what is their bank balance. Some of them, I won't mention their names, their bank statement, original bank statement is already with us. I won't say more than that. And I'm not talking about their Nigerian bank statement. You told one in Europe. I won't mention which country. I don't know more. ẹ má support Oòduà, ẹ sì máa sọ pé wọ́n Nàìjíríà lẹ fẹ́. Ìwọ gbádùn bank balance pẹ̀lú owó tó yọ nínú ẹ̀ during COVID-19 gbogbo ẹ̀ láti rí. It's not a threat. What send us one authentic? I say we will sit here, messages will drop down. When I say wire, that's what the media broadcasting they use. That is an information coming through the wire, W-I-R-E. I hope I will be able to restore back all the things we were about to say before. If not, I will have to look. Okay, my restore. Let me show you what is happening. The laptop just boot back up. Like I said, we need a new laptop. This one, that I've been managing needs to be upgraded. There's a lot of overwork. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to restore that back. And you can see everything I have prepared for you guys. So it's still loading. And I need to quickly mute this Facebook one because yeah. Now I can see you guys properly from here. We are literally in part 28. Nigeria at the verge of breakup. Don't ask me who is in Aso Rock. That is not the message. This morning is about educating you guys on a lot of people are still fearful. Fear yẹn la fi gbé kúrò lọ́kàn yín. Gbogbo yín tẹ́ wà ní Nàìjíríà tẹ́ rò pé bí a tẹ́ bá ń sọ nǹkan tẹ́ ń sọ yẹn pé ọlọ́pàá máa gbé yín kò sí nǹkan tó jọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wallahi tallahi summa billahi àṣẹ Èdùmàrè. It's not a pé we are making it look no. Pé wá jáde wá aṣọ Oòduà. Ọlọ́pàá kan wá dẹ dúró àbí wọ́n bí ẹ pé kí ló dé tó ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. I will tell you all that. International law ni. Because people are fearful. Ẹ̀yin bẹ̀rù. Did you see the Northerners protesting? Yes, they picked their leader, but there's pressure mounting. I will show you what American government is saying with. I say, as we are fighting for Oduduwa, we will drag the government to the mud. That is what journalists does. We will drag them to the mud that they will not understand that what is coming. We have 6 people this morning that are working tirelessly. And when I say working tirelessly, it's just far beyond them. On these ones are already doing the leg work. And I won't give their name or the number, but 6 of them, we need to credit them later on today. Not specifically now. You can inbox me and tell me which network you want to take care of. Let me continue to say good morning. But I want to play. Let me open my WhatsApp on the laptop because there's something that I also love to play. While I'm opening the one on the laptop, now that the screen is up here, I can see your comment. Then I will now use this phone to play few things that we normally have here. We are doing everything. There will be a football match. I'm telling you. There's a lot of meeting. KOIKI ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ kó ẹ rò pé kíní ni ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú Òde lèmi. We do it with style. We do it differently. But we work with every one of the media. If you go on my timeline, I do a start watch. You to do the same thing. And we have a lot of medias. You want me to name them? Adetokunbo Moba. Go and see what he's doing. Mo tún rí bọ̀bọ̀ kan lánàá young boy kan ó dà pé Nàìjíríà tẹ̀ nìyẹn àná máa gbé àwọn èèyàn dìde àwọn ọlọ́mọ máa sọ̀rọ̀ pé wọ́n ò lè ṣe nǹkan kan fún yín take that to the bank tó bá mú yín pé ọlọ́pàá kan gbé yín pé ẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ Oòduà a máa drag government to the mud ẹ wo bọ̀bọ̀ tó náà gbé ní Katsina leader yẹn ẹ lọ sórí Twitter wọ́n máa release ẹ̀ láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà because it's part of what we were telling the government that the international community that country is nasty. Where you don't have freedom. Mo ton pe ni freedom ni. Freedom is not pé obu government or agbe. No. Mo yẹn wọ́n ton ṣépè fún Donald Trump lójoojúmọ́ ni. Nbo lo ráyè yẹn. Òun fight pé ṣé ẹ máa ṣépè but òun máa ṣe the right thing. Mo yẹn mélòó tó ń bú Boris Johnson lójoojúmọ́ ni. Ẹ máa bú Buhari lẹ́ẹ̀kan àwọn yẹn máa ọlọ́pàá máa lọ gbé ẹ ẹ pé yẹn ní ìlú nìyẹn. I'm beefing you up with confidence. That is what you guys need at home now. When you saw Oduduwa, is nothing to be scared of. This is part of what we are prepared for you. Let me just show you some of what I have laid down here. But I need that music to be going because, when I'm talking like this, I want something going underneath as well. Bear with me, guys. We will do you that you have confidence. Onímọ̀gbà tó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe live Facebook wọ́n lè gbé ẹsẹ̀ fún sọ̀rọ̀. It is your right to say that you don't want to be part of Nigeria anymore. Yes, you are still inside it, but you are saying that you are doing a movement to come out of it peacefully. We are not telling anybody to go and damage anything. We are not telling anybody to go and kill anybody. But we are telling people to have confidence. Ẹ máa ní confidence lára yín, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé là ń sọ. Don't think because we are outside that's why we have the confidence. It's because we know what the international community asks for. Tó bá ti lè mọ̀ yẹn, tó bá ti gbé ẹ, kódà wọ́n bá gbé lóru, wọ́n bá gbé láàárọ̀, wọ́n bá gbé lọ́sàn, èèyàn kan máa mọ̀. Àwa gan máa mọ̀ nígbà tá a bá gbóhùn ẹ̀ mọ́. Imagine if you guys don't hear from me now, maybe for one reason or the other, but I was able to say to you, guys, I'm just taking a break. I'll be back in another 3 months. But I just disappear out of the radar. Bọ̀bọ̀ Koiki tó máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ lára ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn dà. Wọ́n wá ní British government gbé. Wọ́n kọ̀ gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kí ló ṣe? Ó ṣẹ̀ ní ó pààyàn ni. Ibi tí wàhálà máa ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn. People will stand up from where you guys don't understand. You don't know the power of... Look, you guys at home don't know the power of what you have. You are still scared because you think... yeah, we understand the situation is bad. But tó bá ti gbé ẹ, ó di celebrate ọ̀sán gan nìyẹn. Wàláì tàláì. Ọlọ́pàá tó bá gbé yín àbí DSS. It's not about Sowore here that they pick up because people know Sowore. Let them pick you up. Pé òun sọ̀rọ̀ Oduduwa. They will not even do that. I can assure you that. Ẹ̀yin lẹ kàn bẹ̀rù. Ẹ̀yin lẹ ń bẹ̀rù. We are not asking you to go and kill anybody, damage anything, but be prepared that there is war coming. Ìyẹn ọ̀tọ̀ nìyẹn. But you are talking about a movement. You can even... yeah, we don't want you to do protest for now, but you can still do that as well. Nothing can stop that. But for now, use your smartphone. Sit down in front of your house. Do what I am doing. They cannot knock on your door and stop that. I'm telling you that. Wait, they can stop that. I can see you all the way from Ore. I know where people are now. I won't mention the name. We have 6 people that we're going to credit. I won't give you the number online. But if you want to help them directly, where you can send... nobody will know who they are. It's either you can send an average of 1,000 naira. These are people that are already doing leg work as far as Akure and as far as Ekiti. Shekono ni Mejejabi and Ondo State and one in Badagry. They are working. These are 6 new people. Every day we will know those that are working tirelessly and we must continue to reimburse them. If you want to send that 1,000 naira, I say 1,000 minimum or 2,000 because sometimes they pay about 2,500 that gives them maybe 6 gig or something. But when you send the money, specify that that is for that purpose. It's 6 of them this morning. And we will continue to tell you that every day with different people. Because some of you will send message, we need data. I go and check you have not done anything. You are not doing any legwork. We are not interested in that. We are not doing freebies here. We want to break a country. That is what we are discussing here. So don't think this is a platform where you will send your... If you send account number, I will delete and I block you. We are not doing that here. We want to beef you up to... Yes, poverty is in the land. I say one ta oyún ní Nigeria. I had that audio yesterday. Not that people motele, but it has now become another job where people will say, you know what, I'm hungry. Esha fún mi lóyún, kí mi tà. Ẹ̀yin ṣàánú politician pé kan kú ìkan wà láyé, ká kúrú fún gbogbo wọn, àti tó wà láyé àti tó kú. Don't pity them. The bank statement I saw here, there are about 3 of them, and they are politicians from the southwest. Your bank statement is with us. Let me get my music rolling, because when I'm talking like this, I get it, but I am happy. Don't look at the expression of my face. There's happiness in me every day, because I know we are delivering the message. It's going to places that me self I never know say it don't reach. Let's look for that audio. I still want to greet a lot of you. We have not started. It's a 4 hours broadcast. We're not in a hurry. Take our time here. Okay. I'm a boy ewì. I spoke to serious meeting we had yesterday, and I had a caller, you know yourself, from Spain. She's Spain in at least an average of, after this broadcast, every day I spend another 6 hours communicating with different people from different parts of the globe, if not 7 hours, but I still spend time with my loved ones. That is going behind the scene. Then I can start saying good morning to you guys as you're coming in. Adetokunbo Moba, thank you very much. Yoruba yen, Malati translated me. My Yoruba is not very good. Adetokunbo said it is a new dawn. We have a good day. Ifa for all that made us today. Benny, I like to appreciate the tradition tiwa. I like to be laruge. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí tradition yín dàbí ìgbà tẹ́ pé ìdọ̀tí ni. Ẹ má yẹpẹrẹ. Go and find out who really you are. Whether you are still a Christian now or Muslim, no, don't think about that alone. Lọ wo bí tí ìṣẹ̀ṣe tó jẹ́ títọ̀tọ̀ ti ilé yín gangan. It will give you the confidence of who you are. Doesn't stop you being a Christian or Muslim. Kò ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé kò ń jẹ́ bọ̀ǹjà màlà. Lọ wo tradition yín, ìṣẹ̀ṣe tó ń ṣe nílé yín. Má sọ pé torí pé ó ti gbẹ̀sìn. Bọ̀bọ̀ kan pè mí láti New York lánàá. Ẹlòmíì ò mọ tí àwọn òbí ẹ̀ tó ti ṣe fún wá di pé torí pé ó gbẹ̀sìn nísìn. Ò mọ orí tó ti fi já fún ẹ. Ò mọṣẹ́ tó ti ṣe fún ẹ. Wá di pé ìwọ gbẹ̀sìn nísìn. Ìwọ náà wá gbàgbé ìṣẹ̀ṣe yẹn. Just know that it's a part of us. You cannot deny that. DNA wa ni. Kí ló rò pé wọ́n sọ pé we've been existing for 10,000 years. It's because we are Yorubas. There's something in us. Ìyẹn ló ṣe máa ní people will come here and say àbọ̀bọ̀ tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ náà bá ti gbé owó dé nísìnyí gbogbo tó ń sọ yẹn nonsense ló máa sọ. It's because people have done similar thing before, so they believe everybody is like that. I said Kélédùmarè kó mú mi lọ if that is the case. Lélè tá gbé dání. The little that you guys are giving still feed me. I'm telling you. The little that you give goes a long way than for me to sit here. I can make the people that you want to talk about is Tinubu. I don't like mentioning his name, not that I'm scared of him. Àwọn ni kan ránṣẹ́ sí mi pé èlò ló fẹ́ ṣófẹ́ rálé sí London ló ṣe ń pariwo ni. Mo sọ pé yà lè ń jẹ mí ni. I have lived there comfortable for the last 22 years. And I give glory to the Olódùmarè. I left home without èmi ò ṣàwọn tó kúrò nílé pé ìtorí ìyà ń jẹ wọ́n ló ṣe kúrò nílé o, because my mom knew it was the best option. We were doing very well. Ẹni tó bá mọ̀ ẹ lọ sí agboolé wa Koiki, Koiki. This is not a pet name. It is my father's name. Ó ṣiṣẹ́ débẹ̀ ni. Good morning, Bola Tito Aderinto. Good morning. God bless you too. Good morning, Olademeji. Good morning, Wisdom Imba. Good morning as you're joining us. Don't assume that everybody that comes out is looking for fame. Ilé ti kọjá fame. I have been known within the Nigerian community prior to this. I have been existing prior before Facebook. Go to my school, Abeokuta Grammar School. I left in 95. Kò sẹ́ni tó máa know wọn mọ́ Láyọ̀mí Kóìkì. Ṣé a ní Facebook nígbà yẹn ni? We will give you the confidence to tell you that the international community allows you to talk about a movement like this as long as it's peaceful. We are not going to tell you to go and destroy anything. No. Somebody said to me in a WhatsApp in a Facebook Messenger, I'll try and read it up later. What is my view on Adeyinka grandson? I don't know him. We are not asking anybody to go and destroy anything. There's a process when it comes to getting a new nation. I will tell you and explain that this morning. That is the topic this morning. Emma lobby, Emma no, Emma shewala. And some of you will give us evidence at home that we would lock the government into to say. And imagine if I have pile. I won't go into the details of where the location I was told. This information just is happening. If I can tie that information with enough evidence, I can present that to United Nations that alone is the reason why we want to leave that country. Nibiti ẹ̀fọn àwọn èèyàn lóyún. Ẹ̀fọn àwọn èèyàn lóyún. Ẹ̀yin lè máa fún wọn lóyún. Ẹ wá gbóyún yẹn jáde. Ẹ wá lọ tà. Ẹ wá sọ pé ìlú nìyẹn. Tina Sultan, good morning. Kábàámọ̀ ẹ̀ tó bá jẹ́ pé nǹkan tí mò ń sọ àtúnṣe nǹkan mi ni kábàámọ̀ ẹ̀ kò ń ṣépè. If I am doing it, then let it be. If you are doing it as well because you believe that because you are showing us that you are an Oduduwa but behind the scene, wá kábàámọ̀ ẹ̀. Ilé ìṣòro pé this is not something that we ó máa kábàámọ̀ ẹ̀ kíákíá. Don't cry for any politician, dead or alive, present or past. Mọ èyí tó wà ní bank account wọn. Ibi ń pàwọ́ láàárọ̀ yìí. Ó wá kú ìwọ ń jẹ poró. Ìwọ ló yẹ kó máa já poró ni. Ìwọ tó ṣe nǹkan kan fún. Ó wà láyé. Look at Ambode. His birthday was 2 days ago. Not even one advert on any of the dailies in Nigeria. Láyé nìyẹn ti gbà sẹ́gbẹ̀. Temi Dare, I don't know how to sign the petition. Please enlighten me. I'm sure somebody will get in touch with you. That is Temi Dare Gabriel. Ask, he doesn't know how to sign the petition. Engineer Lawal Oluwadamilare Oluwabumi. Thank you very much for joining us. My sister Rukayat Omowumi Lasisi. Má sunkún fún politician kankan, mo ń bẹ̀ ni. Mo ń fi Elédùmarè bẹ̀, má sunkún fún wọn rárá. Present, past, dead, alive. They are not worth crying for. They are not worth crying for. That is part of why we need to come out of that contraction called Nigeria, also known as Location 9. The Biafra call it Zoo. I think some people are now calling it Area 9. It's a 419. That country is a 419. Tọ́ba grandma mi tó kú, grandma mi á sọ pé a ní kí n tún multiply by 2. Mo mọ bí tí màmá ẹ̀ tó ti tún understand pé èèyàn láti tún multiply by 2. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ti pẹ́. Because I lived with my grandma for 3 years before I left Nigeria. Phase 2 ni mo ń gbé. Go and ask me. Go and ask about me. Those of you that want to know about me, go to Adenija Adele. Àwọn tó sì mọ̀ mí níbẹ̀. Wọ́n máa ń wò mí lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan. Ìyà ò jẹ mí kí tó kúrò nílé. Inú ọlá ló bí mi sí. Wọ́n fowó táwa dàgbà ni. Àwa ní pé, who is Bola Tinubu next to my dad? You say Bola Tinubu will come and pay me to shut up. Who is he to my dad? Ẹ mọ bàbá tó bí mi ni. Ibo ni Bola Tinubu wà nígbà tí bàbá ti wà láyé. Ó kú gan sef à ń jàǹfààní orúkọ yẹn. Ìyẹn làwọn ń ṣiṣẹ́ lẹ̀ fún nísìnyí. If I go peacefully now, my children will enjoy that name again. Orúkọ bàbá tèmi lèmi ń jẹ́ dọ́là. Even MKO Abiola will sit down in my father's living room while my dad is still dressing up. You think I am looking for a fame? You think the purpose of doing this is to look for fame? No. The purpose is to release that bondage in the country called Nigeria, the 419 country. A country that not only kills your dream, it has damaged your dream. It has damaged everybody. And you are crying for a politician. If you know what these politicians have, and you know what they spend, I looked out through that statement. You cry for nothing. Don't pity them. And those three politicians I'm talking about, they're from Southwest. But this is it. Take it. We're just forming up. Tèmi Tọ́pẹ́ Agnes bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o ọmọlóyè níjẹ̀bú Òde àwọn yẹn ṣiṣẹ́ fún owó wọn ni ó ṣiṣẹ́ fún owó ẹ̀ tó fi kú ni ó dẹ̀ jayé tó fi kú ni. My mom has been to more than 20, well, I think if I had it now, she's been to more than 25 countries around the world. My mom traveled before I was born. I was born in 1978. Mama tèmi ti travel jáde kúrò ní Nàìjíríà. Ẹ̀yà wèrè ni ta ni Tinubu tó fẹ́ gbowó fún mi. Ta ni Tinubu náà tó fẹ́ gbowó fún mi. Lẹ́yìn Tinubu ta tó fẹ́ sọ. Tó máa gbowó fún mi pé kí n shut up. Owó náà dà. Irú owó ló ní. I said my mom has been traveling before I was born. My mom was doing what they call a U-turn. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mọ̀ 1980, I think 83, in the 81, 83. When VHS tó ṣe kọ́kọ́ jáde àwọn máa ń ṣe U-turn ni, and she was the secretary to Mobile Oil. Ó máa kúrò níbi iṣẹ́ ó ń gbàbẹ̀ lọ sí airport ó dẹ̀ máa dé JFK ó dẹ̀ máa ṣe U-turn àtúnjọ ń jẹ breakfast láàárọ̀ Sunday ni ẹ wá sọ pé yíyan kan máa gbowó fèmí láti dákẹ́ tá lẹ́ni náà mo sọ pé mo fẹ́ ra lé ni ọ̀rọ̀ lé ló wà nílẹ̀ nísìnyí ni a ní ká gbọ́ Oòduà nation kí láyé rọrùn fún everybody a wà níta àgbàdùn a wà nínú ilé àgbàdùn ibi báyìí kọ́ ni Tinubu ń gbé ni ẹ mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ní kó tó dé pé ó lọ Nàìjíríà ni èèyàn á sọ pé Tinubu máa gbowó fèmí èmi ta lẹ́ni náà níbo ni Tinubu wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ bàbá tèmi wàlátà mo ti rẹ́gbọ́n tó ti gbórí wọlé ẹ káàárọ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Frank Bello. tó bá jẹ́ ìyàwó ló ń jẹ̀wọ́ ó bẹ́tà ìwọ náà bẹ́tà bá sọ̀rọ̀ Oòduà kí àwọn alálẹ̀ kọ́ dẹ̀ pa ìdànù tó bá jẹ́ pọ́rọ̀ owó níwọ̀n ló ti ń fi máa ṣe tó ń ṣe pé òfin máa rówó gbà owó wérewó lọ wo background tàwa wọ́n ń ṣe ọmọ níṣẹ́ go and check my background very well if you don't know. I have to continue to put this on record because people they say somebody the last time said they will give me $10,000. $10,000 bẹ́ẹ̀ tí mo lè jókòó sí ibà tó ń ṣe bounce back loan from the UK government. My company has been registered. This media is registered in the last 2 years. Oh, they need the 2 years. When anybody to register in the last 6 months, that's all you need. You can get up to £50,000. Right here, I showed you guys last week on one of our broadcasts in the morning. We will tell you the reason why, what the United Nations say. Let me play this, my beautiful music again and bring the camera back here. These are part of what we're going to be looking at this morning. I think a new nation. Can you see it? That's what we're going to be treating this morning. Can you see it? The youngest country in the world, Kosovo, will celebrate its 10th year as a country after declaring independence from Serbia. That is what we are talking about. Self-determination. Can the United Nations saw? That's what we're gonna break it up. Oh my break. bàbá ṣe rere alájọbí àgbèjà wa bó bá dalẹ̀ òun balẹ̀ lọ ni no doubt about it. Yorùbá òun ṣe kínní excuse me alájọbí àpè ẹlẹ́jọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni don't cry for politicians dead or alive. I repeat it, you're just wasting your time. You cry for any politician, you are on your own. If you know the damage tó ti ṣe fáwọn ilé ayé àwọn èèyàn. Kò ń ṣe àwọn politician náà lẹ́rìn ẹ̀ ni. Oh, you didn't see Akeredolu in Abuja with all the house rep. Go and show nomination form alone. When Daniel James in that same Ondo state tí Akeredolu wà tí wọ́n ṣá lórí dọ́là wọ̀ọ̀rẹ́ owó hospital fún understand dámì táwọn people yìí ṣe fún yín ni. I said Daniel James Èkìtì kọ́ là ń sọ pé èèyàn kan wá 2 million. Imagine, give me a breakdown. Guys, when I'm talking like that, I want people to quickly give us a breakdown. Count how many of them. Go and look on the picture. It's on my Egon's page. Count how many people in that picture. Come back on this thread. Multiply the ticket. Tofi fly Los Abuja. Or my hotel. Or my jẹun. Even if they're spending 2 days. Come back and give us that figure. And then somebody needs just 10,000 naira. Hospital bill. In that same way, that governor travel with all those clients. Because they're clients. Orí ara wọn ló ń jà fún ẹ̀rí gbogbo tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́dọ̀ ni ẹ rò pé tí ló ń jà fún ni àní káwa jà ká gbòmìnira ká kásẹ̀ kúrò nínú gbogbo dàkà tí àrògò ti àtọ́ àwọn nú ẹ̀. You cry for a politician, you are crying on your own. Oh, dead, alive, present, past. They have bastard money in there. Ẹ̀rọ àwọn politician kan tí wọ́n towó kalẹ̀. Ìwọ wá ń sunkún fún politician. Mama jẹ́ ń ṣépè fún ọ. Walata is watching me. Walata ti ní you must be on. It's Walata that tell me, I will tell you some of my conversation with my cousin. That's my blood. And not every one of you will die for me. But that one, a kú fúnra wa síbẹ̀ ni. Àwọn ṣẹ́ntì à ń jẹ. I have lived there 22 years. That's what I tell people. Every day I'm on the phone with different people till late, even though sometimes during the deep sleep. That is the road that I have taken on board now. It's not just coming here alone that you think I'm doing. You think it's just what I sit down here alone that I'm dealing with every day. We are dealing with so many things. We are having meetings. Èmi àti ẹ̀gbọ́n Frank Bello ṣì sọ̀rọ̀ níjẹta. Èmi àti sister Buki sọ̀rọ̀. Tàlẹ́ tó fẹ́ kí n sọ. Lánàá èmi àti Victor Lákùrẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ tó fẹ́ kí n sọ mí. I spoke with how many people? Well, let me go on my WhatsApp. I will not mention their names, but at least I can tell you the location, each one of them. Towa. Sometimes I forget my code to get into my phone, you know. Let me tell you my last conversation yesterday. And I won't tell you the person. She's also a presenter in one of the Oduduwa TV. When we were getting report of something not right in Kwara State. And it was a conference call. And that call, this was my last call before I went to bed. I was very tired yesterday. Very extremely tired. Because I've been up since before 5. This morning I've been up for 4:30. Àní mo kàn jí mo tẹ̀ mo kàn tó ń jí mi morning sin tẹ́lẹ̀ ni máa ń lo alarm. Àṣé tí wọ́n bá tẹ̀ gbé iṣẹ́ tó ṣe pàtàkì dúró, nǹkan kan ló máa gbé ẹ dìde láàárọ̀. Ṣé tẹ́lẹ̀ la máa ń rò pé alarm ló ń jíyàn? No. Because nǹkan kan ti ń connected to something else that you don't know. I don't use alarm anymore. Where I want tap making the date, I don't know. All I know is I wake up. My last conversation yesterday. That's not what I want. I don't want to say anybody's status. It was a conference call. And it lasted for 5 minutes, 43 seconds. Kokin paro. And that was exactly at 10:43 p.m. That was my last conversation before I went to bed yesterday. It was a conference call. And I was already I was returning one of the call because NFA passed message for me that there's something not right going on in Kwara. That is part of what I do when you don't see me. I say this is a full-time job for me. You continue to do what you are doing as your job. Me, I am self-employed. I don't work for anybody. But this movement is now my own full-time job. But I will work with all the other people that also want us to come out of that contraction. Don't ever be apologetic. Be proud that you are discussing it, whether they want to hear it or not. And before that, I spoke to somebody in Spain. And that conversation, if I go back and look at it, lasted for 26 minutes, 55 seconds. And that conversation started at 10:16 p.m. It was after that conversation I spoke to the last caller. And the person was discussing about, he works in the farm. I won't mention his name, in Spain. Telling us that the only way we can change the mindset of the people is we must create a kind of area where people can have access to more food. Ebi tó ń pa àwọn èèyàn ni wọ́n fi gbọ́n kọ́ tá à ń sọ. Ebi ti pọ̀ jù nílùú. I'll go back and tell you the history of people I spoke to. I won't mention their name. That is part of what I do when you don't see me. So this is a full-time job. Before that, I spoke to somebody again in location 9 in Nigeria. I don't have to give you details of who they are. And that was exactly at 8:16 p.m. And in between that, I was also, following on Facebook doing their magic when Mazin Ambikano was speaking. Ẹ̀rù ń bà wọ́n ni. Ó fẹ́ kó wọ́n máa jáde gẹ́rẹ́ or dem máa pé technology ti kọjá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ gbọ́ lórí Facebook, YouTube ń lọ. Wọ́n dẹ̀ tún ní rédíò kíní wọn tó ń lọ. Ẹ mọ̀ pé gbogbo tá à ń sọ ìwọ fẹ́ ká máa sọ. Tó bá ní opportunity ni, if the government has opportunity to shut every one of us that are speaking about Oduduwa, from Frank Bello to Oshatola to Omoba Adetokunbo to David Hamilton to Citizen AY to my beautiful auntie Erelu Abike, who is it again? To Bedu Ire and all the Oduduwa presenters. There's so many of them, and I don't know all their names off head. But if I say Oduduwa TV, I've captured every one of them. If the government have the means, they can shut it down. Because the message is waking the minds of the people. People are now realizing that, tí KOIKIMEDIA bá ń sọ kíní, ṣé tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ rò pé Frank Bello ni kò, sorry ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ má bínú, ẹ rò pé Frank Bello ni kò gbádùn. I said I am another person that is another beast. But the beast in me will take you out. It's not the beast that will bite you. It's the beast that will take us out into a new nation. In a different style. Ẹ̀gbọ́n Frank Bello ni gbogbo wọn rí tẹ́lẹ̀. Ọkọ àpótá tún ni bọ̀bọ́ ìtẹ́lẹ̀. I'm sure when they are debating about me, let me just go through this, I'm sure when they are debating about me, because they know me already in the community. I'm not talking about here alone now. I'm talking about the whole of the Nigerian community, because they've been seeing the videos. One person sent a message to one of my family back home. I think when I first started, ó wá pẹ́ nìyẹn pé ta ló ránṣẹ́ àwọn kí ló ń jẹ́ nǹkan tó ń sọ yẹn àwọn ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn oní kó máa lùlù pé kó máa jó lọ àwọn wẹ̀ yẹn. That is how people think, because people are selfish. And if you're a selfish person in life, thinking about yourself and not thinking about the bigger picture, it will damage what is Yemen. So if you damage to what is Yoruba in Southwest, if you damage and come build lojojumo. I'm still taking you through some of the conversation with the people I spoke to. And I spoke to somebody in Kenya. And that call came in at 7:19 p.m. Lasted for 2 minutes, 36 seconds, or 37 seconds rather. They're working tirelessly. That particular people in Kenya. And everything we are doing is peaceful. It is something that is allowed. And at 6 p.m., those of you that watch on Niger Voices, I'll play some of that clip. We had the people from the Oduduwa Movement Action, OMA, I think they're OMA, yeah. And there was another caller, Elite and Binu Repeteni. And that call came in at 7:08 p.m. Lasted for 8 minutes 10 seconds. Why am I telling you this? I said, ẹni tó bá jókòó tó tún sọ nǹkan mi lẹ́yìn ilé tá à ń sọ ó tún parapọ̀ mọ́ àwọn nǹkan mi pé kí ẹni tó ń sọ yẹn kàn parọ́ fáwọn èèyàn ni àní kí alálẹ̀ kó gbé mi kúrò kẹ má tẹ̀ rí mi mọ́ bó tó bá yẹ pé lórí òtítọ́ ni mò ń sọ ẹ máa rí mi inú máa bí ẹni kò sí nǹkan tó máa ṣe sí you cannot touch it bó bá wọn kò forí la nǹkan kan problem. I'm talking to you yes you that you are watching with a fake account. When I do like that, they're scared. You. Not those of you that are proper people watching that want to do it. I'm talking about you. When I do like that, they're scared. They know. I said, Mayegun General is different from me, but we are working collectively. Six people, don't forget, guys, that we must credit their account before the end of today. They are working tirelessly. And I spoke to somebody again at exactly 7:03. That call lasted for 3 minutes. These are part of the people we are talking to, different people. I have still been, if I now move it back a little bit, come towards, I spoke to my mom in between that. And then this caller is from Lagos. Very powerful caller. Guys, there's a lot of people that are prepared to make this thing go better every day. This call lasted 39 minutes. I won't show his face. He's probably watching me. And that call was from 2:44 p.m. Lasted 39 minutes, 59 seconds. Everything on this caller that they call me is on Oduduwa. Whether they want to give advice, whether they want to impute or whatever it is. And there was a caller from New York. And that was at 12:29 p.m. You can see where I left here at 10:30. I mean 10:30 a.m. I went on my radio broadcast at 11. And since then, it's been calls, messages. And that caller from New York, he was saying the same thing. Don't think because you are a religion person. This is what this caller was telling me about. Màmá tó bí òun tó bá ń gbọ́ mọ̀ ní láti dárúkọ ẹ̀. Ó ní àwọn tó pure people that were working for ìṣẹ̀ṣe. Ọlọ́run fọ́n oríjì màmá náà ti kú nísìn. Ó ní Christian lòun. And he was calling based on the conversation, the topic yesterday on Partr 27, that we must fortify our people at home. There's a war coming. I'm going to go into today's broadcast very soon, where I'm going to start showing you some of those new countries. But I'm just saying this to the people at home, that you must not be scared asking yourself for a movement. That caller from New York is a Christian, but only gbogbo ìṣẹ̀ṣe tí ìyá òun ó ní ìyá òun nígbà tó wà láyé táwọn wà ní kékeré táwọn ẹni bí bá kọjá. You know, people see it with third eyes. Ó ní àwọn wà ní kékeré nígbà náà. Ó ní gbogbo táwọn ṣe ń ṣe mobile phone nísìn. Ó ní ìyá òun ó ní kò ń ṣe pọ̀ sọ fóun. Ìyá òun máa gbé, you know, the shell. I'm going this because I just want you guys to know the kind of conversation and the people. I don't have to give the details of what they are, but it shows that people are reasoning with the message that we are saying. This caller, we spoke for 30, to go back into it. We spoke for 30 minutes, 44 seconds. He's in New York. He's a Christian. I won't mention the name of the church he's going. But he said, Ẹ̀gbọ́n, gbogbo tẹ̀sán yẹn pátápátá mo fara mọ́. Pé ìṣẹ̀ṣe yẹn gangan ni. Ó ní torí pé kíni. Màmá tó bí òun side ìdíròkò ló wà. Ó ti kú nísìn. Ó ní àti kékeré. Ó ní kíni, you know the shell, kí ló ń pè kíni yẹn? You know when you go to Babbage, those kind of shell. Ó ní máa gbé sétí báyìí. Á dẹ̀ máa báyàn sọ̀rọ̀. Which is what we are doing now. Ó ní gbogbo tó fi ń ṣe technology, ó ní àwa gangan la ní. Ó ní kò ń ṣe pọ̀ sọ fóun. Ó ní màmá tó bí òun. Ìdíròkò though I won't go into the details of that person, but ìdíròkò ló ní màmá òun wà, ó ti kú ní sọ ti ṣaláìsí. So because you're a Muslim, you have forgot that there's something that was there. Oh, so you think now that you call a phone, so ó mọ̀ pé Ifá náà nìyẹn. Ó gbé phone nísìn. If I call Walata now, you want me to try it? Walata, I hope you has only my drive, but let's test it. Ifá ni. I'm gonna call Walata now. And that's Walata. At least you can see him. I can't hide Walata. That's Walata. Let's call Walata. I know he should be on his way to work. Oh my one more to but oh my be. Ifá nìyẹn. Walata, báwo ni? Àdúgbò wo ló wà nísìn? Ó ti fẹ́ débi ṣáàbì. Ifá nìyẹn. That's confirmed. Jẹ́ fẹ́lẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ later. Ìwọ wá sọ pé Ifá ò dáa, but èmi pè nísìn. Ibi tó wà nísìn ó wà ní Hammersmith, which is more miles away from me. Bọ̀bọ́ yẹn ní sẹ́ kò ń ṣe fọ́kọ̀. Ó náà wọ́n rí ìyá òun so many times. Ó máa gbé phone sétí báyìí. Kò ń ṣe phone, but it's like a shell. Á dẹ̀ máa communicate pẹ̀lú àwọn èèyàn. Ó ní táwọn ní bí bá ń kọjá níwájú, kí lẹ́yìn wá ní bíbáyìí? Ẹ má tún gba bíbáyìí kọjá. Tó bá gba bíbáyìí kọjá, ó ní because àwọn ẹni ibi tó ń kọjá lọ yẹn, ó náà wọn ò rí, but màmá àwọn máa rí wọn. Á sọ fún wọn pé ó ní because màmá wọn máa ní because tó bọ́ ṣe lọ yẹn, nǹkan méjì ni, wọ́n wá dá nǹkan sílẹ̀, wọ́n dẹ̀ máa mú nǹkan mi lọ. Ìtorí pé a lo gbogbo àwọn kinní, yes, cowrie shell, thank you very much, ọmọọba Adétókunbọ̀. Ó nítorí pé gbogbo kinní yẹn, wọ́n ti bastardize, wọ́n ti sọ di nǹkan míì, wọ́n ti present sí wa bí ìgbà tó yẹ pé nǹkan tó dá ni. We are now lost in our own tradition. That is my caller that I spoke to in New York. Pure, he said he still believes in it, even though he's a Christian. Only màmá òun níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn, tí mi ti ń tutù. But I'm enjoying it. No milk, lemon. Ṣé òyìnbó ṣe ń sọ fáwọn bí lemon ṣe máa ṣiṣẹ́ lára? Ẹ̀mú táwọn bàbá yẹn ti fi ṣe. Ó ní màmá òun á dẹ̀ sọ pé àwọn àlejò ń bọ̀. Ó nígbà tó máa kú ó mọ̀. Ó máa gba àwọn àlejò kan lénìí. Kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń dáná. Ìkà, Abonika, and fitting politician. Let's work towards actualizing a new nation. Look at the topic very well. Délé Odùgbèmí, òdodo ọ̀rọ̀ ni. Ó ní màmá òun á sọ pé kó tó di pé ó tẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ikú yẹn, ó ní tó bá fẹ́ gba àwọn àlejò ńláńlá. Àwọn ò ní ra àwọn àlejò yẹn, bọ̀ á kàn ní àwọn àlejò ń bọ̀. Because Bill Gates wá gbé gbogbo ẹ̀, àwọn gba gbogbo ẹ̀, wọ́n gba fá, wọ́n gba sínú kọ̀mpútà, wọ́n redesign ẹ̀ fáwa. Bí ṣe ń bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nísìnyí, wọ́n rí mi, mo mọ̀ bí tó lúkálukú yín tí ń wò mí ní gbogbo àgbáyé. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, our binary is Ifá, wọ́n sọ fà tàwa, àwa òmùgọ̀. Pẹ̀lú èmi náà gbogbo wa ni, ṣé à ń ṣe òmùgọ̀ ni? Pẹ̀lú èmi náà gbogbo wa lòmùgọ̀. Let us first educate ourselves and build up ourselves here. O mọ tó wọ́gùn òtẹ́, o mọ rẹ débi pé kíní. Ìdí tó rẹ̀ ṣe mọ rẹ ni pé ebi ti pa ṣégè sí gbogbo wa lára. Ìyà ti mú wa. I'm talking about a deep Christian guy called me from New York. Ìdíròkò, ẹni tẹ́ bá mọ ẹni tó wà ní ìdíròkò, I won't go into more details. Ó ní ìdíròkò. But he was a pure person tó fi filẹ̀ ayé sílẹ̀ lọ. Ìwọ ṣe wá sọ pé torí wọ́n gbé iPhone ká kúlù fáwọn tó lá iPhone, àwọn gbogbo kinní yẹn, àwọn kó sínú kinní, wọ́n package ẹ̀, wọ́n ń tà fáwa, àwa ìtawà ní àwa gbádànù. Bọ́sẹ̀ Rótìmí, I'm born of Ifá confirmed. We must go back to it. I'm not saying leave your religion, but you must understand that is who we are. No doubt about it. There's nothing. Look, when people say, I think what scared a lot of us, apart from those people that were doing, I'm sorry to say, and I will say sorry. All these films that are giving us the impression that Christians attack Muslims attack the traditionalists because they are doing bad. They've also cut. All those things are part of what they have used to mess us up. Eti Bagbeni, Abija, àti Mori rẹ o, homu wom. Rí bó ṣe ń disappear ni. Ẹ̀yin ṣe wá ń rí pé ẹ̀gbọ́n Frank Bello play kíní ẹ̀ níjọ́sí. Somebody remind me. Do you know that they've been disappearing for a long time within our Yoruba? But now they're putting it in technology where you can sit here, but your body will be in another place. We lost it, guys. At 8 o'clock, I will start going into the new nation and who they are. Mbolowa. Ìlú kan ló wà tẹ́lẹ̀ kó tó carve kúrò lára pé àná ọba yín ṣe mọ́sẹ́. It's not a fight. Bá Nàìjíríà ṣe yan ṣe Nàìjíríà ṣiṣẹ́ fún ẹni. We are here to beef you guys up to understand that they can do nothing to you. All hail from Elisha. Somebody is watching me from Elisha. Ṣé mọ̀ pé gbogbo àwọn Abidjan yẹn àti Fádèyí olóró yẹn àwọn kan wá restructure àṣà àwọn gangan ló ń fún wa ní message. Gbogbo àwọn Abidjan tá ṣe ń ṣe nísìnyí yàn ṣe ń wọn understand pé tó bá ń show tí technology tó ń show fún wa nísìnyí ṣé bí òun làwọn Abidjan ń lò níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn ọ̀pàpà parada ó dẹ̀ lọ nìyẹn ọ̀fẹ́. Wọ́n wá sọ the technology in 21st century àwa gbé yẹn dání àwa ń sọ pé Abidjan ò dáa Abidjan yẹn olórí burúkú ni torí pé wọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ ni tó package ẹ̀ fún wọn dáadáa. Ó yẹ kó ti ta gbogbo àwọn Abidjan yẹn gbogbo kíní ẹ̀ ká ti ta ní structure tó yẹ pé a máa fi make owó tó bá yẹ pé a ti wà nínú nation tó gbádùn. Ẹ máa wòran yín nìran àná fẹ́ kúrò nínú oko ẹrú. Adeola from Akure, thank you for watching. We're gonna hit the London street very soon. Sign the petition. Ifá Olókun sọ̀rọ̀ dáyọ̀ ní Délé Òdúgbàmí. May God unite us. You guys are awesome. Akonji, thank you very much. Yeah, Astra Travel, my auntie Tomilola. Àwọn converted mi sí àṣẹ nǹkan tó ti wà lọ́wọ́ àwa nìyẹn. Good morning, Ayo Brown. I'm just reading some of your comments as well. After that music, we'll go into the discussion. Google is Ifa Oracle. You ask question, you get immediate reply. Àwa gbé fa, àwa gbé sẹ́gbẹ̀. And lẹ́yìn tó kàn wá. I only take this caller because he's Good morning, my caller. I know he's on the line. Your name? Good morning. Your name? Good morning, Dr. Karim. Go ahead, please.
I'm going to commend you as usual. And I want to encourage everyone listening to this program that we're making a lot of progress. a lot of people are getting to know about Oduduwa Republic.
Bluetooth mode has been on.
Going very, very long, deep into the memory of our people, and we must not at any time wither that is a long journey. No, we are getting there. And in KOIKIMEDIA and do for you, only at this time, Nigeria is the leader. I mean, the leader has just go see government in Nigeria. I'm at nobody in charge. History is repeating itself. All Shelley in 2009, but here I do and sick. I want to more. Currently, I want more people who are in charge. So I want governors to jolly in north, as in the southwest, at the end. I all over the country. So I want governors to jolly, and I'm saying jolly law, because anybody in charge. So it's a free for all system. So, I mean, we can see what is happening in APC. There's nobody in charge. There is no rules. You can do what you like. And that's the country we unfortunately found ourselves. And unless we continue, to encourage our way, we will get out of this contraction. Nigeria work. We will continue to say every day, tó máa fi di òótọ́ lórí ọkàn pé òótọ́ ni pé country yóò ṣiṣẹ́. Kò tí síná, kò tí sómi, kò síṣẹ́ fáwọn ọ̀dọ́, wọ́n jáde ní school, kò sẹ́ni tó mọ direction, kò sẹ́ni tó ní 10-year plan. Ní pé okay, in 2029, ibi tí country máa wà rè, in 2030, ibi tí Nigeria máa wà rè, ibi tí education máa wà rè o, plan rè o. Àwọn doctors wọ́n strike 4 billion ni wọ́n ń béèrè fún. 27 billion ni President Buhari allocate for renovation of House of Assembly. Nínú méjèèjì, èwo ló wà important, èwo ló jẹ́ kó jẹ́ priority. So I then saw every day. Ṣé wọ́n fẹ́ reno? Tẹ́ bá dé àgbà tí mo sọ pé mo dé about 2009 ni mo dé Senate ni mo wọnú complex yẹn lọ. Julius Berger ló maintain ẹ̀. Wọ́n ná owó burúkú, wọ́n allocate owó burúkú síbẹ̀ tó fi ń ná. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn doctors wa tó lẹ́ experience, tó ní equipment, tó ní training, tó lẹ́ encouragement, tó ní motivation, wọn ò ní fún wọn lówó. Every day strike ni. Táwọn doctors ò bá máa strike, àwọn tó máa strike yẹn jù, àwọn key sector wa ló máa strike. Education ò bá strike, gẹ́gẹ́ bí ASUU, àwọn doctors strike. Tó bá ṣe yẹn, wọn ò ní fáwọn tó ti ṣiṣẹ́, àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́, wọn ò ní fún wọn ní owó, wọn ò ní fún wọn pension, wọn ò ní fún wọn láàrin, wọn ò ní fún wọn ní main salary. So tàbádẹ̀ wo kí ni ẹ̀ra òun ló máa ń fa corruption. Gbà tí èèyàn bá gbowó tó dẹ̀ ń lo ibiṣẹ́, tó dẹ̀ ń fún lówó kó fi ṣe kí ó máa jẹ́ owó náà. Ẹni tó fún lówó gan, ẹni tó fún sálárì ẹ̀ gan, ó ń jí owó lábẹ́lẹ̀ ìtàsíntọ̀ wà fún lówó ẹ̀. So nǹkan tá à ń sọ ni pé a máa gba òmìnira wa. Kò ń ṣe pé ká dákẹ́ ká káwọ́ gbé ìyà, wọn la máa fi gbé òmìnira o. Bá ṣe máa ṣe náà rè, a máa sọ ní èèyàn kì í tójú oníkà mẹ́rin kàbọ̀, a máa tójú àwọn ilé ìkà pé ìlú yóò dáa. And ìkọ̀kọ̀ ló wá ń dùn mí jù. Ṣé gbogbo àwọn ọba tí wọ́n máa ń dárúkọ yẹn, ó yà pé máa wá time láti fi ṣètò àwọn ọba yẹn náà. Ó ti kọjá wẹ̀rẹ̀wẹ̀rẹ̀, ilé ti kọjá eré ọmọdé. A máa dárúkọ àwọn ọba. Gbogbo wọn we will call them out. That's the English word. I don't know how to say it in Yoruba. A máa dárúkọ àwọn ọba yẹn pé ẹ̀yin ọba olórí burúkú tẹ̀ ń wò tí ìlú ń bàjẹ́, tí yà ń já àwọn ọ̀dọ́, tẹ̀ ń fi wáṣọ ọmọ ọ̀dọ́ nínú ìlú wa, ẹ̀ ń fọmọ ẹ fi ń ṣerú. Ẹ bá rò pé bẹ́ẹ̀ máa ṣe lọ rẹ̀, àwọn ọmọ tí ń dẹ̀ ń lọ sí òkè òkun, wọn lọ ń kàwé, wọn ń gbé bẹ̀, wọn ra lé fún wọn, gbogbo wọn lọ ń jalè. Àwọn ọba náà ti collaborate pẹ̀lú àwọn elite, pẹ̀lú àwọn politicians. In fact, a máa rí nínú current happenings pé kò sọ́ba tí fámú mọ́. Àwọn politicians ló mú ọba ń sìn. Ó ní kinní kan, politician state ẹ ló máa mú, governor ló máa mú, gbogbo wọn àjọ ṣe collaboration. Tẹ bá ara àwọn ọba yẹn náà, tó bá jáde, wọ́n máa advocate, wọ́n máa support àwọn governors, àwọn politicians in terms of their disposition, their body language, their opinion. So kò sí structure, kò sí arrangement, kò sí ẹnìkan tó fẹ́ taráàlú mọ́. Oníkálukú bó ṣe máa jẹun ní everything ti collapse. Ìlú ti dàrú. Àwọn ọba wà lù bá ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ yóò.
Good morning, HRH.
Gbogbo bí ṣe 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 ní South West, gbogbo bó ṣe ń jalè, gbogbo bí àwọn Haúsá ṣe ń para wọn. Ṣé ẹni pé wọ́n ti ń protest ní Katsina ní state Buhari? Instead kí Buhari rán police pé kọ́ lọ mú àwọn bandit olórí àwọn protester ni wọ́n ní kọ́ lọ mú ṣé ìlú nìyẹn ẹ máa gbọ́ àwọn bandit wọ́n kọ́ ọ̀kadà wọ àárín ìlú wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pa àwọn èèyàn wọ́n hold àwọn èèyàn hostage wọ́n ń dà lùlù ìgbà tí Buhari máa order Inspector General of Police ẹni tó organize the protest láti call attention government see this terrible act this terrible development that is happening òun ni wọ́n ní kọ́ lọ mú olórí àwọn protesters tó organize protest òun ni wọ́n kọ́ lọ mú àwọn tí wọ́n ń dà lùlù nǹkan ẹ̀ ṣe ní kọ́ lọ mọ́ àwọn yẹn ṣé wọ́n lè má wọn bandit yẹn ni kí ni Buhari ṣe gangan náà ṣé Buhari ò tí ì rí pé Nàìjíríà ti ń dàrú ni so bàtà ṣe ń pariwo afẹ́ gbòmìnira Odùduwà republic àwọn ọba kò tí ì sọba tó jáde so ẹnìkan so tábà gbòmìnira tó ń sì ṣé Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀ á fẹ́ wá jọba lórí wa ní Odùduwà irú Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀ fi pa o kó tètè jáde ń sìn kó fi ohun ẹ̀ kó fi voice ẹ̀ kó fi tẹ̀ ẹ́ pé bí ìlú ṣe ń lọ yìí ó kù díẹ̀ káàtó rape ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ kò síná kò sóde ẹ̀wọ̀n náà wá bó ṣe rí bọ̀bọ̀ comedian yìí àbúrò mọ́mi àbẹ́gbọ́n mọ́mi ẹ̀ ló ta láìsí
asọ́lá náà
ṣèyí lọ
ni ṣèyí lọ
ẹ̀gbọ́n màmá ẹ̀ ṣá lásìkò ọ̀nà wa ní neck fracture neck injury wọn kó hospital because kò sí treatment kò sí nǹkan kan sábà fi kéta fún ọlọ́sítà àwọn dọ́kítà wà on strike náà so tí àbúrò bàbá ṣèyí lọ ò bá kú ṣèyí lọ ò mọ̀ pé ìgbé hospital wa àjọ àwọn tí ń pariwo yìí ṣé wọn ò gbọ́ ni ṣé tí ń dùn àwọn celebrities ṣé tí ń dùn wọn ipe kò sí náà kò sí oxygen lọ sí nígbà tí àbúrò mọ́mí ẹ bá kú wàá lọ sọ́sibítù wàá ṣe fídíò orí ẹ ti dàrú ṣèyí lọ orí ẹ ó ti dàrú àtàwọn politicians àtàwọn ọba wèrè tọ́jú sórí oyè tí ìlú ò lọ déédéé eku òkè bí eku ẹyẹ òkè bí ẹyẹ ìlú ń dàrú àwọn èèyàn inú àwọn èèyàn ò dùn ẹ bá dàpọ̀ ìfipá jókòó bọ̀bọ̀ tó ń ṣe program kan tó ń lọ fáwọn èèyàn lówó ní rural area yẹn though that is not the solution to our problem because tó bá lọ fún wọn 10,000 léni wọ́n máa ná tán in 3 to 5 days or 10 days àwọn tó bá tẹ̀ mú owó náà tó bá rà ná díẹ̀díẹ̀ tó bá fún wọn 10,000 wọ́n máa ná fún 3 weeks ìyẹn kọ́ ni solution ni pé ká dára wálẹ̀ nínú oko ẹrú èèyàn wà nínú ẹ̀wọ̀n ẹ ló ń gbóúnjẹ fún èèyàn wà nínú ẹ̀wọ̀n ẹ wà nínú ìgbèkùn ẹ ló ń gbóúnjẹ fún ẹ máa túlẹ̀ ni ẹ máa jà kọ́ túlẹ̀ kó lọ fọwọ́ ara ẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ kó lọ wá nǹkan tó máa jẹ fún ara ẹ̀ so nǹkan tá a sọ ni pé gbogbo everybody ló láti dìde láti pariwo because ṣẹlẹ àwọn tó ń ṣe olórí wa ní Nàìjíríà wọn ò mọ bí tí bàtà ti ń ta wá lẹ́sẹ̀ wọn ò mọ̀ pé ìlú ò dára rárá owó wà nínú àkáǹtì wọn bí bàmùbàmù lówó wà nínú àkáǹtì wọn àwọn ọmọ wọn dẹ̀ wà ní Canada tó ń ṣe school owó dẹ̀ wà nínú àkáǹtì àwọn ọmọ school wọn náà Canadian dollar wà nínú àkáǹtì àwọn ọmọ school àwọn ọmọ wọn ní Canada US dollar wà nínú àwọn ọmọ àkáǹtì àwọn ọmọ ní US ibi náà ní London àwọn ọmọ wọn wà bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ń ra forí pamọ́ èmi mú àwọn ọmọ politician tó wà London tó forí pamọ́ síbẹ̀ tẹ́pẹ́ owó Nàìjíríà ilé wọn tiẹ̀ ni wọ́n mú mi délé wọn àwọn olórí burúkú wọn ra lé síbẹ̀ wọ́n ti pa wọn lè gbé bẹ̀ wọ́n ti ṣe mú wọn lọ sẹ́wọ̀n náà ti ń fi wọ́n lẹ̀ ṣé legal system nìyẹn àwọn èèyàn ń protest America wípé police system legal system wọ́n máa ń discriminate Africans àti black ní Nàìjíríà náà gbogbo system wa ti collapse kò sí system tó function tọ́lọ́pàá tó bá ara ṣe tọ́lọ́pàá bá pa ọ̀dọ́ ṣe tọ́ máa mọ́ ọlọ́pàá yẹn àwọn ọlọ́pàá yòókù wọ́n máa ṣe every day court wọ́n máa protect tọ́ bá mú dé court wọ́n máa postpone cases ó dẹ̀ yìnbọn fún ni àìmọye bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn so gbogbo fabric system wa ti collapse the only way out is to break the huge the bloated the non-functional the big for nothing bureaucratic system that has connected the south and the east and the north together in the contraction called location 9. We must break this country down. We must go our way. We must then be able to monitor our own people, speaking our own language in our own region, producing what we eat and eating what we produce, and begin our production and plan for our own education, our own roads, our own infrastructure, and determine how much our own population will earn. Not this big contraction that nobody is in charge, is a free-for-all system. Everybody is just milking the system. I mean, we can see the death. Our politicians want to go to hospital. If the hospital were gone in the UK, more than 42,000 little people. And there's COVID-19. America ti huge hospital wà, paramedics wà, ambulance wà, train gbogbo àwọn doctors tí wọ́n train ní Nàìjíríà tó wà l'Amẹ́ríkà. Gbogbo àwọn lawyers, gbogbo àwọn engineers, gbogbo àwọn care assistants, gbogbo wọn ni wọ́n ti drain lọ sí America. Despite that, COVID-19 pàṣírí America, despite the huge and sophisticated infrastructure in place in the health sector. Ẹ wá wo àwọn èyí tí wọ́n ní apost kìíní àfẹnusọ everyday là ń ṣe broadcast yìí, à ń ṣe lọ́sàn, à ń ṣe lóru. Ẹ̀yin politician wa ẹ ronúpìwàdà kíkọ́nù yìí ti ẹ̀ dìde ní Senate àbí House of Rep kó ní pé ìlú yìí o àwọn kan sọ don't let us forget o kò sí gbogbo wọn lórí burúkú o àwọn kan sọ recently House of Rep ni ó dìde ó ní Buhari has lost focus. Buhari doesn't know what to do, which is the truth. President Buhari ò mọ nǹkan tó lè ṣe mọ́. On occasion èmi ti gbọ́ dábì Buhari kò yẹ kó wọ́n sọ fún mi kò yẹ kó mo kà á o. Buhari ní pé insecurity aláti bẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ fún mi. Buhari lacks the way forward. Buhari ò mọ nǹkan tó máa ṣe ní Nàìjíríà. The best thing ni ká rise up, ká dàlú, ká dà Nàìjíríà rú, ká tún ṣà. Àjẹ́bẹ̀ every day làwọn èèyàn máa kú, just like you have named this series of broadcasts 1, 2, 3 that there is no focus, there is no going forward. Let us break it down, let us rearrange. The only way forward now in 2020 is to break Nigeria and rearrange the country to suit individual ethnic groups. Táwọn àìpọ̀ bá fẹ́ lọ́kọ́ máa gọ́ọ̀nù ara wọn. Àwọn gáàsì wà industrious. Wọ́n ní intellectual acumen láti fi produce creativity wà lọ́rọ̀ wọn àwọn ọmọ Igbo. They are our brothers, we see them here. Àwọn Hausa náà wọ́n ní creativity kó ní kálukú máa lọ́n lọ ẹ̀. Kọ́kọ́ òṣìṣẹ́ mọ́. Omi òṣìṣẹ́ before 1999 omi wà wájú ilé wa ní Ṣópolú. Omi public water wà wájú ilé wa. Látàgbà yẹn kò sẹ́ni tó dáṣọ mọ́. Gbogbo àwọn public tap yóò dẹ̀ disappear bígbà tí òòrí bá yọ nínú oòrùn. Gbogbo àwọn public infrastructure ó dẹ̀ disappear lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Bọ́lá Tinubu dẹ̀ lówó sí. Àwọn tó ń gbé lọ sí House of Assembly wọ́n ní bastard money àwọn lọ́wọ́ in charge sí kò sí anybody in charge ẹ̀ tó ń pín bread during lockdown wọ́n pín bread ni wọ́n fi ṣe palliative fáwọn other countries fáwọn èèyàn lówó tó máa ná fún 1 month tẹ́pẹ́ tó bá ti wọ́n follow àwọn èèyàn wọ́n ní oríṣiríṣi program láti fi intervene àti palliative intervention but lọ́dọ̀ wa bread ni Ọbasanjo gbé láti 54 million lọ so the structure has collapsed. There is nobody in charge. Buhari is no longer in charge. Ọkàn lo orúkọ Buhari nígbà tí yàrá lọ àfìkí gbà yẹn tó lọ kọ́mà. The same thing ni Turaya àti àwọn Kaba ni wọ́n ṣe. Wọn ò jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn mọ ọkọ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ó ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ currently báyìí. Àwọn tó wà in charge ń sìn, wọ́n fọ́n pé àwọn ní presidency. Tẹ́ bá lọ wò èrí pé kò sẹ́ni kankan tó ń jẹ́ presidency. Àwọn ṣéwù kí lórúkọ ṣéwù tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ yìí.
Ṣéwù Gaba.
Ṣéwù kí Ṣéwù
Gaba.
Ṣéwù Gaba àti Fẹ́mi Òpònú. Àwọn lọ́wọ́ in charge àwọn lọ́wọ́ issue statement Buhari kò ní mental capacity láti mọ kótó kọ́ wá lọ bí Buhari ń sìn pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́dọ̀ state Buhari ò mọ̀ kọ́ lọ bí Buhari pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Ondo state kí ló fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Ondo state Buhari ò mọ̀ Buhari pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Lagos state kí ni state of COVID-19 and the health capacity of Lagos state àyà wọn ń já lórí kò hospital every day ni wọ́n promise
they are literally running out of beds in Lagos state and healthcare skinning.
Governor Sanwó-Olú ó ti jáde ó ní pé resumption of religious activities káwọn Christian àtàwọn Muslim kó padà sí religious activities church àti mosque ó ní pé ó ti wà indefinitely suspended because wọ́n rí pé Christian lọ sókè sí ni wọn ò lè manage despite all of this Buhari ò tẹ̀ dá òkúta ẹ̀sọ́ kọ́kọ́ mọ́ COVID-19 ti parí ọ̀dọ̀ Buhari ra dé rẹ̀ mọ́nà aṣọ rock àwọn tó bá ti fẹ́ ra bá wọn kọ́ máa pomú wọn Buhari ò jáde kó máa káàkiri Buhari ti sick ṣẹ́rí problem ta ní yìí ó tún wá kéré lọ́dọ̀ problem tó ń bọ̀ òun sẹ́yìn láyé láti tètè gbára wa lẹ́tẹ̀kọ́ Nàìjíríà ṣẹ́rí àwọn arúgbó ta fi ń jẹ olórí wa yìí àwọn arúgbó ta fi ń jẹ olórí ìlú wọn ò ní capacity láti ṣe kankan wọn tí ó ti rẹ̀ àwọn pípù àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké la ní ibi tó máa sáré kiri ìlú tó máa monitor project overnight tó máa lè ka document tó máa lè jókòó ṣẹ́rí bóyá ó yẹ láti kàwé fún 4 hours ni ẹ tí wọ́n rọ̀ pé ó rí ìdí láti kàwé fún 4 hours kó try ẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn document tó ń submit Buhari ò rà ṣé Buhari ló fẹ́ láyé láti reform Nigeria police wọ́n kàn shoot ní first 3 weeks of lockdown more than 18 people ní Nigeria police pa even the greater number of killings from lockdown is from the police not from COVID-19 the greater number of deaths Nigeria recovered from COVID-19, from lockdown, is from Nigerian police, not from lockdown, not from COVID-19. So, I'm like to sorry, Southwest region, our country develop. Even prior to independence, although one radio although one lawyer ni Obafemi Awolowo ni UK, but if I trained on OTV education, the way forward, the way to develop a country is to educate the people. And when you give them that education, the asset is unlimited. They can then manifest, and their creativity will bring forth development. But education. Education is a priority. Get the security right. Hometown where around addict to one look at people that our mortar. I want to know now. I'm bandit and not know educate one more they can't exist because stop our bandit to come. You didn't win the election. Our party you didn't win the election. I'm gonna lose relevance for so the only way forward, I'm actually so problem I have a life problem transfer case out in your the problem. I'm a solve or not for solution. The only way forward we can wallet. What is so you know mean do if the effort while you go is not a futility. Effort is yielding. Our effort is yielding. On various platforms, harmonize our capacity with louder voice. I'm going to organize protest in the UK. I'm going to help one Nigeria. No, I want to use solar. I want to be a people. I want to. I'm going to do. The only way forward, I'm going to allow Nigeria. We can carry on. Anyway, to do what I get president 2023. Oh my what? The Buhari law. Today, Epo my cheap. We are carrying our projection in go to Marshall in the next 5, 6, 7 years. Epo my cheap. Europe and Canada won't produce electric car in mass. Machine saw the production of the OTT kicking Partr. And you have to be pushing on it. 99p, NIMB. Do the lockdown because you got to Marshall and here, so that the lockdown is over. If we confidence in one no system, COVID-19 is low, our government will recover, economy is better, simple. And when you produce electric cars, London, see what you need dates. Europe countries, what you need dates. Electric cars not support. Ekota attack agbojule. Torí gbogbo àwọn gold àtàwọn ohun àlùmọ́nì ìlú wa òun làwọn bandits wọ́n ti fi apá wọn ti ka nígbà tí apá Bọ́lá Tinubu ká òṣèlú Lagos State ni àwọn ọmọọ̀ta ló ń lò àwọn union ló ń lò bẹ́ẹ̀ náà làwọn bandits àwọn terrorists wọ́n ti wà ní charge other resources ní Nàìjíríà ẹ bá lọ sàmọ́ra ẹ̀ kọ́ bá yẹn ń pa àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ nìyẹn torí gold yẹn àwọn lọ́wọ́ in charge kò sọ́lọ́pàá in charge náà tó bá ń ṣó àwọn bandits on rampage ẹ̀ ní ọlọ́pàá yẹn kọ́ báyìí to lè stop wọn but tó bá wọ pé ṣòwò rẹ fẹ́ protest ẹ̀ kan ọlọ́pàá tó máa lọ gbé ẹ̀pà láwọn DSS tó máa sáré wọlé òtẹ́ẹ̀ lọ tó máa lọ mú ṣòwò rẹ àwọn olórí burúkú ìjọba so kò kí ń sọ Facebook kò dẹ̀ kí wọ́n fi wọ̀ gbogbo àwọn politician tó ń dàlúwarú tó ọ̀dìdì kọ́ speak out wọn ò ní jèrè o gbogbo tó bá kó wọn ò ní tó bá lọ sórí àwọn ọmọ wọn gan wọn ò ní inú wọn ò ní dùn òun lọ ti ń gbọ́ yìí wọ́n máa gbọ́ everywhere bó dẹ̀ wọ́n máa ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn torí wọn ò jẹ́ kí aráàlú Ọlọ́run bless Nàìjíríà pẹ̀lú not only with resources with human capacity ṣé wọn ọ̀rẹ́ àwọn èèyàn wa tó bá excel tó bá jáde kó Nàìjíríà ni táwọn èèyàn bá ṣe kó Nàìjíríà báyìí àwọn tó wà Germany nìkẹ́ lọ bí wọ́n ṣe wàá ríṣẹ́ factory wàá ríṣẹ́ àwọn tó wà níbí iná UK tó bá dé láàárọ̀ yìí tó bá wọnú UK láàárọ̀ yìí táwọn tó wà Nàìjíríà kan máa gbọ́ ọkọ̀ tí mo sọ yìí tó bá wọ UK láàárọ̀ yìí wàá rí care work wàá rí factory work pẹ̀lú lockdown yìí mò ń sọ o tó bá wọ factory láàárọ̀ yìí báyìí wàá rí cleaning job tó máa fi sustain ààrẹ tó máa fi ní income tí ní ẹ máa fi dùn wá jẹun wàá lè pa àwọn tó wà Nàìjíríà so àwọn tó wà Nàìjíríà náà ṣe wá ní owó tó ń pa yẹn ìtẹ̀ kan fi plan infrastructure kọ́ máa fi dùn bó jẹ́ sípà tó produce kọ́ máa compete pẹ̀lú Europe olórí burúkú ni wọ́n àti kọ́ bá gbogbo owó yẹn ẹ bá mọ iye owó tí àwọn state assembly tó wà allocate fún ara wọn and àwọn gómìnà ẹ̀dẹ̀ máa agree to that because ọ̀ ní fẹ́ wàhálà kí wàhálà máa lọ lọ́tún lóṣù so ìkúta ìṣàlàyé ni pé ìwọ tó sọ pé kò kọ́ ẹ òun jí láàárọ̀ ó wà nínú ìyá ẹ̀ ti rẹ̀ ẹ́ pamọ́lẹ̀ ìyá yẹn ìyá kan ti jẹ wá kò sí náà kò tó bí mọ kan tí mo notice lẹ́nu jẹ́ mẹ́ta yìí tọ́ba ti bá ń wo nǹkan ní Nàìjíríà àwọn tó wà lórí Instagram bá fẹ́ connect ara wọn Nàìjíríà èyí tó poor quality of network wọn ò ní ra wọn bá sọ̀rọ̀ wọn ò dẹ̀ mọ̀ gbogbo àwọn foreign company companies tó wá operate in internet system Nigeria ọmọ àwọn kò sí ìjọba kò sí regulation kò sí tó responsible sábà ní káwọn èèyàn lọ ṣe inspection àti monitoring owó lọ fẹ́ gbà kò sí tó tọ̀ sára ọmọ kò sí ìlú mọ́ ìlú ti dàrú so the only thing ní ká gbára kó lọ́wọ́ àwọn olórí burúkú tó wà tọ́ọ̀kì ìjọba lé wa lórí ká lé wọn tètè wà láìka náà wọ́n máa sáré tàbá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú wọn tó láwọn náà fẹ́ kú wọ́n máa sáré wọ́n dẹ̀ ti jalè owó tó ti jí ìsìn náà wọ́n ti nílé lamẹ́ríkà wọ́n nílé London wọ́n nílé France wọ́n nílé everywhere wọ́n dẹ̀ níyàwó bẹ́ẹ̀ náà tó háìdì síbẹ̀ bàtà àwọn ọmọ dákẹ́ nílé lamẹ́ríkà Musiliu MC ọmọ ẹmọ ìyàwó tó ní lamẹ́ríkà àwọn ọmọ ìwà lamẹ́ríkà náà kọ́ gbé Musiliu MC olú ọmọ kọ́ gbé Nigerian doctor tó train ní Unilag medical school kọ́ gbélé kẹwàá wẹ̀ táwọn èèyàn máa dìbò fún Lagos state àmọ́ nísẹ́yìn mò ń gbọ́ rúbọ̀ fẹ́ fífẹ́ jáde fún Lagos governor ibi tí nǹkan wá ti bàjẹ́ nìyẹn wọn appreciate intellectual mọ̀ wọn appreciate àwọn tó pay effort láti lọ educate ara wọn láti lọ gain knowledge láti fi help lu ìwọ́n tó bá ń sọmọ ọ̀tá tó ń lò gan tó báyọ̀ òun làwọn politician máa gbé agbára fún wá fún ẹ ló wá fẹ́ support tí nǹkan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ọlọ́pàá wa mú yín kọ́kọ́ yín sẹ́wọ̀n gbogbo wọn máa collaborate pẹ̀lú àtàwọn ọlọ́pàá àtàwọn politician àtàwọn ọmọ ọ̀tá àtàwọn ọba gbogbo wọn ti collaborate wọ́n ti conspire against the people of Nigeria so the only way out òun ni ká jáde wọ́n ti sún wa akókó kú náà táwa jáde a máa kú táà jáde a máa kú wọ́n ti àṣẹ kókó jáde àwọn olórí burúkú àwọn ọlọ́wà ní ìjáde system wa tábà dẹ̀ dúró pé 2022-2023 mi ò bá èdè 2023 nínú ìta wáyé o kò sí náà náà kò sómi kò sọ́spítù náà kò sọ́nà àwọn èèyàn ń kú lórí ọ̀nà Nàìjíríà ọ̀kọ̀ kí news ò lè gbé náà because èèyàn méjì mẹ́ta tó ń kú àwọn mọ́tò burúkú tá à ń wá yẹn kò sí regulation àwọn àwọn aṣọ́nà àwọn aṣọ́de tó yẹ kó wà lọ́nà mọ́tò tí ò da kó da dúró kó sọ fún pé ò lè wa mọ́tò yìí mọ́ kó máa níbi táwọn gbé wọn lọ kó máa lọ destroy àwọn mọ́tò yẹn so ọ̀nà á lè da á lè save life irọ́ tó bá ti rí wọn bá tó bá ti gbowó lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó wa mọ́tò burúkú yẹn kó máa fi wọlé kó máa lọ ní òun tó compound system yẹn gbogbo sector oníkálukú owó kò sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ ẹ̀mí ọmọ làkejì ẹ̀ mọ́ àwọn ọba òṣèlú nǹkan ayé àtijọ́ àwọn ọba ló máa ń mú solution wà sílùú inú ẹ̀ máa dùn tó bá ní problem wà lọ bá ọba nílùú nísìnyí òkèlè rọ́bà mọ́ àyàfà àwọn politician nìkan ló lè wọ ààfin ọba àwọn politician nìkan ló lè lọ kí ọba lọ́ba bá ọba lé ordinary wọn lè ní access ọba mọ́ tọ́ba dẹ̀ bí àwọn ọba wòlé yìí wọ́n láwọn ọba lórí gbogbo ọkọ̀ fi àjà àwọn aráàlú àwọn kò sí eku òkè bí eku kò work now everyday ló ń tọrọ owó lọ́wọ́ àwọn náà dé ní family wa ń bì ló ń tọrọ owó lọ wọ́n dẹ̀ máa ṣàánú wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n wà lọ́sítù wọ́n wà ní ebi ń pa àwọn ọmọ orí kankan ṣe kan àwọn ọmọ ti di ìdàkúdà àwọn ká wọ́n ń gbọ́ àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké tó ń ṣe yahoo wọ́n wá ń gbé ojú wọn mo mọ̀ lọ follow EFCC wọ́n ń gbójú wọn sí orí Instagram EFCC wọ́n ń ya fọ́tò gbogbo wọn àwọn politician nǹkan tó ń jí owó tó ọ̀rọ̀ wọn wà ń kọ́ àpábíò wọ́n ti fàpábíò lẹ̀ kí lórúkọ ọjọ́ ìwúsọ̀ kan ni wọ́n ti fi lẹ̀ àpábíò náà ó ń work free kí àpábíò yẹn máa work free Fáṣọlá gbogbo wọn pàtàkì ló ti ní amẹ́sí wà má kó gbogbo kò sí ètò clean ní gbogbo wọn Ganduje sì ni gọ́vnà Kano State lé ní ìbáyé sọ̀rọ̀ yìí náà Ganduje tó yẹ kó ti wà lẹ́wọ̀n wọ́n ti dáṣọ péńpé fún Ganduje Abdullahi Umaru Ganduje aṣọ péńpé ló yẹ kó wà lọ́rùn ẹ̀ báyìí owó ń fọwọ́ gba dọ́là báyìí Buhari lóun ò trust fídíò yẹn ìpèsè kò lè rán yàn lọ gba owó yẹn ní bóun kò trust fídíò yẹn tó yẹ kí president country máa ní prejudice tí nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣẹlẹ̀ tí bá jẹ́ president nǹkan tó máa sọ ni pé EFCC àti police ẹ lọ investigate ẹ̀ kò sí nǹkan tó kàn mí bẹ́ẹ̀ nígbà tí president ti sọ pé òun ò trust fídíò yẹn ó bá ti demoralize àwọn EFCC láti investigate Ganduje náà àti pé pàdípàdí government làárọ̀ ó ti promise Buhari 5 million votes ní Kano so ṣé bá ṣe máa ṣe lọ rè ṣé bóyá máa lọ rè the only way táwọn èèyàn wá fi lè ṣoríire ni kó travel out of Nigeria kó sáko Nigeria the only way to succeed is to run out of that country báwo la fẹ́ ṣe àwọn ọmọ wa ò sọ Yorùbá mọ́ àwọn àbọ̀ ògbọ́ Yorùbá mọ́ àti àsọ Yorùbá àgbọ̀ Yorùbá nǹkan dẹ̀ dàrú sí i àwọn èèyàn tó bá ti lọ sọ́sítù wọn lọ kú sọ́sítù tó bá ti lọ sọ́sítù bá wọn lọ kú sọ́sítù ni kò sí proper care ẹnìkan bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ ní pé kìnnìkan mo bá educate ẹ̀ mo ní ìwọ tó bá jẹ́ disabled ní UK tèmi mọ́ o ìwọ tó bá jẹ́ disabled ń bì o máa gbádùn ju àwọn tó wà able lọ ní Nàìjíríà. Mo bá bọ̀bọ̀ kan ṣiṣẹ́ tó ṣiṣẹ́ níbi tí mo ti ṣiṣẹ́ disable ni mọ́tò tuntun náà máa ń gbé fún ní every 4 years mobility náà pé company yẹn náà máa ń gbé fún wọn bí. Àwọn wo ló jẹ́ able people ní Nàìjíríà tó ń gbé mọ́tò fún? Àwọn wo ló jẹ́ able tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun tó ń gbé mọ́tò? Àwọn ọlọ́pàá wa àwọn àmì wa tó lọ ń bá Boko Haram jà àmọ́ bí yàtí jẹ wọn tó bá ti kú báyìí wọ́n lé àwọn ìyàwó wọn kó bára torí kò sí orúkọ ẹ̀ lórí kíní mọ́ ti lọ sí shallow grave wọ́n máa sáré da ogun wọn síbẹ̀. Àwọn Boko Haram tó dẹ̀ tún pa àwọn èèyàn wa ìtọ́ bá tún mú wọn náà wọ́n á tún sọ pé wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe repentance program fún wọn á tó ránṣọ fún wọn máa fún wọn lóúnjẹ. Wọ́n jẹ́ kí cycle kìíní yẹn continue ó di business. A dẹ̀ pariwo wọn ò dáhùn. Buhari àti APC àwọn ni wọ́n sọ pé kọ́ máa ṣe repentance program. Ta ló sọ pé Boko Haram di ẹnìkan sọ ní ìjọ kan mo gbọ́ kìíní yẹn inú mi dẹ̀ dùn. Ó ní it is not our own job to forgive Boko Haram. It is our own job to fix their appointment with their God. God will do the forgiveness. Tọ́ba ti mú ẹ lọ pa wọ́n ni. Wọ́n mú àwọn sójà wọ́n dá wọn pẹ́ wọ́n yìnbọn fún ojú wọn tó fi pa wọ́n. Àwọn fídíò yẹn mo ò lè wò wọ́n mọ́. Mo ò lè wò àwọn fídíò yẹn because ó jẹ́ nǹkan tó máa ń bá ìrònú jẹ́. So tẹ́ bá ti mú àwọn Boko Haram tẹ́ bá ti capture wọn nínú operation kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ repentance wọ́n lọ kú ni ikú ni èrè ẹ̀ṣẹ̀. Nǹkan tó máa jẹ́ káwọn yòókù wọn tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ yẹn fúnra àwọn tó kù nínú gbọ́dọ̀ wọn máa repent àwọn asákò bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ tó fáwọn òṣèmọ́ tọ́lá ti ráwọn because àwọn tẹ́ ẹ̀ mú ẹ̀ ń dáṣọ fún wọn ẹ̀ fún wọn lóúnjẹ wọ́n padà lọ bá wọn yẹn wọ́n jọ ń ṣèdè pé wọ́n máa fi ilẹ̀ bàbá ti mú ilé ẹlẹ́fẹ́ cleans Nàìjíríà ẹ̀ lè cleans Nàìjíríà pẹ̀lú system burúkú yìí táìpà ti mọ ní gbogbo nǹkan la máa ti fi jẹ́ kí Buhari bá padà wá mọ́ this Buhari is tribalistic is a racist kò lè ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú ọ̀dà wọ́n sọ pé kó yọ chief of army staff láti tí ọjọ́ tí ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ti wà ń bẹ̀ táwọn èèyàn kú láti ṣe é kú ní civilian kú Amẹ́ríkà ń sọ àwọn Nàìjíríà ń sọ Buhari lòun ò ní yọ wọ́n bi Buhari nínú interview mo wo interview yẹn wọ́n ní clinton ṣe change army staff kẹ́ change gbogbo àwọn security apparatus ó ní àwọn tó wà lókè àtàwọn tó wà nísàlẹ̀ wọn àwọn náà wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ oyè yẹn wọ́n fẹ́ tó bá ti yọ chief of army staff àwọn other junior officers wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ chief of army staff wọ́n pọ̀ pé tó bá jẹ politics tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin ibẹ̀ ṣé ìyẹn wà greater sí life wọ́n lose as a result of incompetence as a result of corruption to the creeping. So I don't know who's going to speak to Buhari. And Tinubu náà ẹ̀sùn gbójúlé tó yẹ kó lè wọ aṣọ rẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ bá Buhari sọ̀rọ̀ pé ṣé ẹ̀ gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ni ṣé ẹ̀ rí bí gbòòrò ṣe rí ni ṣé ẹ̀ mọ nǹkan tó ń lọ́ọ̀tà ni tó yẹ kó òun náà ṣe ló dákẹ́ ó dákẹ́ síbẹ̀ ó dó di 2023 bọ́ kò lè di Buhari ò lè di 2023 ẹ lọ kọ́lẹ̀ èmi ni mo sọ Buhari ò lè pẹ̀lú bó ṣe ń lọ yìí pẹ̀lú bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ yìí bóyá a máa play kí ní back pẹ̀lú bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ yìí ní home state Buhari wọ́n ṣe protest ṣíṣe kọ́ àwọn ọlọ́pàá lọ mú àwọn bandit kọ́ arrest àwọn bandit kọ́ jìnnì àwọn protester ni wọ́n lọ mú ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ṣe gbé sínú ọpọlọ tó ṣe comprehend so èyí tá à ń sọ yìí ojoojúmọ́ la máa wá ti jí báyìí a máa sọ ni torí àwọn tó jàjà ń gbára fún Nàìjíríà láti ní peace MK Abiola ó lè láìpẹ́ lẹ́nà for a country to exist àwa náà we don't care for our country to exist in peace for our country to have peace we will continue to land black. Ọwọ́ gbé wa o, kọ́rọ́ díẹ̀ ṣẹ̀gbọ́n. Tó wọ́n nílé ìgbà àtàwọn àbí iná, wọ́n lè ṣe kọ́kọ́ fún wa máa check fún wa online. But àtàwọn politicians àtàwọn DSS, torí wọ́n ti collaborate. Torí wọ́n allocate owó fún wọn. For example, ìwọ́n tó bá jẹ́ DSS person, tọ́ ní kó lọ ṣiṣẹ́ burúkú tó dẹ̀ ń ṣe, lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀sán sálárì ẹ̀. Ìpínlẹ̀ àbájú tó bá fi ṣe DSS tó ò ní ríṣẹ́ ṣe. So, kọ́sí mo fẹ́ fàyọ̀ ń bẹ̀ nínú gbogbo kìíní ni pé káwọn èèyàn má dákẹ́ o. Ká má dákẹ́ o Buhari ò sí in charge mọ́ Buhari is no longer in charge of Nigeria security is no longer in charge of anybody it's a free for all system in Nigeria so we must continue to cry out I mean America ti acknowledge pé there is brazen killing and people are not being called into account wọ́n arrest àwọn people instead of láti arrest àwọn tó ń dà lúrú ṣebí government máa create peace àwọn protesters tí wọ́n lọ́wọ́ arrest Sowore August 3rd 2019 ni wọ́n ti gbé Sowore DC wọn ò filẹ̀ DC báyìí wọn ò filẹ̀ ẹ sọ pé kílẹ̀ ṣe Sowore ó sọ pé ìlú ò da ó ní ìlú ò da ipe ká protest pé revolution ká fi bá àwọn ìjọba sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n gbé ló fẹ́ gba ìjọba wọ́n investigate wọ́n search ilé wọn bá ìbọn ẹyọ kan báyìí lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ wọ́n ló lọ Dubai ó lọ gba dọ́là ó lóun ò tí ì dé Dubai rí wọn ò rí Dubai lórí visa wọn kàn ṣáà ń purọ́ dọ́là wọn ò rẹ́ sùn kàṣíṣò rẹ lẹ́sẹ̀ wọn kàn ṣáà ń dọmọ ọlọ́mọ láàmú ọ́fíìsì Àbújá ń bẹ̀ ṣèbí ń gbà kan ṣèbó yẹ pé wá tó ti jáde pé kọ́ fi ṣòwò rẹ kátẹ̀ lọ protest ẹn táwọn èèyàn ń jà fún kó àwọn èèyàn tẹ́ mọ̀ kó ṣòwò rẹ ń jà fáwọn àwọn tó ibi ti pa wọ́n kọjá ojú wọn ti fẹ́ jáde so àwọn láti máa pariwo láwọn pípọ̀ yìí lórí wípé àwọn tó ń protest kọ́ lè máa arrest àwọn tó ń dàlú lè máa arrest àwọn tó níbọn lọ́wọ́ àwọn lè máa arrest àwọn tí ò níbọn nìkan lọ́wọ́ arrest tọ́wọ́ ti àwọn IPOB náà táwọn yẹn fẹ́ gbára wọn lẹ̀ nísìnyí effort àwọn IPOB yẹn wọ́n ti pa wọ́n gan o àwọn ọlọ́pàá ti pa àwọn IPOB yẹn gan àwọn àmì wọ́n rán wọn síbẹ̀ wọ́n pa wọ́n gan but ẹ̀ rí i pé effort àwọn guys ó ti yield because Nigerian government ti acknowledge pé àwọn people yẹn ń sọ̀rọ̀ ní Europe bí Nnamdi Kanu ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ fáwọn IPOB bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn leader kan náà ṣiṣẹ́ lábẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ lábẹ́lẹ̀ tó bá jáde báyìí pẹ̀lú emblem wọn pẹ̀lú flag wọn tó bá jáde tó bá ti ní meeting báyìí àwọn Nigerian government náà àyà wọn ń já ni so báwọn IPOB ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ lamẹ́ríkà bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ ní Europe ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ everywhere wọ́n ti parapọ̀ wọ́n ti wà London one umbrella they are speaking with one voice and their voice is loud enough so àwa náà láti parapọ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tí a fẹ́ gbára wálẹ̀ àṣemọ́ àṣe ìjọba wọn Nàìjíríà mú kò pé wà náà kò pé wà náà kò sí kòkó mọ́ ní South West kò àwọn gómìnà tó wà bẹ̀ kò sí ètò dákọ̀ mọ́ nu gbogbo wọn ohun ọ̀gbìn jẹ́ ló lè tún lè gbà wálẹ̀ torí àwọn tí petrol tó ń gba revenue petrol wọ́n kó sápò ní tó bá ti fún àwọn Senate tó bá ti fún wọn ní billion yòókù àwọn federal parastatals àwọn ló ń kó jẹ àwọn ministries àwọn agencies àwọn ló ń kó jẹ gbogbo owó tí FCC recover gbogbo owó tí custom make gbogbo owó tí JAMB make gbogbo owó tí EFCC make gbogbo owó tí gbogbo ẹ̀ ọkàn àti ẹ̀ mọ́bi tó wà Buhari tún gba lóònù lórí ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn gbogbo owó táwọn agencies of government make Buhari tún gba lóònù lórí ẹ̀ ẹ̀yẹ́ wá lọ sílẹ̀ jẹ́ àkẹ́lẹ́ owó pé infrastructure tó build dà ẹ lọ bèrè pé infrastructure tí Nigerian government build dà in the last 5 years bàtà ọkọ̀ wọlé PDP ló ń blame a ní bọ́bọ́ yìí ẹ fẹ́ palẹ̀ kẹ́yẹ palàpalàpa ẹ fi àwọn PDP lẹ̀ ẹ̀yìn ti gba oyè agbára ti wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ ṣe nǹkan tó tọ́ sí ìlú ẹ invest ẹ lọ pe àwọn experts wa ẹ diversify electric sector Ministry of Power ẹ diversify ẹ bẹ kí wọ́n kọ́ yé wò in one direction pé grid àwọn máa ṣe kinní kan genco disco distribution company generator kinní kan ìyẹn kọ́ la fẹ́ ṣe ẹ diversify ní UK tí iná wà everyday ni wọ́n build solar panel tẹ bá ń drive lọ ní M1 by the right by tó bá rí solar panel bó ṣe lọ wà ó pé kí táwọn ò lè ṣerú ilé wind turbine gbogbo ẹ̀ ni wọ́n diversify àní mo ṣe ìgbà tí mo drive bọ̀ wọn ò pé kí táwọn ò lè ṣerú ilé ṣé lack of expertise ni àbí ṣé kò sówó ni wàá ti mọ̀ káwọn tó ń darí wa ọ̀dẹ̀ òpònú ló pọ̀ nù wọn àti àwọn ìka majority wọn òpònú ni wọn lẹ́xposure wọn ò jáde rí Nàìjíríà lọ ti bí wọn Nàìjíríà lọ ti school wọn lẹ́xposure àwọn minority wà láàrin wọn tó ti school abroad do but ṣe lára wọn yòókù nu wọn ìka ni wọn ìka àwọn bíi Tinubu yẹn ìka ni ọmọọba Fásọ̀rántì ti kú Tinubu ní àṣẹ Ọlọ́run ni ṣáṣẹ Ọlọ́run ni pé kọ́lọ́pàá pààyàn káwọn bandit àwọn bandit ló pa náà àṣẹ Ọlọ́run kọ́ nìyẹn náà Tinubu dẹ̀ ti gbá Amẹ́ríkà ó kù ní Chicago ṣùgbọ́n yẹ kó mọ̀ wọ́n yẹ organize police gbà tí gbogbo George Floyd tí gbogbo rẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ gbà tó ń lọ sun gbogbo àwọn police station wọn àwọn mọ́tò táwọn police mo ò tí ì rí police station yẹn kan Nàìjíríà tó ní mọ́tò tó ní jeep oríṣiríṣi tó ń brand tó fi police community wọn ṣáà náà ní revenue ni gbogbo owó yẹn wọ́n misappropriate ẹ̀ ni wọ́n misapply gbogbo revenue Nàìjíríà ni gbogbo revenue Nàìjíríà wọ́n misapply ẹ̀ ni doctors wọ́n jà nítorí 4 billion speech ọ̀rẹ́ fún láti máa go on strike Buhari appropriate 27 billion fún revenue fún renovation of National Assembly èwo ló wà èrò jẹ́ priority jù in terms of COVID-19 fọ́dẹ̀ rí gbogbo yìí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lágbàáyé káàkiri anyway wọ́n kúkú ń kú láàrin wọn náà.
Thank you very much.
gbogbo wọn ẹ wá mẹ́sì gbogbo wọn ẹ kí n dárúkọ àwọn márùn-ún Abba Kyari Chief of Staff to Buhari ìgbà tó sick Èkó ni wọ́n gbé lọ Senator Bayo Shinawo ìgbà tó sick Lagos hospital lọ gbé lọ Governor Abiola Ajimobi for your state, but Èkó ni wọ́n gbé lọ. Ṣé kò lè hospital mi l'Abuja ni? Ṣé kò lè hospital l'Ọ̀yọ́ state ni? Ṣé lórí burúkú ni gbogbo àwọn politician wa ni? Ṣé lórí burúkú ni gbogbo àwọn politician wa ni? Ṣé wọn ò lè kọ́ hospital ni? Ṣé wọn ò lè retain àwọn doctor, wọn ò lè fún wọn salary ni? Ṣé wọn ò lè organize ìlú ni? Ṣé wọn ò lè kọ́ ọ̀nà just road? Ṣé wọn ò lè build ẹ̀ ni? Ṣé wọn ò lè power Nàìjíríà ni? Àwọn ọmọ wa sponsor wọn lọ́kọ́ lọ train, kọ́ lọ learn expertise, kọ́ dẹ̀ padà wá. Báwọn UK náà ṣe nìyẹn. Àwọn UK wọn máa kọ́ àwọn ọmọ wọn lọ sí other country, wọn lọ train, wọn padà tẹ́fà pé wọ́n jẹ́ first country. Àwọn China náà máa wá síbí. Oríṣiríṣi exchange program ló ń lọ in academic sector, in infrastructure, in tech. China and America wọ́n jọ ń produce iPhone ni. Gbogbo wọn ní exchange program. Àwọn tech experts yẹn, àwọn tech giant company yẹn wọ́n send representative lọ láti lọ wo design, láti lọ gbogbo, láti lọ train. Wọ́n dẹ̀ padà wá sí country wọn. Àti ní skills ọmọ tó kò ṣe àwọn politician nìkan lè máa fún lówó. Àwọn politician tó ṣe kọ̀ọ̀kan tó ń jókòó sí àwọn houses tó ń sùn. Wọ́n allocate owó fara wọn. Mudashiru Obasa kó máa allocate iye millions bẹ́ẹ̀ fún òun fẹ́ lọ fi train ní Austria fún 4 days 64 million. Táwọn fẹ́ print kìíní kọ́ dẹ̀ máa jówó. Àwọn few people dey support wọn, tẹ́ bá lọ sórí page wọn, ẹ̀rọ àwọn ètò ń like wọn, tó ń love wọn. Ṣé báyìí tó máa lọ nìyẹn? Ṣé bí Nàìjíríà máa lọ nìyẹn?
Thank you very much, Dr.
Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ fàyọ láàárọ̀ yìí ni pé à ń láti gbára wa lẹ̀ o. Bá ṣe ń campaign fáwọn èèyàn yìí, bá ṣe educate àwọn èèyàn yìí, ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn sink down, mò ń rí more and more progress nínú àwọn tó believe in Oduduwa, àwọn ọ̀dẹ̀ flag yẹn.
Thank you very much.
Even gan àwọn ara wọn tó fẹ́ yẹ change, mo ti tán ti upload Oduduwa, mo ti ń rí àwọn even part of government. Because ó ti hàn sí wọn pé this is gonna be the way. So àdẹ̀ nígbà ṣé àwọn ọba wèrè yẹn tó dá wa lóhùn sí à ń pe orúkọ wọn ń gbọ́ because wọ́n monitor social media gbogbo àwọn ọba wèrè tó yẹ kọ́kọ́. I mean, it's good for them to come now and lend their voice to our agitation, to our concern, to our yearnings, to our aspiration. That, I mean, we don't want to be in this arrangement. Ọba jáde, ọba ẹyọ kò jáde kó ní insecurity is unbearable. Can President Buhari do something? Kó tẹ̀ shake wọn, àwọn ọba keep quiet. So, ṣé tá a bá ti wá gba Oduduwa Republic, ṣé ẹnìkan máa jáde kó òun fẹ́ òun lọ bá Yorùbá? Òun láti jáde ń sìn, ìwọ ọba, òun láti jáde ń sìn. Ó wá sọ̀rọ̀ pé ìlú ò rọgbọ, eku òkè bí eku, ẹyẹ òkè bí ẹyẹ. So a lè mọ̀ pé ìgbà ìpọ́njú ìgbà ìṣòro ó wà pẹ̀lú wa. So kò ń ṣègbà tí ọbẹ̀ bá jiná tán wà wá dé pé wọ́n ló fẹ́ jọba wa. O ò lè jọba wa, ó máa wà jà ní.
Thank you very much.
Ọba tí ò bá jáde kó sọ̀rọ̀ sí bí tu ṣe ń dàrú yìí tó ń retí pé tí nǹkan bá da tán òun máa jọba lórí wa, ó máa wọ àjà kí nǹkan tó da ní ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ ní nǹkan máa ti da. Gbogbo àwọn pọ́ńṣà náà àwọn kan sì ní sẹ́ǹsì wọn nínú àwọn politician ni mo ṣe fan anybody. I'm not a fan of any single politician owó tó ń sọ yìí nínú wọn. But àwọn kan sì ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí bọ̀bọ̀ tó sọ̀rọ̀ ní House of Rep yẹn, bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn dìde ó sọ pé Buhari has lost focus, Buhari doesn't know what to do, which is the truth. Buhari ò mọ nǹkan tó yẹ kó ṣe nípa security system ní Nàìjíríà mọ́. And ẹ̀yẹn wo level of insecurity tá ló fẹ́ wá sí Nàìjíríà wá ṣe tourism láti UK àbí láti US, wọ́n sì pa girl kan lẹ́yìn British girl tó bí last year ni wọ́n kún pa wọ́n.
last year.
So Americans lọ́bọ̀ yẹn ń pa wọ́n nìyẹn. Ìwọ́n tó bá wálé as Nigerian tó fẹ́ wá celebrate pẹ̀lú family yẹn wọ́n máa pa ẹni. Mo ká sórí bọ̀bọ̀ kan náà tó wá láti America wọ́n pa á di, bàbá kan náà tó wálé láti New York tó ti gbé for long years tó wá sí kòrò nínú ilé ẹ̀ wọ́n pa á ni. So wọ́n invest lórí àwọn ọlọ́pàá wa.
Let's continue with the broadcast. Thank you very much.
Láti máa develop, láti máa take fingerprint, láti máa take láti ṣiṣẹ́ wọn jẹ́ káwọn people yìí function. Owó díẹ̀ tó bá tó allocate fún sector yẹn, àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó kó jẹ, kò sẹ́ni tó monitor, kò sẹ́ni tó wà in charge. Bàtà ẹ̀kọ́ wọn náà ń jalè. So in conclusion, I must commend you, Olayomi.
Thank you very much.
Continue this effort.
Thank you.
Continue your effort. I mean, we will continue to support with the token. We might not be able to, but continue your effort. History will note you as a vanguard who has supported the people, who has continuously, in your own private capacity, come online every day to disseminate information. This is the best you can do. You are performing an equal task to a doctor who is saving life. That's what you are doing.
Thank you
People
very much.
may not know. Olayomi,
Thank you.
KOIKIMEDIA, you have used your KOIKIMEDIA to save life.
Thank you.
I am telling you now, I am giving you my own award. Because people don't know that it takes you money to come online. You are spending your own personal resources, personal time, at the expense of your family to wake up day and night to disseminate information, to awaken people. I must commend you.
Thank you.
God Almighty will continue to protect and bless you and bless your family.
Thank you very
We
much.
would never back down on Oduduwa Republic. We will continue to agitate and we will leave the big contraction called Nigeria. We will go to our, so that we can monitor our own things. We can monitor our own criminal in the southwest.
Thank you very
We
much.
can monitor them. We can swear for them. We can do everything for them so that they will do the right thing.
Thank you.
So I'll leave you here now and
Thank
God
you.
bless you. Thank you for
Thank you.
giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much. Ìdí tí Dr. Karim tóun ṣe sọ ní èdè Yorùbá, and that was a 40 minutes. Sorry, I won't pick any call for now. There's a reason why Dr. Karim will come through quickly, because myself and him, we have a lot of conversation, and we need to also make sure that we give about 41 hours. It might take me. We will open the phone line. Nobody should call for now. I won't take the call. Let me switch off the speaker so that it's not interrupting each time people are calling in. There's still ample of time. We still have 2 hours to play with, guys. Don't worry. Gbogbo yín lẹ máa pè, lẹ máa dá sí. Ìdí tí Dr. Karim ṣe lọ ní Yorùbá, so that àwọn tó wà nílé ṣe rí pé bí Dr. Karim ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀, èmi ń lọ sórí internet, mo ń fẹ́ àwọn àwòrán kan mo fi ń wọ̀nyí, so that kẹ́ lè mọ̀ pé inter ń sọ yẹn ó wà ń bẹ̀. Mo lọ sí government website, ẹni tó fẹ́ gba benefit, ẹni tó fẹ́ gba disability allowance, ṣe rí pé gbogbo ẹ̀ la fi ń wọ̀nyí. Good morning, TGS, Femi Security, Arato Kwanle, a very good security consultant. When we have this, let me touch on Femi Arato Kwanle. He doesn't want me to talk about it. We've not spoken for some time now, but he has literally spent give and take with his own money. I'm talking about Femi Arato Kwanle. Ó ti náwó tààrẹ tó ń ṣòwò ìjọba tó lọ fi ń train àwọn èèyàn when it comes to security consultant in Nigeria. He tell me more. I don't know about him, but what I know, he has spent more than £20,000 of his own personal money and time going to Nigeria. You want me to show you? I will just show you a little bit of it. He has not asked me to I'm not advertising for him, but this is what I know. I'm going to go on his Facebook page and then I'll show that. Going back to Dr. Karim, Dr. Karim will come in during the interval of my broadcast. He will speak 1 hour at least max in Yoruba so that the message goes down. And the more he's speaking, I'll be showing you graphics, information. I went to our own government website. You cannot even apply for one benefit from there. In this part of the world, you don't have to go and meet anybody. Oh, ní láti lọ bá politicians sùn. Oh, ní láti lọ mọ anybody. Right in your house, you apply for any benefit and you will be getting that money straight into your bank account. You know why? Because Davidson will always say, Davidson is a friend of mine, because they have our information. Everything I have to do, I will upload it. The government knows it. They look at it. Oh, ní láti mọ̀ bí ilé Olúwọlé ní kò ń ṣe Olúwọlé. Tó bá ti rí báyìí, gba 2 weeks time, your money start coming to your account. Gbogbo yín nísìn ẹ bímọ kalẹ̀ ní Nigeria, location 9, Zoo, 419 country. Wo rí benefit fún yín for 60 years of you knowing that we have crude oil. I've just shown you that. If you want to apply for a job today, I'll show you the date of the time of the job. This is what we are talking about. Continue to talk about one Nigeria. Let me show you Femi Arato Kwanle some of what he has done. And like I said, this is not an advert. It is what I know. I don't know how much he has spent. I know he has spent up to £20,000 of his own personal money going home, trying to speak to all these nasty. Don't pity any politician. He has risked his life. He is one out of the schizophrenic consultant that went into the far deep of the IDP camp in Borno. I'm going to show his Facebook page now. Your government website, nothing can get out of it. You cannot apply for one single benefit in your government website. Continue to be talking about one Nigeria. We are only saying our own here because we don't want you guys to suffer. But it looks like some of you still want to suffer, you know, because of your negligence. Right? Because of your own negligence. I'm going to go into Femi Arato Kwanle's page. And I'll just show you. some of what he's doing. He has not asked me to do this. He doesn't know I'm going to do it. But I know him as a security expert. And your government that are not interested in what he's doing, this is him. That is his face. And that is one out of so many of his visits to Borno, even at the heart of, Sherino. Wọ́n fún láyè ní ó fẹ́ lọ train gbogbo àwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn wọ́n fún láyè ní tó bá ti gbé nǹkan dédọ̀ wọn báyìí wọn ní jẹ́ kó rí ṣe. And I'm talking about that is as far back as 2014. Ó ti ń lọlé pẹ̀lú owó rẹ̀ wọn ní fún láyè ṣe rí gbogbo àwọn ọlọ́pàá jẹ gúrú jẹ rátẹ̀rín lórí títì yẹn gbogbo tó ẹ̀kọ́ ṣe wọ́n ní ṣe. He has not asked for me to do this, but this is what I know. Let me go into his photos album. Kẹ́ lè mọ̀ pé olórí burúkú ni gbogbo àwọn tẹ́ ń pè ní politician yín. Ṣẹ̀ríran ó ti náwó rẹ̀ right ó ti náwó Ṣẹ̀ríran ṣé ọlọ́pàá tó fún ní protective báwo ló ṣe gan ṣe fẹ́ lọ gbórí gbá ẹ wo building níbi tí ọlọ́pàá wà look at that ṣé Fẹ́mi Arótókun alẹ́ láti ṣe rí pé wọ́n ní náwó ọ̀tẹ̀ tán fan ṣe rí pé wọ́n tán fan ẹ wo gbogbo ceiling bó ṣe rí I say that country is dead Ṣẹ̀ríran I'm just showing you some of what he's doing that's him there. Àtẹ̀mọ̀lú tí bàbá wà níbí báyìí owó ààrẹ ló ń ná when it comes to security, the security that a lot of you are scared and worried about. He has not asked me to do this. He hasn't paid me to do it. It's the right thing to do. Can you see him there? He's a street man when he goes home as well, just like me. Can you see him with another very good friend of his? I remember his own name. They have taken every security thing they can tell the government and all your local government, your politicians. Don't want if one she say, okay, let me come out of this. Let me go into his album. Oti nawo which mama sọ̀rọ̀ lórí TVC ni wọ́n gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń sọ fún láyé ni ìbọn ni lórí TVC. And that was in December 2017. Òun nìyẹn wọ́n fún láyé ni. They won't give us the opportunity to transform the security because they are part of the problem of the security. Let me just continue to go into his album and we'll come back into our own conversation. Sherino, Sherry Puba on lopa ton train. Wọ́n ní fún láyè owó are ló ná kò gba £1 lọ́wọ́ wọn. Àwọn ló buku. Can you see? That's him there. Sherino. Can you see? Different training. He is a firearm expert in UK. For you to become a firearm expert, you think they can just allow you to be shooting anybody, even those in America. He's a firearm expert, can you see? That country, until we break it up, we bring people like this. We have experts all over the place. Can you see? He's been using his own personal money. Let me see if I can find any of his own video, and then we can go back onto our own conversation. Just like you, how many projects have you taken back home? They will not give you the opportunity. Each time I post anything about police in Nigeria, it will always call me and you're me. This is security mess. Can you see? Location 9. Let me release the audio. Because when you don't put the structure in place, there will be damage. I think this might be one of his interview. Let's see.
Meanwhile, General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, Enoch Adeboye, on Sunday led members of his church in a prayer walk against
security. Is not just about the government; it's about everything. She won't interview one to
address the spate of killings.
The spate of killing. I think this is one of his training, if I'm right. Okay, no. Okay, this is one of his training. I'm looking for the one. Let me play this one. Let me, you can hear his voice there. Let me go back again. He goes on, spend his own money. You can hear his voice there. You think you have security. Let's look for another one. Then we go back into our conversation. One, if one lie ni, that's him again there. You say you have a government. Ṣé ìtẹ́ẹ̀tẹ́ ní bọ́dé kìíní ṣe ríran gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ti sọ fún wọn ní gbọ́ ó lè ní wọn. Can you see? Iron ló dé díẹ̀ wọn ní gbọ́ràn tó máa tún máa kọ́ wọn nìkan ní gbọ́ ó máa wọlé nísìnyí tó bá yín ó máa wọlé ni. Ó máa wọlé nísìnyí. Ìlú tó ní bulletproof. Jerry, òfútù fẹ́ tẹ̀tọ́ máa gbélé wọn lọ́rùn nìyẹn. Wọ́n náwó wọ́n ní ṣe the right thing, and that is so many of activities that Femi Aratokunle has done in location 9. They will not listen to him. He has been to different states. Okay, sometimes when he's live, I do recording as well, and I think yeah, that's him there. And I think at least you got the gist. Let me now take you to this video I've got ready for you guys, and then we can start letting you guys phone in the next few minutes.
Wọ́n jẹ́ ká gbádùn wọ́n fẹ́ báyé wa jẹ́ Nàìjíríà yìí o. Wọ́n fàyè ni wá lára ní Nàìjíríà yìí o. Àwọn ronú pé ká pín Oduduwa Republic wà kí Biafra wà káwọn Haúsá gan lọ lọ́tọ̀ báwo lẹ ṣe rí sí. Láti ẹ̀bẹ́ tà tẹ́bọ̀dì bá lè pín gan kọ́lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀dá ni. Wàhálà ti pọ̀ ju o. Ó ga o. Àwọn ọlọ́pàá àti jẹ́ ká gbádùn.
Ọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́pàá.
Wọ́n bá tún gbà yàn mú 7 to 7 wọ́n máa béèrè 10,000 5,000. Irú ogun wo lè ní. Jọ́bẹ̀ sọ wá di kọ̀mítà ni. Ogun lè kọjá Biafra o. Ó ga o. Sọ́kọ́ abẹ́lé ò ní ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí lẹ́ni tá a bá ní. Ṣé àní lọ ní mọ anybody pa báyìí ní Aso Rock? Tó bá ti ẹ̀yẹ́ pé èèyàn rí AK-47 gan níbi tá a bá lọ báyìí. Ṣé kò ní rọ́ọ̀bù báyìí? Tó tẹ̀ bá lọ ro tí a bá ro àròkàn yá kọ̀mítì o. Yá kọ̀mítì ọ̀fẹ́ǹsì o. Àti jẹun gan. Àti jẹun dogun. Gbogbo ẹni kókókókó. Olúwa ẹni iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ gbogbo wọ́ọ̀kì. Àìṣẹ́ kò síṣẹ́ kò sọ́jà kò sówó. Ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Oduduwa tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa èyí báyìí. Àwọn ọmọ Oduduwa gan tó bá tẹ̀lé jà fún akẹ́kọ̀ọ́dì gan pín gan kálukú dúró lórí ọwọ́ ẹ̀. Àwọn ọlọ́pàá ìgan kéèyàn wá àtakò tó bá dáa kéèyàn ń lẹ̀ wọ́n látakò. Àwọn wọn yọ nínú gbọgbọgbọ. Àbí gbàdí tó bá dáa. Torí mo jà gbádùn wà láwọn ọlọ́pàá ìgan ti pọ̀ jù ní Nàìjíríà. Àwọn Haúsá náà kó síbẹ̀. Àwọn mọ́là àwọn Haúsá tẹ́pẹ́ wọn gbọ́ brókì wọn gbọ́ English àwọn gárà tẹ́pẹ́ lẹ́yìn mọ́là nìkan wọ́n jẹ́ kó wọn sí sójà ẹni tó kàwé gan kò ríṣẹ́ àwọn àdì àròrò jẹ kí ló dé ara gan níyàn Nàìjíríà yìí. Àwọn KOIKIMEDIA Aṣọ̀ṣàtọ́lá àtàwọn ará London diaspora wọ́n ti sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Oduduwa Republic yìí ó ṣe support. Mo support ẹ o. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ bá ní lọ́wọ́ ní káyẹ́ ká fi jàjà yìí. Ká gan ká kó jáde àtọ̀fà ká mọ̀ para wa lọ́wọ́. Kò sígbà tí ò ní di ogun bó bá fẹ́ dogun kó dogun o. Bá fẹ́ dìjà kó dìjà. Bá fẹ́ dìjà kó dìjà o délé tá a wà yìí o. Ara mi ọmọ Nàìjíríà ìjọ o. Kò sí iná. Kò sí iná. Ẹ̀fọn á jẹ̀yàn. Ẹ̀fọn Nàìjíríà yóò da àwọn la máa ní problem a máa ní chaati ní problem báyìí. Olórí kájà máa ní problem o. Ẹ máa ní problem. Àròpérọ́ ni o alọ́lọ́ nìjà ro. Ṣé lè ta arigo ti di problem? Wàhálà ti dé gan wàhálà wà o. Wàhálà wà ẹjọ́ o ẹ̀yin ìjọba wa ẹjọ́ o. Ìjọba wèrè wo nìyẹn? Àwọn ìjọba òkú àwọn kan jẹ àwọn kò rí kankan jẹ o. Àbí kalẹ̀ wọn lóko. Ayélujára ló máa pa wọn o. Ṣàngó ló máa pa wọn. Ló máa fọ́ ojú wọn. Ẹ̀mí lálẹ́ máa fọ́. Wọ́n fún wọn yẹ́lẹ̀yẹ̀lẹ̀ o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni o. Ọlọ́run tó tókè tó bá ti jí báyìí tó bá tẹ́ báyìí igbó ní mórílé o. Igbó náà máa mórílé o. Gbogbo ìyàtọ̀ fi ń jẹ́ wà àtọmọ àdàmọ́dọ́ wọn máa jẹ lè tójú. Ìyá Ọ̀ṣun kí lẹ máa kí nìkan tẹ̀yìn ní lọ́wọ́ tẹ fẹ́ ṣe báyìí. Kò tí ẹ yé mi nǹkan tí mo ti ẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe gun òye mi o. Ìrònú ti dójú àgbà kodò. Àbí ká lọ fọjá rẹ mọ ká fi ṣépè fún wọn. Pé a lè lo yẹn náà tó bá torí mi ìfẹ́ mọ̀ nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe. Àbí ká máa kára wa mọ́lé lọ́sàn gangan ká máa gbà àjá.
Ká máa kára wa mọ́lé. Something I want to play quickly from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu about a woman that was raped. I'm sure some of you have seen the video, but let me quickly find out. We continue with the conversation. The phone line will be open, I can assure you, in the next 10 minutes. Let me just play that video from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu page. That was a video that came out during his broadcast yesterday. I'm going to get there in a minute. And then at exactly 9 o'clock, when you call, please, you go straight to your point, because we will probably have about 1.5 hours. Okay, this is the woman. It's a 6 minute. Guys, be patient. After this, 1 minute. We're going to start this from the beginning.
My husband and our daughter.
And then we will then go ahead with the phone line where you can now contribute your own. But let us appreciate Dr. Karim this morning for taking us through that very presentation this morning. A lady
who is my husband's niece, who had joined us in Akure with the hope of traveling with us to Lagos. The driver, accountant, maintained a normal speed. He drove professionally. That gave me a lot of comfort, and I felt I could find some time to sleep a bit. My daughter was next to me. She was just 9 years old. She was coming to Nigeria with me for the second time. Shortly after Ijare Junction, the driver felt the wagon's tires rupture and decided to park the car with the hope of changing the tires. It was like a film. In a jiffy, motley crowd of armed men in military uniform came out of the bush. They fired at the boot of the car. Ahead of us, 5 of them came out of the bush. Another 2 came from the rear. My daughter screamed, "Mommy, Daddy, what's going on?" There was no time to say a word. They marched us through into the bush, firing into the sky. They hit me on my chest, hit my daughter on her head. Blood oozed. At this time, it was better to kill me. I shouted at one of the armed men. His response was hell. He went straight for my private part, tore my dress with his gun. The others ripped my dresses. I was left with my undies. My husband and my daughter started crying. 2 of them dug their teeth into my breasts. While attending a secondary school in Adamawa, I had lived with some Fulani, so I understood a few Fulani words. I started bleeding, at least for my daughter. To my shock, at gunpoint, they removed the dress of my little girl. One of them carried her on his head as my baby struggled, shouting, "Daddy, Mommy, what's going on? Help me!" I could not help myself. We marched for 9 hours. I was half naked. My daughter was totally naked. Her tears was like a stream of blood on her cheeks. Our phones had been seized. We ended up in an ungoverned region in the thick of the forest. We met a well-organized group. There were some kidnapped victims. I saw 2 women, 2 ladies and 3 men. There were some people with their legs chained to trees. They were as if half dead. We were separated. I was separated from my husband. My daughter was taken away. I only heard her screaming intermittently. I did not know what they were doing to her. These men now about 2 dozen, had a full kitchen. They had a huge camp and a traditional medical team. How can they say they don't know where these people are? How can they say that? But the camps appeared isolated from each other. We had noises afar, indicating it might be nuclear settlements of camps. Right in my presence, I saw them pack the remains of a woman. They took her and buried her a few meters away from us. She had tribal marks. I cannot describe the agony of 6 days in captivity in this little piece. I cannot talk about how they asked my husband to choose between myself being raped or his daughter being raped. My husband broke down in uncontrollable tears. One of them hit him saying, "Yoruba bastard, you dey cry, idiot." They now gave him an option that he should be raped by one homosexual among them. My husband, a devout Muslim. My husband is a devout Muslim. He told them that homosexual and rape of any kind was against Islam. They hit him with a butt of AK-47. What do you know about Islam? You can imagine, you are being asked to choose between being raped by a homosexual, your daughter just 9 years old, or your wife being raped. They gave the fourth option. If you fail to choose one, we would rape your daughter, rape you, the man, and rape me, the wife. I made myself the sacrificial lamb. My husband begged, saying they should name any price. One of them asked him to bend down. 3 beastly criminals sat on his back, jumping until he was too weak to stand. I was not allowed to put on any additional clothes. Imagine they rape you all night and they stop you from putting on any clothes for 24 hours. The rain fell once. I became a relic at a sexual museum for the armed men who in turn addressed me and asked questions about my financial standing. New Fulani men joined the camp. They organized military training for the new Fulani men that came.
ẹ ti gbé kinní tí mo fi ń ṣe kinní bíbá yóò mo fi ṣe kinní mi ẹ please. I'm lost of word, that's why I'm just mute a little bit. I'm trying to hold it because I'm told not to cry on the broadcast. But I'm sure a lot of you are also thinking the same way. I think we should open the phone line so that I can take out from my own body.
Bluetooth mode.
So guy, release number and count on your pay wale. What happened? What happened? Why are you mourning?
Paired.
+447594050979. Let me quickly call back the Akure guy that called us first before calls start rolling through. So I hope that person that was asking why is Dr. Karim going on and on, I hope you can now see some of the reason why. Because ó ti pẹ́ lójú ẹ̀ bóun ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tẹ́lómi lè sáré pè wọlé.
Gbéranlẹ̀. pè wá o.
Aṣẹ́dùmarè.
Ṣé ẹ gbọ́ mi báyìí?
À ń gbọ́ kétékété gbéra ńlẹ̀ kò sásìkò mọ́.
Ẹ ṣe kí nǹkan parí sọ̀rọ̀ lórí òun ní ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ọba wa. Tí a bá sọ pé àwọn àlejò tí ò ń ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá tí wọn ò ṣe ọmọlúàbí, tàbá sọ pé wọ́n rí àwọn ọba wa sí tí wọ́n fi àwọn ọba wa ń wọ́lẹ̀, táàdẹ̀ ń wo kẹ́ bí pé nǹkan tí ò dáa ni, èmi ò sáyìn sí pé ká fa àwọn ọba wa wọ́lẹ̀. Ìdí tí mo fi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni káà sọ pé nǹkan tí àwọn ọba wa ṣe pé nǹkan tó dáa ni, gbogbo wa la mọ̀ pé nǹkan tí ò dáa ni. Mo dẹ̀ ń sọ mo tún sọ pé ọjọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ń bọ̀ tí àyè máa gbà wá àti àwọn ọba wọ̀nyí ìdájọ́ fojúkojú àbí wọ́n ní ètò ń pè ní ọ̀rọ̀. Àwọn náà bí wa, àwọn ni bàbá wa. Bó ti sọ ṣáájú wípé àwọn ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àìní àìfìmọ̀ṣọ̀kan wọn ó wà lára nǹkan tó fìyà ń jẹ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá di èní. Tọ́ba sọ pé bá lọ sí Àbújá ó lọ gba contract, wọ́n ní contract náà ń wá kiri ẹ̀kíní kan. Àwọn fúnra wọn mọ nǹkan tó ń kojú níbẹ̀, wọ́n mọ nǹkan tójú wọn ń rí kó tó di pé wọ́n ti ẹ̀rí contract ń bá ibi tó ń bá ti fún wọn ní contract 200 million naira, wọ́n á fún ọba ilẹ̀ Haúsá, wọ́n á fún ní contract 100 billion. Ìyí tí gbogbo wọn mọ̀ ni àwa nítorí náà ká sọ pé a fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ sí ọba kan bóyá kìíní kan àní ṣerú ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run ti fi wọ́n sí ipò ọba. Yorùbá jẹ́ ilẹ̀ tó ní àṣà. We respect our culture and traditions. Àwọn ọba wa ẹni ọ̀wọ̀ ni wọ́n, a máa fún wọn láyè yẹn. Ṣùgbọ́n gẹ́gẹ́ bí nǹkan tí mò ń sọ, à ń pè wọ́n sí wọ́n dẹ̀ ń gbọ́. Ó rí bí fídíò tí mo ṣe jáde tí mo fi bá Tinubu àti bàbá Básanjọ́ sọ̀rọ̀. Tí wọn ò bá ti dìde, the same thing is applicable to àwọn ọba wa. Tí wọn ò bá dìde lásìkò yìí láti sọ wípé enough is enough lórí bọ́n ṣe fìyà ń jẹ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Tí wọn ò bá dìde, tí wọ́n bá fi lè fi iṣẹ́ yẹn sílẹ̀ fún àwa ọ̀dọ́, àti gbéṣẹ́ yẹn sí àti gbé àti ń ṣe, iṣẹ́ ti ń lọ. Ṣùgbọ́n tí àwọn ọba wa ò bá dìde, kí àwa ọ̀dọ́ rí i pé lótìtọ́ àti òdodo wọ́n tì wá lẹ́yìn, tá a bá fi lè ṣe kóva iṣẹ́ yẹn, tá a ja ìjà yẹn, tá a dẹ̀ gba iṣẹ́ yẹn ṣe mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́, àwọn ló máa ìtìjú ẹ̀ ó máa pọ̀ fún wọn gidi, ó dẹ̀ máa jẹ́ kí iyì wọn parẹ́. Mo sọ nínú fídíò yẹn, mo ní tí wọ́n bá fi lè jẹ́ kí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn rí bó ṣe rí yìí, ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn máa dàbí ti Amẹ́ríkà ni. Kò sí kan tó ń jọba l'Amẹ́ríkà, kò sí kan tó ń jọba níbẹ̀, but ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá a sì lè máa ṣe ìjọba wa lọ ká dẹ̀ máa bu ọ̀wọ̀ fún àwọn ọba wa. Mo dẹ̀ ti sọ the administrative head and the traditional head ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá káwọn méjèèjì jọ fi ìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan, kọ́ fi ìmọ̀ yẹn ṣọ̀kan, kọ́ jọ sọ̀rọ̀ bí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ṣe máa dáa. When I'm talking of administrative head and traditional head, èmi rí ìfẹ́ àti bàbá wa ní Ifẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí traditional head of Yorùbá, ó dàbí Queen of England ni, so is the traditional head of England. But when we are talking of administrative head, à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa the prime minister. So irú ẹ̀ náà ni bàbá wa Aláàfin Ọ̀yọ́. According to the history, bàbá Aláàfin Ọ̀yọ́ àwọn ló dúró sí ipò administrative head ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ìyẹn ò mí pé Ọọ̀ni Ifẹ̀ pé yẹn kọ́ ni olórí ọba ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ọọ̀ni Ifẹ̀ òun ni olórí gbogbo ọba, àgbà bẹ́ẹ̀. Aláàfin is the administrative head, òun ló láṣẹ, òun ló ń ṣe ìjọba ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, is the head of Ọ̀yọ́ empire, tó gbẹ́rẹ́ bí gbogbo wa ṣe mọ̀. So ìyẹn kọ́ la fẹ́ sọ, ìtawà sọ ni pé àwọn méjèèjì là ń wò gẹ́gẹ́ bí olórí ọba nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, káwọn méjèèjì kan gbéra, wọ́n ṣe tó tọ́ àrẹ́dì àti rí wọn fi àrẹ́dì àti bu iyì wọn kù. Ipò tí wọ́n wà, ipò ọlá ni, ipò ọ̀wọ̀ ni. Ṣùgbọ́n tí wọn ò bá gbéra, kó má di wípé táwa ọ̀dọ́ bá jàjà yìí, tá a bá gba òmìnira yẹn, kó má dàbẹ́ ni wípé orúkọ wọn á ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ á kàn fẹ́ lọ nígbà tí eru bá fẹ́ lọ lójú òfurufú ni, kò sẹ́ni tá gbọ́ orúkọ wọn mọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n the earlier the better, wọ́n bá dìde tá a dẹ̀ rí orúkọ wọn máa wà lákọọ́lẹ̀. Tí wọ́n bá lọ, orúkọ yẹn ò ní parẹ́ láéláé. Nígbà wà ń sọ ìwọ̀n. Then another information tí mo fẹ́ sọ fún láti lè jẹ́ kẹ́ mọ̀ pé Yorùbá gbọ́dọ̀ lọ. After speaking with you, kótó di pẹ́ pè wọlé sí information kan reach mi láti Kebbi State. I have a friend there. Tó ní hotel síbẹ̀ tó ń gbé bẹ̀ tó ní àwọn iṣẹ́ síbẹ̀. Ó pè mí, ó ní owó kan wọ́n gbé owó kan wọlé sí Kebbi State right now. Owó Agric wọ́n ní kó máa fáwọn èèyàn as loan. Wọn ò lè kó wá sí South West láíláí wọn ò lè kó délẹ̀ Yorùbá because à ń tọ́ra wa jẹ nípa ajẹ́ orílẹ̀-èdè kan. Owó yẹn àtàtúkì with you ẹni yẹn sọ fún mi pé wọ́n ń pín lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Ẹni tí ò rí gbà rárá nínú owó yẹn ló gba 10 million naira. Ó lóun gba fọ́ọ̀mù ó lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n lè padà wọn ò fún lówó. Àwọn tí ò rí gbà ní owó ẹ̀rọ ń gba 10 million. Wọ́n láwọn míì gba 2 billion naira. Àwọn tó láwọn fẹ́ ṣoko rice tó ń ṣe nǹkan míì wọ́n fún ọ ní 2 billion wọ́n fún ọ ní 3 billion naira. Ẹni tí ò rí gbà àwọn tó ṣoko cashew carrot àwọn kan wẹ́wẹ́wẹ́ àwọn yẹn 10 million naira náà fún wọn. Adẹ̀pẹ̀lá wa lórílẹ̀-èdè kan. Yorùbá a gbọ́dọ̀ dìde a gbọ́dọ̀ gba ara wa nínú oko ẹrú tá a kóra wa sí tá à ń pè lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Kò sí kan tó jẹ́ Nàìjíríà. À ń lọ ìyẹn ni mo fẹ́ kí gbogbo wa dì mú. Ṣetán láti tàbùkù ẹnikẹ́ni. What we need now is understanding and unification. We need to unite. Ká fi mọ́ wa ṣọ̀kan. Ká jọ ẹni tí ò bá wá nígbà nígbà tá gbogbo wa bá ti ń pariwo ẹni tí ò bá nígbà. Àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá gan máa mú lọ. Táwọn alálẹ̀ bá dẹ̀kọ̀ tó ò tí ì mú lọ àwa yóò tó àṣèdájọ́ wọn when it is time. Nígbà tó bá tó àkókò ń sìn gbogbo àwọn olóṣèlú àwọn politician wa ti ń pariwo ṣé kí wọ́n sì wọ́n ń gbọ́. Eléyìí tó bá kọ̀ nú wọn ẹ̀rí kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Somali ni. Àbẹ̀ tí ní ìyàwó inú ilé wọn ẹni tó bá yẹ ká jó mọ́lé àsúnmọ́lé for the peace of Oduduwa nation and it will happen. Bó tẹ̀ ṣe máa rí nìyẹn.
Thank you very much.
So ẹ ṣé o.
When you call, please mute the device. There's no time. That video is still touching me. And if you call and I'm getting another feed, I'll just take somebody else. We got another caller and it's only going to be less than 3 minutes. I'm timing it. Good morning, caller. Your name, where you calling from?
Hello.
Good morning.
Oh, yeah, good morning. Ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ kú ètò.
Àwa ni ẹ mà.
Yeah. Nǹkan méjì ni èmi fẹ́ pe àkíyèsí yín sí. Ó jẹ́ kí n kó níbi tí mo wà. Nǹkan méjì lèmi fẹ́ pe àkíyèsí yín sí. Ó yẹ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ fáwọn èèyàn wa pé kán kúrò kán ṣíwọ́yé jẹ màálùú àwọn Fúlàní. Ìyẹn ìkíní. Torí mo ń gbọ́ program kan téèyàn kan sọ pé àwọn ló máa ń pa màálùú kíní káù tán máa ń gbé wáyé àwọn ló máa ń pa fún ara wọn tó dẹ̀ máa ń ṣe bíi wọ́n ti ṣe gbólóhùn incantation sórí ẹ̀ àwọn ló máa ń du kó tó di pé àwọn alápàtà yòókù máa ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa pín olórí ń gbórí ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ ń gbẹ́sẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ ní pé wọ́n tún máa ń tó máa pa màálùú yẹn tán pé wọ́n máa ń gbé grain ọpọlọ ẹ̀. So invariably bí ìgbà tó kó ọpọlọ gbogbo àwọn tó bá jẹ lára àwọn màálùú yẹn tó máa tà sí everywhere bí táwọn èèyàn bá ti ń jẹ báyìí ó ń kọ́ ọpọlọ wọn lọ ni ó pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó àwọn èèyàn ṣe ń ṣe rádaràdà tó tí orí wọn ò pé ń gbà míì tó yẹ ká gbára wa lọ́wọ́ wọn. That's one. Then two, another thing tí mo take note pẹ̀lú the incidence of rape tó gbàgbóró kan rape tó ló gbàgbóró kan táwọn èèyàn ìrílé sùn mọ́ ẹni mo ń gbóríṣiríṣi nìbàdàn. So nǹkan tẹ́mi sí ò ní pé àwọn ọkùnrin ṣàwà ní Nàìjíríà àbí nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tá ń bára gbé tí ò dẹ̀ sí wàhálà rape tó tó yìí tí ò sí incident ẹ̀ tó pọ̀ tó yìí. Nǹkan tẹ́mi sí òpó ṣẹlẹ̀ I might be wrong but ìgbà tó ń ṣí northern border tó kọ́ àwọn mercenaries wọn wọlé lóríṣiríṣi. Some of them did not come with their wives, with their children. Àwọn tó wọlé yìí, àwọn lèmi suspect more tó ń ṣe gbogbo atrocities yẹn. So all these things still stop on the desk of Buhari. Toro ló ṣí northern border lẹ̀ tó mú southern border tó ti pa mọ́ àwọn sáìdì àwọn Yorùbá tó jẹ́ tiwa ara àwọn ará Benin ó ti bẹ̀ pa ó wá sí sáìdì Òkè Ọya sílẹ̀ àwọn yẹn wá rọ́ wọlé tìkẹ́tìkẹ́ àwọn tó rọ́ wọlé ńgbà yẹn àwọn náà ló constitute nuisance sí gbogbo wa èmi dẹ̀ suspect pé ara àwọn gan ó pẹ̀lú àwọn tó rape nísìnyí báyìí. So, Kabara broadcast here, you tell any forum to let people know. Wọ́n gbé mi ọmọ nǹkan tí àwọn Tinubu àǹkó yìí ṣe o, kọ́lọ̀ ṣàánú fún wa o. Èmi ọmọ nǹkan tó tún ṣiṣẹ́ nígbà ní kò sí nǹkan kan tó ń wà ní Nàìjíríà mọ́ o.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni ma. Ẹ ṣé gan ni.
Okay, Ọlọ́run ràn wá lọ́wọ́, ó dára ẹgbẹ́ ètò kan tó lè rí ní ìyá báyìí.
Continue to remember the woman that we played the video. I'm going according to calls that have come through, so if I haven't called you back, just understand that I'm going back with those that have called.
Hello, my brother.
Go ahead.
I just want to chip in little thing about this of us, all believe in paying one day. Or we are doing consulting, my brother. Ogunu lelo leo, olu leju gutumbo la setalo. We have to fight our internal fights because I won't buy go. If it is left for me, no, the last call I've anything come out about say, Oba go show what it all recently. Táwọn ọmọ wọn pariwo báyìí. Tí gbogbo wọn dẹ̀ dákẹ́ tí wọ́n sọ nǹkankan. I think each two of them, tí méjì nínú wọn péré, each two of them get lynched. One must sit up because no more taba fight inner fight wa nínú ilé taba fight keto Fulani kéré wọ́n máa fa lọ. So jẹ́ ká yọ ọwọ́ kúrò pé àndúró jọba or àti fi wọ́n sípò ọ̀wọ̀ yẹn, but they are not representing it, and we will by ourselves. Ó yẹ ká by ourselves ká deal pẹ̀lú wọn náà before we face the Fulani. Even táwọn Fulani bá rí pé àwọn ẹ̀dá ló ń ṣe báyìí. They will run. The little thing you will cover for me, brother.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Cool. Good. Okay. So it's jump packing now, but you all get through. Be patient. We will all get through. Good morning, Prince. Go ahead.
Karo gbogbo ọmọ Oduduwa.
Karo kò dájú ń bẹ̀ o.
Hello.
À ń gbọ́ yín kétékété ẹgbẹ́ ránlẹ̀.
Location now again.
À ń gbọ́ yín sẹ́.
Hello.
À ń gbọ́ yín sẹ́. Ìyẹn máa gbé ránlẹ̀ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́. À ń gbọ́ yín.
Karo sir. Lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ I want to thank God for the life of that woman. My heart is bleeding. Today will be the second time tí màá wo video ẹ̀ tí màá máa sọkún nínú ilé mi. Tèbí torí pé Ọlọ́run survive woman.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Làṣírí díẹ̀ yẹn fi tú.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
My brother, there's a lot of people that died
in that process. Ẹ parọ́.
Àwọn èèyàn náà wọlé náà lọ pa wọ́n ti sọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìyàwó dá láì lọ́kọ.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Wọ́n sọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọkọ dá láì níyàwó. Ogun tó dẹ̀ ń jà wá pọ̀. Ogun ìjọba ń jà wá. Ogun ọlọ́pàá ń jà wá.
Chris Godwin, you need to be patient. You will not come through as somebody on the line, and you can know that somebody is talking. So there's no point trying to continue calling and calling. You are just not going to get through. I will call you back. Because your call is the one making tun 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 tun. Chris Godwin, you can hear that there's somebody on the line. Let that person come off, and then you might come through first, or we will call somebody else back. Egberanle Egbomi.
Yes, sir. Ogun ìjọba ń jà wá. Ogun Fúlàní ń jà wá. Ogun abẹ́lé wa ń jà wá. A dẹ̀ sọ pé a fẹ́ kú. Ẹjọ́ sáà ti kú already. Today will be the first time I will say this. Tó bá ti yá ó ti yá. Ogun pa àfẹ́ jáde àfẹ́ jáde jẹ́ ká gbàgbé ń pẹ́. Ogun ti dé, ìjà ti dé. Ká bá máa lọ ká wọn mọ́ kọ́nà ká máa ká wọn mọ́ kọ́nà. Ìyà yìí ti pọ̀ jù. Láti ìgbà tẹ́ ti play video woman yẹn, omi ń bọ́ lójú mi ni. My heart is bleeding seriously. That is number one. Now,
sọ̀rọ̀ lọ Prince. Ṣé Prince Jani?
Hello.
A máa sọ, ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ, àwọn èèyàn ń gbọ́ yín. Èmi ò ní láti wà lórí ìjókòó mọ́ lọ tilẹ̀kùn ni. À ń gbọ́ yín, ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ. Hello, Prince. Oh, he's on hold, so he's got a call that have come through to his side. Okay, I'll let him go. I think he must have received a call. All right, let me call Chris Godwin because it looks like you really want to join the broadcast and. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Go ahead, please.
Gbogbo àwọn lọ́balọ́ba ẹja sì fi àwọn yẹn lẹ̀ because they are not ojú wọn sọ ètò wọn lè di is it because pé kò ṣẹlẹ̀ sí àwọn family wọn directly ni wọn ṣe fẹ́ ṣe kankan ni just look at take a look where gbọ́dọ̀ tí woman yẹn sọ the way they did to her family. Ṣebí nítorí pé that woman ó ní opportunity àti sọ ni what about those people that fẹ́ pé ó ti die down fẹ́ pé wọ́n tiẹ̀ mọ̀ and see some people are sitting down there some people are sitting down there wọ́n gbé family wọ́n gbé wọ́n ní they neglect how everything goes they cannot think Yoruba they cannot think those loba they cannot think. Is it ọtí tí gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó bá bàjẹ́ tán or if they are all killed ni wọ́n tó mọ̀ pé those Fulani people they are devil. It is high time we put stop into this. It is high time we put stop into this. Let's give it a stop. Enough of this. Enough is enough. It's getting too much. It's getting too much and it's out of hand. It's out of hand, sir.
Cut off. It's crying. I'm going to go to Dublin. Prince, ma pè yín padà. Màmá wa ní Dublin mo fẹ́ pè nísìn. Torí àwọn jẹ́ obìnrin. Màmí ní Dublin ẹ̀yin ni mò ń pè mà. Ẹ káàárọ̀ mà.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ sọ.
Ẹ bá wa dá sí mà.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ gbogbo ọmọ Oduduwa. Oduduwa gbé wa.
Àṣẹ wọn gbọ́ yín kétékété.
Gbogbo wa la máa kérò pé délé.
Àṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
Ṣé rí ibi tá a bá ọ̀rọ̀ wa dé yìí? Èmi ìbámu wá gẹ́gẹ́ bí àbá fún gbogbo ọmọ Oduduwa tó wà ní gbogbo àgbáyé. Àwọn ọba wa tó bá possible tá a bá ní representative láti bí àti láti Nàìjíríà. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́pì wọn ní lẹ́tà bóyá wọn tí ì gbọ́ ni bóyá tá a bá sẹ́ndì lẹ́tà sí wọn ó dẹ̀ láìpẹ́ kan máa rí náà wò prógámù gbogbo Oduduwa yìí ṣọmọ tá a bá ṣe tá a bá fún wọn.
Mọ̀rúfá náà gẹ́ ọmọ kan sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ láti Saudi Arabia ìyẹn la ṣe sọ pé olúkálukú ló níṣẹ́ tó máa ṣe irú lẹ́tà yẹn nísìn wọ́n ti sọ lórí ètò ẹ ní láti dúró dé àwa káwa tó ṣe kọ lẹ́tà yẹn a ní àwọn tó kàwé ní gbogbo àwọn tí ó jẹ́ PhD ẹ ti kọ́ gbogbo English tó ẹ mọ̀ ẹ gbé lẹ́tà yìí kalẹ̀ ẹ fáwọn ní copy ẹ send copy yìí síta iṣẹ́ ọ̀tọ̀ làwa máa ṣe iṣẹ́ olúkálukú iṣẹ́ yóò ń ṣiṣẹ́ yàn kan ẹ gbéra lẹ̀ mọ́ mi ni.
So ká kọ́ fún wọn kò ní jẹ́ pé bóyá wọn gbọ́ because ẹ wo fídíò ìyá yẹn nísìn kò ń ṣe nǹkan tẹ́yìn gbọ́dọ̀ máa wò bí mo ṣe ń wo orí ń fọ́ mi mo ní ẹ̀fọ́rí kéèyàn nílùú kó má lè padà síbẹ̀ and ṣe rí ìjà yìí ìjà gbogbo ló máa dà tó bá yá kò ń ṣe nǹkan tá a lè fojú kọrọ mú torí ogun ilé tó ogun ìdílé tó so mọ́ ogun ìtàlẹ gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí ká kọ́kọ́ sọ fáwọn ọba yìí ká sọ fáwọn politician tó jáwọn èèyàn wà tá a bá sọ fún wọn tó bá fẹ́ gbọ́ by the time gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ tí ẹni tó pè látàkúrẹ́ tó sọ ogun yìí máa dàbí ogun bàbá Ajásin o bí ìjà nígbà ayé bàbá Ajásin àwọn èèyàn sì wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá àwọn èèyàn tí kú because owó tó ń rí kò jẹ́ kán ronú straight àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ ń kú ẹni tẹ́ ẹ rí tó lè gbé sí pépà la rí àwọn tó lè gbé nǹkan kan sí pépà wọ́n kú daily to daily kò dẹ̀ ní ìmọ̀ ibi tá a ti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ tó ti bá pọ̀ tó ti bá jí mi ò sí Nàìjíríà o bẹ̀t kò yé mi Ó yà mí lẹ́nu ni. Nàìjíríà yìí ṣe ibi tí ó yẹ káwa la wà yìí. So gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ tí bàbá yẹn sọ, àwọn ọgbọ́n ọnú láti ìsàlẹ̀ tó ń bá wá gba lẹ́tà tó ń sọ fún wọn lórí rédíò tó ń sọ fún wọn físíkálì. Àná gbogbo àwọn tó ti jẹ́ olówó wa tó ti jẹ ìjọba ti jẹ iyì tó ti wà nínú ìjọba. Tá a fi irú àwọn bàbá Ọbásanjọ́ gbogbo ẹ má jẹ́ ká ta anybody nù. Òyìnbó ò táyàn nù, kò sẹ́ni tí ò lè wúlò nínú situation. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbàgbé gbogbo nǹkan tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká rán owó ní àkókò tá a wà yìí. Àkókò tá a wà yìí ṣàkókò tá a máa rán owó rárá. Ẹni tó ti ṣe burúkú a ní ìdí ẹ̀ nísìnyí. Nítorí pé ẹ̀bẹ̀ là ń bẹ̀ wọ́n. Gbogbo ibi tí gbogbo nǹkan tó fi ṣe agbára nígbà táwọn náà ń fi ṣe tó wà ń bẹ̀, agbára yẹn sì wà ń bẹ̀. So tá a bá wá bẹ̀ wọ́n tá a rọ̀ wọ́n, tó bá kọ̀ láti má ronúpìwàdà, ó dájú pé ìdájọ́ tó Ọlọ́run á wá gbé sọ̀kalẹ̀. Ọlọ́run á gbé òkúta dìde, á sọ̀rọ̀. Torí àwọn yóò tó wá ti useless, graduate ti useless, ìyàwó ilé ti useless, ọkọ useless. So now nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ nínú ètò nìyẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ á bẹ̀ wọ́n. Ẹ jẹ́ á bẹ̀ wọ́n. Ẹ ṣé. Ẹ kú ètò.
Oshatola, I can spot you there. Just let us go back to Lagos again with Prince. Oshatola máa gbé yín wọlé. Mo ti rí pé try láti fẹ́ wọlé, jẹ́ kí a padà sí Èkó pẹ̀lú Prince. Prince, mò ń pè yín padà. Kíákíá ká tètè bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe. I need 1 hour, and this 1 hour will be for everybody to share. That was a very emotional video. All right, Prince, your number is not going. Let's go to Cambodia. Mr. Paul. Oluwaseun.
Hello, Mr. Paul. Hello, ẹ kú ètò.
Ẹ má tún gbọ́ra yín, ó yẹ gbéra yín bàbá.
Hello. Ẹ kú ètò. Inú mi lọ láti fẹ́ dá sí ètò yìí. Ṣé rí ọ̀rọ̀ tí wúmà yẹn tó sọ tán àtàwọn tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ bá yẹn? Ṣé rí nǹkan tèmi kàn rí sí ni wípé ẹ tún máa jẹ́ ká máa lóòótọ́ kò sí ẹni tó ṣe burúkú lé ní ó lè ṣe burúkú lọ́la. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣe rí irú àwọn Ọbásanjọ́ ẹ bá fi ọ̀bẹ lélẹ̀ ní gbagba àbí àbẹ̀bẹ̀ ibi pẹlẹbẹ náà ló máa fi lélẹ̀ because of their selfish interest. Wọ́n sì máa sọ fún yín pé àwọn need national talk. Ìjẹ́ àwọn wo òye wípé tí Yorùbá nation bá dúró lénìí òun ló máa mú kí ayé Áfíríkà kó dáa because of the potentialities Ọlọ́run fún wa ṣé nípa èdè ni nípa culture ni àbí kí ni ká pè ṣe understand. So gbogbo nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ni àwọn pípé wọn rí bẹ́ẹ̀ because of their own selfish interest. Ṣé bá pe Ọbásanjọ́ lé ní tẹ́ pé àwọn pípé lé ní ọ̀nà tí wọ́n máa fi ọgbọ́n máa fi mú yín máa fi rẹ̀ yín tẹ́tí nǹkan yín máa fi lọ́nà máa ṣe rí tó bá dàbí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ kan ṣe àǹtẹ̀ bá dẹ̀ ṣọ́ra wọ́n bá ní àyè láti stop ní gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ that is what they will do because of their own selfish interest. Ṣé ní gbogbo àwọn tó sọ pé ẹ pè wọ́n yẹn ẹ jọ kó má jẹ́ ká ṣe irú ẹ̀. Tọ́lọ̀ kó bá wa gbé àwọn èèyàn dìde and bí ó ṣe ń lọ ìfúnikálùkù kó máa send information sáwọn èèyàn. That is what I do every day and I will call people to come up. Nǹkan tí ó jẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn máa ṣe nìyẹn. Àwọn èèyàn yìí ẹ̀mí èṣù ti wà nù wọ́n ti wà ń bẹ̀ nìyẹn for now we don't need them. Táwọn bá mọ̀ pé okay nǹkan tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn tọ́ nílò ní máa fi ṣọ́ra ni pé let's káwọn youths kọ́ máa wọ inú ilé wọn. Wọ́n ní it down. Ibi tó bá ti rá ọmọ wọn tó bá fi lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ fún mélòó kan ní wọn wọ́n á mọ̀ pé ìgbẹ́ ẹ̀sìn náà ti dúró lórí kókó bẹ́ẹ̀ tí pé yẹn ká máa lọ pè wọ́n yẹn ẹ̀mí mú àwọn èèyàn yìí dáadáa please wọ́n á da nǹkan rú we don't need them for now we need to move forward wọ́n lọ ń kó jọ kó ṣàánú wa ẹ ṣe.
Thank you. I think before the next caller comes through again what we need to understand is àwọn èèyàn wa ò tí ì gbọ́ nǹkan tá à ń sọ yìí àwọn tẹ̀yìn dárúkọ yẹn wọ́n ti gbọ́ nǹkan tá à ń sọ àwọn tó wà lábúlé kọ̀ọ̀kan wọ́n ò tí ì gbọ́ nǹkan tá à ń sọ fídíò tá a fi wọ̀n nísìn ẹni tó wà lábúlé ò mọ̀ kò mọ danger yẹn that is the problem so gbogbo àwọn tẹ̀ ṣe ń dárúkọ àwọn ọba kan ò gbọ́ nǹkan tá à ń sọ yẹn ẹ pa náà yẹn bí wọ́n gbọ́ nǹkan tá à ń sọ bó lọ ti gbọ́ ẹgbẹ́ra ńlẹ̀ ẹ má play nǹkan tá a tún sọ ẹ mute ara yín nínú ilé kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ listen on the mobile phone. Hello, good morning caller.
Hello.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ sir.
Hello.
Tẹ́ bá ń gbọ́ra yín máa láti disconnect ẹ lè gbọ́ra yín orí fóònù kẹ́ ti gbọ́ra yín ẹ má gbọ́ra yín lórí device tẹ́ fi ń gbọ́ mi.
Okay, my name is Adeniyi Tugre.
Ẹ̀rọ sir.
Mo ní ìbéèrè kan láti béèrè.
À ń gbọ́ yín.
Hello.
À ń gbọ́ yín kétékété ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ.
Okay, mo ní àwa bí a ṣe wà bí àwa tá a wà ní òkè òkun ṣé a kò ṣeé ṣe pé àwọn tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n gbàbọ̀dé fún wa ká bọ́ ara sí òun nínú ilé wa ká bá ṣépè fún wọn ni.
Wọ́n àwọn yẹn ti sọ so many times at least èèyàn méjì ti sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé àwọn ìyá wa nínú ilé wọn nínú yàrá wọn kọ́ máa fi ara kọ́ máa fi ṣépè fún gbogbo àwọn tó ń gbàbọ̀dé fún wa. Kódà àwọn mọ́mì tó pè tán yẹn láti Dublin say the same thing. Òṣàtọ́lá ti sọ de Òṣàtọ́lá sì máa wọlé bọ̀ mo kàn ní sùúrù kọ́ mọ̀ pé bá gbé Òṣàtọ́lá wọlé.
Torí wàhálà náà ó ti sú wa torí ìlú bí tí mo wà jẹ́ ní tẹ bá tiẹ̀ lọ sí ọ́fíìsì kankan pé ẹ ní Nàìjíríà náà lẹ ti wá ó máa dàbẹ́ ni pé ẹ da ẹgbẹ́ sára. Torí ọ̀rọ̀ eré náà yẹn ó ti sú mi anything tó bá ní ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń ṣe bí èmi fara mi ò mo rẹ́dì tó bá jẹ́ pé àti ká lọ sílé di o ká lọ múra o mo rẹ́dì fún yẹn torí ọ̀rọ̀ eré náà ó tiẹ̀ ti kúrò lọ́kàn mi pé àwọn fámìlì wa tó tún wà ní tá bá stop àti máa fún ọ lówó kó máa jẹun àwọn náà máa gbé wọn máa mọ̀ pé yes a serious pẹ̀lú wọn àwọn náà máa mọ̀ nǹkan tó máa ṣe so nǹkan tí mo ní láti sọ̀rọ̀ pé mi yẹ.
I love that caller straight to the point. Benga from France quick less than 2 minutes everybody need because we need to get so many people in motivation time ẹgbẹ́ra ńlẹ̀.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n.
ẹgbẹ́ra ńlẹ̀ ẹ káàárọ̀.
Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ ni pé mi ìfẹ́ máa porúkọ àwọn pípọ̀ ìkejì yẹn kó máa rí dàpọ̀ ìkejì nítorí àwọn sọ Yorùbá ń bí àwọn pípọ̀ ìkejì yẹn wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe protest wọn but àwa tiwa àti confam flag tiwa confam flag kan fún wa so that káwa náà máa ṣe nǹkan torí tá a bá ń ṣe nǹkan tó ń gbóná bí at least àwọn news a máa gbé nǹkan díẹ̀díẹ̀ get tá a bá ń ṣe àwọn bí àwọn protest wọ̀nyẹn torí nǹkan tí mo rí báyìí different flag ni mo rí àti ní specific one ká sọ fáwọn people yẹn wọn káwa tẹ̀lé flag ẹ̀yọ̀ kan ó wá di pé àwọn people àwọn elders wà ń lé ó dà pé wọn kì í ṣe kankan torí ìdúró tí mo ṣe ń rí gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí bọ́kàn keep it ni ó dà pé wọ́n ti bribe wọn or something like that so a lè máa dúró de àwọn people yẹn táwa sọ pé ká máa dúró de àwọn people yẹn kó approve flag kan fún wa a máa dúró pẹ́ ọdún tó ń bọ̀ gan-an àti ní nǹkan tá à ń ṣe so káwa tẹ̀lé flag kan torí ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ protest sharp kò sí time ìyẹn ni mo sọ ọgbọ́n lè ṣe rí.
Well, gbogbo àná láti gbọ́ nǹkan tẹ́ sọ yẹn is the best option. We must have a unification flag to be able to present to the world as well because that is also a kind of a message.
Ilé ti blue white green yẹn torí èmi fẹ́ print tẹ́lẹ̀ èmi fẹ́ print púpọ̀ torí mo pé fast lèmi wà àwọn tèmi tó wà ń bí nǹkan tá a jọ sọ lánàá nìyẹn.
Okay. Gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ni àwa náà ń push pé ká jẹ́ ká mọ flag tó máa jẹ́ èyí tí everybody máa lò so ẹ ṣe gan ni ẹ jẹ́ ká tún yẹ ká ní tó wọlé. Sorry guys.
Call incoming. Is working. Call incoming.
Ẹni náà ti ń try láti pè tipẹ́. Good morning caller, your name, where you calling from?
Hello, good morning, sir.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ máa.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ ẹ kú ojúmọ́.
Àwa ni ẹ máa.
Wọ́n tún fẹ́ pé mo ní àǹfààní láti wọlé lónìí.
Àwa náà dúpẹ́ pé ẹ bá wa dá sí.
Mo gbọ́ ẹni tó sọ̀rọ̀ tán pé láti France àti France lèmi náà ti ń pè.
Ẹ ṣe gan ni mà ẹ bá wa dá sí.
Inú mi á dùn tí mo bá lè mọ nọ́mbà ẹni yẹn.
Ẹyin tí máa ṣe ni pé màá sẹ́ndẹ̀ sí ẹ mute device tẹ fi ń gbọ́ mi mọ́ mi lẹ́yìn kọ̀sì yẹn tó.
Hello?
Mo ní kọ̀tẹ́ fi ń gbọ́ wa lẹ́yìn yẹn mute yẹn mà so màá send nọ́mbà yẹn sí nísẹ̀n tó pè tán yẹn ẹ̀yin máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ máa sẹ́ndẹ̀ sí orí fóònù yín nísìnyí ẹ̀ máa sọ̀rọ̀ là ń gbọ́ yín.
lórí èmi àti ọkọ mi a ti wà pẹ̀lú Victor Taiwo láti mọ́tò dípa kúrò Nàìjíríà we are friends family friends so àti struggle yìí but nígbà yẹn àwọn èèyàn ń ṣe ni wọ́n ti wá ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ wọ́n bìlífù nínú rẹ̀ bọ́ ẹ bá sọ pé lẹ́yìn wá ní wọ́n kàn fowó yín jẹ́ àròsọ and even up to now nígbà tá a wá rí wípé more and more people tó mọ̀ even ní bíbá yìí àwọn ọbẹ̀ ní alẹ́ ìjẹta ọkọ mi bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí tún ní pé àwọn èèyàn tó ń convince wọn yẹ̀yẹ́ náà ń pè ẹ̀kan tẹ́ ń bẹ yẹ̀yẹ́ náà fi ń ṣe ó ní ò lè ṣẹlẹ̀ ọkọ mi ní tó bá wá ṣẹlẹ̀ kí ló fẹ́ kí ni ó ṣẹlẹ̀. So please a sì tún need the awareness so inú mi dùn gbà tí mo gbọ́ pé tí mo rí ẹni tó pè láti France pé at least ẹnìkan ti mọ̀ plus àwọn èèyàn táwa náà tún ti sọ fún. So nǹkan mi suggestion mi tẹ́lẹ̀ tó fẹ́ mú wá ní wípé àwa tá a láwọn èèyàn ń lé tá a láwọn èèyàn ní gbèríko ẹ jẹ́ ká jẹ́ kí wọ́n mọ ohun tí ń lọ.
ìyẹn gangan níṣẹ́ táwọn sọ fáwọn èèyàn lójoojúmọ́ ìyẹn gangan níṣẹ́ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn bá nǹkan kan yẹn on the side line yẹn.
ṣé èmi ẹnì kọ̀ọ̀kan ní gbèríko kọ̀ọ̀kan á tún hẹ̀pù wa díẹ̀.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ẹ jẹ́ gbàgbé gbogbo àwọn leaders yẹn kò séyìí tí ò gbọ́ nípa ẹnu wọn.
gbogbo wọn táwọn yẹn ti mọ àwọn tó wà ní gbèríko tó ti mọ kankan àwọn ní gangan lẹ́ẹ̀ka pass message fún.
tiwọn yẹn ló important sí wọn.
My sister Kíkẹ́ lọ́mọ àṣọyọ̀ miss call as well.
kí wọ́n tẹ́gbẹ́ kan nígbà táwa bá gba ohun tá a fẹ́ gbà tán á mọ̀ bá a ti fẹ́ dì pẹ̀lú wọn.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
so kọ́lọ́run kí ràn wá lọ́wọ́.
kí lorúkọ yín màmá mi.
sẹ́ẹ̀dì yẹn ẹnìkan ti sẹ́ẹ̀dì ẹ̀ sí mi tẹ́lẹ̀ mi lè wo.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni ó wà very upsetting. kí lorúkọ yín mà so that mo ti ń send the details yín sí Mr. Gbenga ní France màá dẹ̀ send tiwọn náà so èyí méjèèjì bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí communicate níbẹ̀ kí lorúkọ yín again mọ́mì.
ok Mrs. Ọlákànmí ni.
all right ma ok àwọn náà ń gbọ́ yín nísinsìnyí so but nọ́mbà tí yín máa lọ sórí wọn nísinsìnyí. ẹ ṣe màmá dé mọ́mì délé ok mo ti send the details yín ẹ ṣe gan ni ma.
ràn wá lọ́wọ́.
àṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
kádẹ̀ àdúrà.
comrade Victor tẹ̀sán yẹn more than 24 years làwọn tí ń jàjà pé ká gba ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá yìí.
àfipá àfi òun nìkan kọ́ ni àfipágbà Oòduà yìí gan àfipágbà ni.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni why is the TV off? okay ẹ ṣe gan ni ma.
ẹ jẹ́ kí.
That's good. We're going now to Nigeria because when your number comes through, I want to take it.
Hello.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ ma.
Hello, Mr. Koiki. Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ ẹ kú wájú. Ọlọ́run máa gbà fún yín o.
Ṣé Èdùmàrè ma. Ẹ ra ma.
Ṣé rí tó tèmi fi ní nínú ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ni pé ṣé rí àwọn bàbá wa yẹn, àwọn bàbá Yorùbá wa yẹn. I'm not actually called out to disrespect them, but naturally want to disrespect her. There was a caller that called in and was saying àwọn ọba yẹn ká má tẹjú wọn mọ́lẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ táwọn sọ ń sìnkú kì í ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ọba and besides àwọn ọba yẹn fúnra wọn ti wọ́ra wọn nílẹ̀ wọ́n ti wọ́ra wọn nílẹ̀ wọ́n jẹ́ kí Yorùbá mọ rẹ̀ ní Yorùbá kí Gàmbàrí mọ rẹ̀ ní Gàmbàrí. Èmi fi gbogbo ara sí pé kí oníkálukú pé torí ìṣẹ́wọ́ tó fi ń tẹ ojú wa mọ́lẹ̀ ó kọjá bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn bàbá wa yẹn tó dẹ̀ máa dodo tí wọ́n ti jẹ tí ò jẹ́ kí wọ́n sọ òdodo. À ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ èèyàn kan sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí wọ́n sọ ẹ̀ tójú àwọn ọba yẹn rí tó ń gba akíní náà tó ń gbà ń bẹ̀ yẹn tó ń gbà ń bo àwọn Haúsá kan gba iye kan àwọn kan ń gba ibì kan ṣé bí torí ìjẹkújẹ táwọn náà ń jẹ téèyàn bá jẹ tí ò jẹ kó jẹ kò ní lè jà fún ẹ̀tọ́ yẹn. Unfortunately for our antajẹ youth àwọn bàbá yìí wọ́n ti àwọn ọmọ wọn bọ̀ nínú tá à ń sọ yìí wọ́n fi àwọn ọmọ wọn rọ́pò bí wọ́n ṣe ń dàgbà tó ń dòpò ló ti àwọn ọmọ wọn bọ̀ wọ́n bí èmi náà sínú òṣèlú ni o mo dẹ̀ mọ bó ṣe ń lọ níwọ̀n gbogbo ọjọ́ orí mi yìí mo mọ bó ṣe ń lọ ní òṣèlú àwọn bàbá burúkú yìí wọ́n ti àwọn ọmọ wọn bọnú ẹ̀ ní bó ṣe ń lọ ìyẹn ló fi ń jẹ́ ẹ̀dùn ọkàn fún mi pé báwo la ṣe fẹ́ rí kíní ìṣe mo mọ̀ pé Dùmarè á fún wa ṣe o. torí inú àwọn yóòtú náà táwọn pariwo afẹ́jà fún afẹ́jà fáwọn ẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ wọn náà wọ́n ti tì wọ́n bó ti wà nínú ẹ̀mí àwọn ọmọ yẹn náà láti máa jẹjẹjẹ gúdú jẹrá. So it's a pain in the heart at times when I see Yoruba people inú mi kì í dùn lẹ́nu rárá ní kankan ṣẹ́rí èmi tí mo sọ mo ṣe máa gbéra mi síta dáadáa tó bá yá ká fún òun gbọngbọngbà tí Haúsá lè mi ti serve Ilé Hausa ni mo ti serve. I was a CLO when I served. To the extent that even other coppers, economy ti wana man pe, yo ma ni gberaga ni po. Mo mo bo se ma fe doju ma mole. Mo de mo ipa ti mo ko láàrin àwọn coppers mi. Mo mọ tí mo ṣe. Ká wá tún yẹn kúrò. Títí bí mo ṣe kópa tó ń gbà yẹn náà. Ní ìsí ní Nàìjíríà bí mo ṣe ń pè yìí o. Ìlú Saudi Arabia ni mo wà. Chairman mi ní Kano gbà náà lọ́hùn. Ó sì máa jẹ́ nǹkan sì máa sọ síta. Ó sì pè mí nínú ọdún mi. Ó ti di commissioner báyìí. Ó send the message to me. I can send you the chat. I can send you his picture. Ó ti di commissioner ní Kano. Me, sorry, I send why you send every down thing saying the Baba permit me láti gbé sórí afẹ́fẹ́ máa gbé sórí afẹ́fẹ́. Bó ṣe ń ṣàì fún àwọn funds Nigeria. Ó mọ tí mo wà capable of doing. Ó ní láti máa sọ fún mi. Ìgbà tó tẹ ọkọ̀ jù sí ni àwọn proper television programs kan tó ń ṣe ní Kuwait, Qatar, Saudi, Bahrain and all that for Africans. Kí ni mo lè bá wọn get and everything? Mo tẹ̀sí ọkọ̀ get gbogbo. Mílíọ̀nù tó sọ fún mi báyìí ni mo ti lọ sórí kíní mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí search for everything. Gbogbo tó yẹ kí n lọ and everything. Wọ́n wá sọ fún mi pé òun fẹ́ employ mi ni. Ṣé to understand like paying in diaspora. Èmi náà máa wọ owó wá. Àwọn máa fún àwọn máa send àwọn ọtí mi àwọn documents àwọn máa mú lọ sí àwọn places yẹn láti get funds wọn. Commissioner Demi sọ yìí, Commissioner for Economics and Financial Development or something. Ṣé máa tẹ̀ gbogbo sí yìí o? Tó ń sọ fún èmi pé kí ni máa bá wọn wá owó kí máa bá wọn owó jáde. Mo kọ̀ wọ́n náà ní pé èmi ọmọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá mi kó fọdà bàtà máa wá kó owó wọlé Haúsá. For what mo sọ pé mi ò lè ṣe nìyẹn. Ó ní òun mọ̀ pé tí mo lè ṣe náà kí ni ìwọ̀n kìnnìkan máa fún mi láwọn ibi kan tí máa lọ kí nìkan mi ò ṣe sẹ̀. I am not doing it. Mo mọ̀ pé owó yẹn máa jẹ́ nú ẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n ọjọ́ ọ̀la wo ni mo rà fún àwọn ọmọ mi? Even though my children are not in Nigeria. But wọ́n àtàbá ń jẹjẹkújẹ báyìí. Ìgbà wo làwọn ọmọ wa ò ní jẹ ilẹ̀ ilẹ̀? Ọlọ́run já jẹlẹ̀. Àwọn bàbá yìí á mọ̀ wọ́n dáadáa, á mọ̀ àwọn ọmọ wọn bá jọ kàwé. Òun náà ló ti jẹ́ pé ọ̀rọ̀ ti ṣòwò rẹ̀ ò lè wọlé nígbà yẹn pé àwa yúùtù àárín wa náà àwọn làwọn ọmọ wọn. Bọ́dẹ̀ ṣe ń lọ ló ń fọmọ sílẹ̀. Wọ́n ṣe ń dàgbà tó rí pé yín ti ń kálẹ̀ nù àwọn ọmọ tí ń fọmọ rọ́pò. Ọlọ́run akọ wa mọ̀ ṣe o. Àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n gan bá ṣe fẹ́ address issue yẹn. Òun nìkan kókó mú dání kókó. Then the last speaker that spoke the other time that was saying àwọn bàbá yẹn lóòótọ́ ni àwọn bàbá yẹn lóòótọ́ wọn ò ní ìkọ̀kọ̀ tó fẹ́ wọ́n fà wá. Ẹni tó sọ pé bàbá ọba ọjọ́ ìtàn ọmọ jẹ ló ń wá. If you look at the educational system, àwọn bàbá tó wà láwọn tó bá gbogbo ẹ̀ jẹ́. As a serving president, kó máa dá private school sílẹ̀. Báwo ló yẹ fẹ́ kí public school kókó thrive? No more public schools. Èló ni salary, even medical doctors, engineers and all. Èló ni salary tí wọ́n fún civil servants tó fẹ́ fi sanwó private school. Wọ́n ara lé wọ́n sanwó lé wọ́n ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Èèyàn mẹ́rin ló civil servants tó lè sanwó lé débi owó school ọmọ. Ọwọ́ ń jẹ gbèsè lọ. Gbogbo èèyàn ń jẹ gbèsè lọ. Lónìí làwọn wọ́n fi ń gbéra Nàìjíríà. Kí ló nà ń kọ́kọ́ sábìsì ẹ̀tàn gbogbo ẹ̀ ti bàjẹ́. Àwọn Haúsá dẹ̀ ń jẹun bẹ̀. Àwọn bàbá burúkú àwọn bàbá ti ìsàlẹ̀ yìí. Àwọn ti Yorùbá. Wọ́n fẹ́ sọ àwọn náà àwọn àlùmájìrì ni. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ní ṣe wá bẹ̀. Débi pé ọmọ tálíkà ń sìn wọn ò lè dìde mọ́. Ọmọ tálíkà ò lè dìde. Àfi àwọn àfọmọ olówó ara wọn nìkan. Ọlọ́run ò ní fún wọn ṣe o.
Màá pè ní lẹ́yìn ètò. Àsọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn ètò.
Yes, sir. All right, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys, let me go straight to Oshatola quickly, and then I'll go back to my auntie Kike Lomo. Okay. Now, I need to go according to a few people that have called. And to fake she says suru the broadcast end. We still have about 40 minutes, so there's enough time. Oshatola, I'm calling you now, so make sure you pick it up straight. Come on.
This is Oshatola online. Firstly, I would like to say, Mr. Yomi, why didn't you put your account number there? Put your account number for those that want to empower our youth back home. Because we are going to be empowering them spiritually. Because what is going to happen now is going to be worse than what has been happening. So please, if you know you love Oduduwa Republic and you would fight and defend it with everything you have, home and abroad, you have to put something into the account, because if you think you are just talking alone on the internet, on the Facebook Live and everything, without making move, then you are not getting well informed. I'm telling you now today that we are doing a lot of things. We are getting prepared, solidly prepared. We are not waiting for any kings or any elders. I call them Olori Eru. So I do the Olori Eru kankan. I do the Agba Ofo kankan. I do the Agbaya. Agbara Darata. Àwọn ọba wèrè. Ọba ṣàkúṣàkù. Aládé ẹ̀gbẹ́. Àwọn aládé China. Àdúródè wọn. Olórí burúkú ni gbogbo wọn. Olófò. Aláyé bàjẹ́. Kò sí àṣẹ lẹ́nu àwọn gan wà ní ìgbèsè. Ẹrú owó òun ni gbogbo wọn. So it's either you wait for them, you that are in Nigeria, because it's easy for somebody that is stupid and useless somebody, idiot, abiagba, who are in the Igbo, to tell you to forgive and forget everything that has been happening in Nigeria and move forward. It's easy for them to say it because it's not them that is facing or passing through those things. But for you that you are in Nigeria, if you are not going to be deceiving yourself and get slaughtered like a sheep or a goat or a cow during Ileya time, you need to reinforce and protect yourself spiritually. Either you take it or you leave it. Something that is, you see this rain that you are looking that is about to fall. I'm speaking in an idiomatic expression now. This rain that you are looking at is about to fall. You think it will not fall? The rain is going to fall. And it's going to cause a lot of havoc. Take it or leave it. The rain is going to fall. Be prepared for the rain. So now, more padà sí ọ̀dọ̀ bàbá tó kọ́kọ́ pè yẹn. Talking about the Oba. No Oba is going to do any shit for me. Àwọn ọba yẹn mọ̀ wípé àwọn Oba, let me tell you one thing today. You are even better than the Oba. You have authority more than them. They are all useless. Let me tell you something. It's only the Oba that have built school. I've forgotten the name of the Oba. That built school for the students, for them to go free of charge. I'm picking that man out. You see the others, they are useless. They can't do nothing. If you are waiting for woman to pay, I am ashamed of this woman. I've died for the woman. Someone has to do me. So we pay that is the only thing you can say in your brain. That believe by what to share. What you are talking in that woman's shoes. If you are rape, they should rape your 9-year-old child and your own back in his ass. And you are talking about forgiveness. Can that woman that thing happen to, can she talk about forgiveness? Can she talk about forgiveness? Let's move forward. And you are even talking, àwọn èèyàn yín, àwọn bàbá yín tó wà nínú òṣèlú pẹ̀lú ọba wọn yóò wà nífẹ̀ẹ́. Kí ló mú wọ́n dání? Kí ló dé ẹ̀mọ́lẹ̀ mọ́ ní ilé NW tó lè lọ bá Tinubu, tó lè lọ bá Ọbásanjọ́, tó lè lọ bá Lai Mohammed? Àwa ní ká lọ bá wọn fún ẹ. Ṣèbí ìgbà tó wọ́n ọpọlọ tí wọ́n ń sọ fún ẹ pé pé lọ bá Tinubu, pé lọ bá àwọn bàbá ẹ. Bàbá náà kú bàbá ẹ torí bàbá ẹgbẹ́ òmòye ọmọ tó bí. Kó lọ bá Aláàfin Ọ̀yọ́. Kó lọ bá ọba Ifẹ̀. Àbí gbogbo ọkọ̀ tó sọ gbogbo atrocity táwọn ọba yẹn ń pọ̀ mí kò sí sọ fún yín láti ronú wípé ẹ̀ ní anybody. Tó bá sọ pé mo lọ́mọ ogun wẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ wò àwọn yapa. Tó bá wẹ̀yìn wà láàyè yẹn pé ìwọ́n tó wà ń dọ́bìlì ó lágbà what you people want is when you are sleeping in your comfort zone on the bed abroad, you want them when you wake up in the morning, they will not tell you that Nigeria is at war. They are killing people. They will be showing you here on the CNN or at BBC. If that is what you are waiting for, they will do it. Oh my day, right news my day, military, gbogbo wọn, kílọ̀tì forúkọ, kànálétíkù wọn máa gbé, but wọ́n ní ìtàlóyè kan yóò jẹ́ Áfíríkà nígbà àwọn ìyẹn dẹ̀ máa sọ. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà sí, ó ṣe ń pa àwọn èèyàn, ìtàló ṣe headlines níbí. But have you been hearing it in America? Have you been hearing it in London? Because àwọn ọmọ náà pa yín lẹ́sìn. And now you are talking about you want to candidat gbé gbogbo yẹn kí wọ́n lọ bá àwọn ọba tábàbà ẹ lọ bá àwọn bàbá ẹ tó fi sí bí ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ọlọ́mọba ẹ lọ bá wọn. Go and meet them by yourself. But you come and tell us your shit. Ojú kò sí lọ sí òun gbàgbé kan lọ bá àwọn bàbá yín. Bàbá òṣòwò ló bí lọ ṣẹ́. Àbí bàbá ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ ilé ọmọ tó bí yìí. And at this point in time, you are still talking about forgiveness. Forgiveness is a sin. At this point, if you were to be that woman that was raped, seriously, throughout the day, throughout the night, people were raping her. A man called and was crying. And who? A woman that has passed through giving birth. Torí àbí àbọ̀ òkúta máa sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí. Ìgbà ní wọ́n máa sọ pé ẹni tí ò ní rú ẹni kò mọ ìyẹn ni ayẹyẹ lòmí tí ò ní rú ẹni tó lè mọ ìbàjẹ́. Wọ́n ní ẹni tó bá mọ ìwúrà là ń tà fún ìyá yóò pọ̀ sí wúrà. Táǹgà ló tọ́ sí mi. Oṣù Àtọ́lá ló ń sọ̀rọ̀. Àbí àgbà ní ẹni ìpínlẹ̀ ní ìka ní ìka. Òun ní ìwọ ìyá tó fẹ́ láti Dublin. Àbí àmọ̀ òfin sọ̀rọ̀ bó ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Imagine it was your 9-year-old child that was raped. Imagine it was your husband that was raped in the anus. Imagine it in your speaking brain. Imagine it. Before you talk, before you bring out what you're talking about to talk, and bring out all the rubbish that is in your gutter that you call now.
Accountant maintained a normal speed. He drove professionally.
Thank you very much, Oshakola.
That gave me a lot of comfort, and I felt I could find some time to sleep a bit. My daughter was next to me. She was just 9 years old. She was coming to Nigeria with me for the second time. Shortly after
low battery, please recharge.
The driver felt the wagon's tires rupture and decided to park the car with the hope of changing the tires. It was like a film. In a jiffy, motley crowd of armed men in military uniform came out of the bush. They fired at the boot of the car. Ahead of us, 5 of them came out of the bush. Another 2 came from the rear. My daughter screamed, "Mommy, Daddy, what's going on?" There was no time to say a word. They marched us through into the bush, firing into the sky. They hit me on my chest, hit my daughter on her head. Blood oozed. At this time, it was better to kill me. I shouted at one of the armed men. His response was hell. He went straight for my private part, tore my dress with his gun. The others ripped my dresses. I was left with my undies. My husband and my daughter started crying. 2 of them dug their teeth into my breasts. While attending a secondary school in Adamawa, I had lived with some Fulani, so I understood a few Fulani words. I started bleeding, at least for my daughter. To my shock, at gunpoint, they removed the dress of my little girl. One of them carried her on his head as my baby struggled, shouting, "Daddy, Mommy, what's going on? Help me!" I could not help myself. We marched for 9 hours. I was half naked. My daughter was totally naked. ladies and 3 men. There were some people with their legs chained to trees. They were as if half dead. We were separated. I was separated from my husband. My daughter was taken away. I only heard her screaming intermittently. I did not know what they were doing to her. These men, now about 2 dozen, had a full kitchen. They had a huge camp and a traditional medical team. How can they say they don't know where these people are? How can they say that? But the camps appeared isolated from each other. We heard noises afar, indicating it might be nuclear settlements of camps. Right in my presence, I saw them pack the remains of a woman. They took her and buried her a few meters away from us. She had tribal marks. I cannot describe the agony of 6 days in captivity in this little piece. I cannot talk about how they asked my husband to choose between myself being raped or his daughter being raped. My husband broke down in uncontrollable tears. One of them hit him saying, "Yoruba bastard, you dey cry, idiot." They now gave him an option that he should be raped by one homosexual among them. My husband, a devout Muslim. My husband is a devout Muslim. He told them that homosexual and rape of any kind was against Islam. They hit him with the butt of AK-47. What do you know about Islam?
Just after this video.
You can imagine, you are being asked to choose between being raped by a homosexual, your daughter just 9 years old,
okay, you want to call back then
being
later
raped.
then. All right.
They gave the 4th option.
All right, that's fine.
If you fail to choose one, we would rape your daughter, rape you, the man, and rape me, the wife. I made myself the sacrificial lamb.
Just hold on until this video finish.
My husband begged, saying they should name any price. One of them asked him to bend down. 3 beastly criminals sat on his back, jumping until he was too weak to stand.
Bluetooth mode has been on.
Hello.
Hold on, please.
Okay.
I was not allowed to put on any additional clothes. Imagine they rape you all night and they stop you from putting on any clothes.
All right, I'm gonna post that. Whoever is calling my normal number should know that I am live. You should not be calling this number because you're gonna end this broadcast. Go ahead, my caller on the line.
Hello, good morning. Valojo from London. I do not know why people, mi ò mọ reason tí àwọn èèyàn ṣe ń sọ pé kí a lọ máa bẹ àwọn kan wá support Oduduwa Republic. Àwọn tá à ń sọ pé ká lọ bẹ̀ yìí, wọ́n mọ̀ pé Oduduwa Republic agitation ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ bí 3 months ago. Wọ́n rí fídíò tá à ń ṣe, wọ́n rí oríṣiríṣi àwọn kan tá à ń ṣe online. In fact, wọn ò lè deny pé wọn ò mọ̀ pé Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò wá sórí heritage media láìpẹ́ yìí tó wá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa agitation yìí. Wọn ò lè deny. Níbi 2 weeks ago, àwọn kankan ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìlú kan, ní ìlú Yorùbá kan, tó ń sọ pé àwọn ọba kan fún àwọn Chinese ní opportunity láti lọ máa wá ilẹ̀, láti máa wá àwọn bíábíá gold náà wá, kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀. Ìgbà tí ẹnìkan tó jẹ́ blogger tó gbé story yìí, ọba yìí ní láti sue blogger yẹn lọ sí court ní Republic of Ireland ní Dublin bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. So ìyẹn ká lára, irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ká ọba yẹn lára, ṣùgbọ́n Oduduwa agitation kò ká lára. Gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń sọ láti jẹ́ wọn ò lè deny pé wọn ò gbọ́. Ṣé irú àwọn èèyàn báyìí la fẹ́ máa dúró dè? Ṣé irú àwọn èèyàn báyìí ó mọ bó ṣe lè gbéyàn lọ court torí pé wọ́n expose ẹ̀ pé ó fáwọn Chinese opportunity láti wá ilẹ̀, ṣùgbọ́n agitation wa kò ká lára. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ti ń sọ láti jọ ṣé wọn ò gbọ́ ni, ṣé tí wọ́n di wọ́n dẹ̀ wà bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n jókòó irú woman yìí tí wọ́n ní wọn ò gbọ́ story woman yìí rí ni. Kí ló máa ń ṣe wá náà àwa Yorùbá tó jẹ́ pé bá wá ti fẹ́ expose àwọn nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní agbègbè wa
máa ní pé ẹ má jẹ́ àṣẹ báyìí, ẹ má jẹ́ àṣẹ báyìí, ẹ má jẹ́ àṣẹ báyìí, ẹ jẹ́ ká respect. Ṣé respect la máa respect táwọn Fúlàní tó ní jẹ́ káwọn bàbá wa lọ oko mọ́? Kò sẹ́ni tó lè lọ oko mọ́. And you are there, you are supporting, you are telling us to respect these Obas. Are they not aware pé àwọn Fúlàní wọ́n ti invade the territory wa on a daily basis? Not be invade territory wa. Ọmọlọ́mọ James Daniel tó ń play tí Koiki play video ẹ̀ fún yín lórí platform ẹ̀ ní lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí. Wọ́n brutalize ọmọ yẹn. Ṣé ẹlẹ́rìí ni ẹ̀rí nǹkan táwọn Fúlàní ń ṣe ni? Why are we still talking here? Let us be respectful. Let us be this. Let us be that. Are they respecting themselves? That is the question you need to ask yourself. All these Obas, are they respecting themselves? Now, I am not going to abuse anyone, but in my software, KOIKIMEDIA, there are people who are saboteurs on your platform, and you need to be very, very careful who you will give an opportunity to talk on your platform. There are some things we should not be hearing on this platform anymore. If anyone is not comfortable with what we're saying, let the person leave. Because only the kingdom of heaven suffers violence, and only the violence can take it by force. So I will leave it that way.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to go back straight to Lagos, Nigeria, where my caller is on the standby there. We have not done enough awareness. That is the reason why I am coming out every day. Our awareness is the paramount because there is danger looming. You guys are waiting for CNN and BBC to start talking about when there's dead body on the floor of Southwest Nigeria. Okay, Prince is not close by, so let me go to few missed call that have come through. We have about 35 minutes to run the broadcast. Okay.
Hello, KOIKIMEDIA ni mo ń bá sọ̀rọ̀.
Ẹ ti wà live 2 minutes lẹ́ni ẹgbẹ́ránlẹ̀. Bulletin pé kí lorúkọ yín.
Okay, ẹjọ́ ọmọ Biafra ni mi bọ̀ mo mọ̀ bí a mo lè contribute sí program yẹn.
Ẹgbẹ́ránlẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀, à ń gbọ́ yín.
Okay, nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ ni pé iṣẹ́ tẹ̀ ń ṣe nǹkan gidi lẹ́ ń ṣe but ó máa ná èèyàn kan tó yẹ pé ọmọ máa wá sí platform yìí tó wọ́n máa sọ pé I need láti respect. Ẹ̀rù àgbà tí ò bá pọ́nra ẹ̀ lé wọ́n máa wọ nílẹ̀ nílẹ̀. Respect yìí ló mú Odùduwà tó wà níbi tó wà. Nítorí ẹ̀jẹ̀ bá dà wá Biafra tá à ń takùn wọn elders wa. Òun ṣe pé òun wà láti takùn. Òun ṣe pé òun wà láti wọ́n wọn nílẹ̀. But tí àbá wọn nílẹ̀ kò ní dìde ọmọ wọn ní bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ pé bàbá mi ohun tẹ́ ẹ ṣe yìí tó bá da àwọn èèyàn ní máa sọ pé nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ ṣe ò da. So nǹkan tí mo kàn fẹ́ sọ ni pé kí àwọn Odùduwà Republic náà tó wà ní platform yìí kọ́ try láti share program yìí because most of them ò share ẹlòmíì tí máa wá síbẹ̀ wọn máa ní kọ́ máa bú àwọn leader kọ́ máa ṣe kínní tí wọ́n bá bú wọn báwo ló fẹ́ ṣe wake up. So the only way tí kínní agitation yìí tó lè ṣe lọ forward again keep on standing on your truth because ẹni tó bá ń sọ òtítọ́ ó máa ní àwọn ọ̀tá púpọ̀. But àwọn ọ̀tá yẹn náà mọ̀ pé ohun tẹ́lẹ̀ yìí sọ ohun òtítọ́ ló ń sọ. Ẹ ṣé gan.
Thank you very much.
Ó dàbọ̀.
Our message is not hitting the ground as much as we need to. And that is the responsibility of every one of us. We will not stop, but everybody has a role to play.
Yeah. Hello, good morning, my brother.
Oh,
Allow me quick.
Go ahead. Kazim, live from UAE.
My brother, nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ nǹkan mo ní option kékeré kan tí mo fẹ́ sọ but firstly kí n tó sọ option yẹn mo kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lórí woman yẹn tí wọ́n rape yẹn in fact me get as I'm not myself me ti wà okay but nǹkan tó mi fẹ́ sọ ni pé ṣe rí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ọba yẹn ọ̀rọ̀ woman yẹn mo fẹ́ fi tọrọ fún wọn ọba o àti pastor o àti politician ọ̀rọ̀ woman yẹn máa fi tọrọ fún wọn máa fi gbàdúrà fún wọn ni kò ń ṣèpè bọ̀ tó bá jẹ́ pè ní lọ́dọ̀ wọn so kó máa jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún wọn lágbára Ọlọ́run ìyàwó ọba tí ó sọ́pọ̀ tí Odùduwà wọ́n á rèpù ẹ̀ ìyàwó pastor tí yóò support Odùduwà yìí kó wáyé wá àwọn Fúlàní àárẹ̀pẹ̀ lágbára lọ́wọ́ nípa òun náà torí because tó bá jẹ́ àwọn pásítọ̀ ni kò ní lè wá sílé kó sọ̀rọ̀ yìí síta àwọn amúmọ́ra tó bá jẹ́ ìyàwó ẹlòmíì náà ni kò ní lè sọ̀rọ̀ yìí kó sọ síta bóyá ìyàwó ọba kan náà rè kó sọ síta bọ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run àbò nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí náà yẹn gbogbo anybody tí ò bá ti support kí Odùduwà republic kó wáyé gbogbo nǹkan yìí ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí gbogbo olórí ẹbí wọn ìyàwó wọn ni ìyàwó ọmọ wọn ni ìyàwó àwọn gbogbo ẹ̀ ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn àwọn Fúlàní wọn máa rèpù wọn so tó bá jẹ́ pè ní lọ́dọ̀ wọn wàhálà wọn bọ́ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn èèyàn wa nílé láti gbọ́ nǹkan táwọn sọ idea kan lè ní ìdẹ̀mọ̀ bóyá lè work idea yẹn ni pé àwọn tí wọ́n ní tá ní àwọn èèyàn ní abúlé so láti jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn yí nǹkan wà wí ẹ̀ dáadáa ṣé mo kò ṣe gbogbo náà wà ní internet gbogbo wọn náà wà ní Facebook so èmi ò rí pé ká ṣe something like gẹ́gẹ́ bíi pé irú bàbá kan tẹ ló wà ní Èkìtì kan máa ń ṣe evangelism káàkiri láti máa báwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀ wọn so tán bá lọ bá wọn torí because tán bá lọ bá wọn tó wà reasonable tó get wọn ṣé mo àwọn tó ń ṣe evangelism yìí wọ́n máa ń kọ orúkọ ẹ̀wọ̀n èèyàn tó bá ti gbọ́ nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ máa kọ sílẹ̀ wọ́n máa ń rẹ́gísítà wọn sínú ìwé wọn tó ń gbé dání torí because mo mọ nípa wọn díẹ̀díẹ̀ so mo believe pé tá a bá lè ṣe nǹkan kọ̀ọ̀kan gẹ́gẹ́ bíi pé registration bóyá bíi kan ní bíi táàpù kékeré tó máa fi rẹ́gísítà torí bí kò bá tóbi mẹ́ta yìí sí ọjọ́ wọn pé bàbá nínú kẹ́ gba òmìnira àbí kẹ́ gba republic tó máa fún ní ọjọ́ ìsinmi ayé yín àtọmọ ọmọ yín tó ń bọ̀ ṣé èwo lẹ fẹ́ nínú kẹ́ dìbò 2023 gbogbo àwọn bàbá yìí iná rẹ́dì gbogbo everybody ló ti sú nínú location náà ìyẹn wọ́n ti sú wọn rẹ́dì láti já bọ́ síkìlì yẹn ò dé inú etí wọn so èmi bí pé irú àwọn bàbá yẹn náà àwọn àmọye tó ń lo fóònù kéékèèké yẹn tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ní nọ́mbà wọn ń lọ wọ́n máa ń ṣe call direct tó jẹ́ pé tí àwọn pípù yìí tó ń bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ yìí tó máa fi lísítè sí nǹkan tó ń sọ tó máa ti gbà ìdí gbogbo àwọn fẹ́ ìbọn àwọn ọmọ báwọn ṣe máa ṣe ní òkè bàbá kí lorúkọ yín ẹja rẹ́gísítà yín so gbogbo nọ́mbà yẹn kọ́ máa dá sọ́dọ̀ irú ẹ̀yin tẹ wà lókè báyìí so báyìí máa rí ìtì wọn nìyẹn èmi bí pé tọ́ba lè máa ṣe kí nìyẹn wọ́n á gborúkọ wọn wọ́n á gbà dẹ́ẹ̀tì wọn wọ́n máa sọ ẹ̀ wọ́n máa sẹ́ǹdẹ̀ sí wọ́n máa sẹ́ǹdẹ̀ gbogbo everybody ní abúlé state by state nílẹ̀ Yorùbá mo believe pé kíní ìyá dé so any contact tàbá ní any touch tàbá ní ìdìlákòkè yìí pé kọ́ máa reach wọn náà lábúlé ilẹ̀ adébẹ̀ lórí because tó ń ṣe gbogbo àwọn èèyàn òun ni wọ́n ní opportunity láti wá sí orí social media láti mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ fẹ́rálẹ̀ àwọn bàbá wa tó wà nínú abúlé so àìjẹ́ àtẹ́mi rò nìyẹn pé tàbá ní irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ tàbá lè organize ẹ̀ nísìnyí pé okay o ní anybody ní àdúgbò nísìn abúlé tiwa lókè kí wọ́n sọ pé máa volunteer máa gẹ̀ẹ́tì tap kékeré tí èèyàn bá lọ máa ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn ní underground táàdẹ̀ máa submit ẹ̀ sókè lọ́dọ̀ yín so kò jẹ́ nǹkan tí mo ní ilé sọ lórí àwọn.
I think we got that message. Let's go straight to Sister Buki Taiwo. Good morning, Sister Buki.
Hello, Olayomi, I want to suggest something. Because my mother used to tell me that if you want to catch a monkey, you have to behave like one. So what I'm suggesting is that because everyone is angry at these others, and as it stands now, we're all making an assumption that they are watching your show or even Sister Erelu's show. This is a media. It's not like definite that they're watching you or they're watching any other media. Let's just assume that they're not. And as they say, assumption is the mother of all fuck-ups. You know, so what we should do through Heritage Media, because they seem to affiliate with that media station, I think we should write an official letter. Let us all sign it. And if we can't get as many signatures, let's just say on behalf of those in diaspora, and then push it through the Heritage Media via Ibagani Adams. Let him confirm that those others have received those letters or letter, whatever it is that we're going to push through. Now, once we have that confirmation, if they are still silent, then we can then start to, get really angry. But as it stands now, you can't guarantee that they're watching your your show. We're all assuming that they are, but there's no guarantee that they are. But if we put something down physically to say that, okay, this letter is from us, we need to leave this location 9 like now, and we want their stand on it. Okay. Let us hear from them.
All right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, we need to get
that's
that.
What,
I think we need to get
because
that.
then we have the evidence. We have it on paper. We have the
need to get that letter
evidence.
up and running. We need to get that letter up and running, and that's why.
Yeah, we need to get it up and running. But we can't start ranting if we don't have any evidence. There's no evidence. There's nothing. Yeah. You know, here in the UK, even here, they say that you have to have the physical evidence. If we're coming to court, we'll have the physical evidence. If they don't reply, if they don't respond, then we can start, you know, throwing the insults. But as it stands now, we don't have any leg to stand on.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Sister Buki. Guys, give me 2 minutes, 9 seconds. Don't call so that I can show this video. We have still about 29 minutes or so before the end of this broadcast. And this was part of the, this is the video I'm going to play, but it's got to do with this message from the US. I'm just going back on my Twitter. So this is that video I'm about to play you now. Okay, Adebayo from Sweden. All right. All right, Adebayo, you have to wait.
Good morning.
You have to wait for 2 minutes.
Good morning, sir. Yes, I've been watching the program for a while, and I've listened to several comments, and I've seen some of the news items you show on the program, like the UK Parliament that condemned the killings in Borno and Benue State and Plateau State. Yeah, they know all these things. They see all these things happening. So they are aware. Even if BBC doesn't want to carry this news, they are aware. Even the US has also said that they condemn the killings in Nigeria. Yeah, breaking 7 Benue communities, over 44 Plateau villages occupied by herdsmen. See that? And that's the UK Parliament. So if they know all this, we have a very strong reason now to leave that place. The only thing we should try to identify is what can we shut down that will mean that we have left. What can we shut down? Because if we say we are leaving, we already have our geographical locations, like the Oduduwa state. We are already a geography. But what can we shut down that's going to mean that we have broken off? That means that we are not paying tax to the federal debtors of Nigeria. That means that we have broken off completely. Because we need to identify the things that are going to be shut down. The military is so weak. The military is weak. If our people carry arms and wait for them, they are going to go back. Look at what Boko Haram is doing to them. Look at what herdsmen are doing to them. Look at what's it called? Shekau and his boys are doing to them. They don't have any intelligence. They are humans like us. We can also spy on them. Yes? If you want to know how this is happening, you check out how the Italian mafia do their own spying. They spy the FBI, and the FBI is trying to listen on them and spy on them. They spy the FBI so they know when they are coming. They are Nigerians and they are not ghosts. We can start working on that. Try to see what we can shut down. Then our message is the killings are too much. We cannot die in this contraption. Period. They are aware that the killings are there. The only reason we are going to give to live is that there's too much killings. Period. We don't want to die. Okay. We don't trust the security. The security is sabotaged. There are Boko Haram in the security apparatus.
All right. Thank you very much, Adebayo. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Before I take the next caller, the beauty of allowing people to call and hear their views is because we want to 1 minute. My next caller, you will come through. Just 1 minute before you go in. Let me just land at this place. The reason why we open the phone line, because we want to know what is on your mind. We want to know where you're coming from, so that people can also then reason with each other. But I am very sure that people that are watching from around the globe knows that it's a platform that will continue to allow you to engage your voice. And every voice might be different, but I'm sure there's a pain in each and every one of us. And that pain are the Fulani and the system that is not working. I'll put a stop now because I've got a caller, but I'll come back to that conversation again. Good morning, caller. Your name, where you calling us from? I know the caller, but just...
Good morning, Peter from UK.
Go ahead, please.
Good morning, my brother. And thanks for honoring me. First of all, I would like to ask a question. Hello, can you hear me?
I'm going to take it.
Location now. Yoba àti our politician like the governor. Only powers of sage.
Between the politician and the governor and the obas.
Yeah. Who has the power of authority, like to give command that go and do this, don't do this, and will not be arrested?
I'm sure people are typing that will be able to tell us, but it might be around the law.
My answer would be the government and the local government. That's my answer. So, and again, you location 9. Cannot pull the crowd between the pastors, the imams, and the others.
Point to you already.
You see now why the others are silent.
Between pastors, imam, and the oba. Your first question was between politicians, obas,
and obas.
And the next one is between pastors, imam, and the obas.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first one is Paloni authority between obas and the governors and politicians, and then Paloni motivate between oba and pastors and imams and all these people.
When the governor has all the power and pastors have all the powers that pull crowd.
So why are we acting like cowards? Why are we yes, kill these people, mash up these people, but we don't think, why are these people unable to act? Why are they shifting back? Because we are the lazy, you are year 6. You are I'm waiting for one offer to give me order before I blast that person into pieces. So let's just stop being hypocritical. Let's stop being hypocritical because you don't like these people, because you disrespected these people so much, and then you just want to talk because you don't have something to say. You just want to talk. You'll be saying better things when you are quiet. Because you are, at the end of it, to me, you come out to be saying rubbish. I want to only just people understand that I want to and you people understand he's overwhelmed. And overwhelmed somehow, or let every kingdom select their own to support this overhead so this battle can go better. If he's overwhelmed, let's just stop deceiving ourselves. If you keep concentrating on others, you keep saying, the old politicians. What about the politicians that are destroying it now? Why are you not talking about them?
Again,
we have politicians who are still thinking of 2023. No one is attacking these people. Again. We have a pastor that took billions to Abuja because Auntie Orilede mentioned it, and nobody is talking about that.
So kí ni nǹkan ta láti ṣe pẹ̀lú àwọn nǹkan méjì tẹ́ dárúkọ yìí? Because I know there's a reason why you have brought this up from another angle. Pastors and obas, imam and obas, politicians and obas. Ẹ̀sán kankan ẹni èwo ló ń pull crowd jù? Èwo ló ní àwọn ìrọ̀ tó wà lẹ́yìn ìjọba?
Tí sábà lè kọ lẹ́tà sáwọn ọba yẹn, it's a good idea. But can kó kọ lẹ́tà sáwọn ọba should be the question. Who has the authority to write letters to the order? It's the governor. Àwọn gómìnà wọn ẹ lè kọ lẹ́tà ní 100 letters. Àwọn ọba yẹn ò lè dá yín lóhùn kò sí ọba tó fẹ́ kí wọ́n fi ojú òun gbolẹ̀.
Tó jẹ́ àwọn gọ́fúnà.
Ipò ni wọ́n kúrò ní ṣe ọba lọ́sàn ordinary person. Mi ò ní fẹ́ kí wọ́n fojú òun gbolẹ̀ náà.
I will still mention you properly again after this caller. I say thank you very much to my very beautiful auntie in Canada, Sister Abby.
And let me say another thing. I will drop now, but let me say something. I want to address Mr. Valdo because I was driving when I heard him talking. And most of the time, Germany looks in sport.
No, London.
So Mama address here with German.
No, he's in London. Don't go to Germany. He's in London. Don't address him in Germany. He's here in London with us.
Okay, no. Because is not correct. Our Nicolo gbé ẹni yẹn lọ sí court. Àwọn ọmọ Ifẹ̀ ló gbé ẹni yẹn lọ sí court. Oníkọ́ ló gbé wọn lọ sí court.
Okay.
So ẹ jẹ́ ká wá gbogbo nǹkan fínífíní àpò
all right.
No problem. Yeah. So, but let's not be hypocritical about it. Let's see why are these people unable to act. Like now, you are doing this, we are talking, we are showing our brilliancy. And people will say, oh, why is this person insulting this person? But you don't want to see the reason behind this person insulting this person.
So I need that.
We are not behind our over not talking.
I need that is a program lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ sọ because is a valid point because pastor àti imam wọ́n nérò rẹpẹtẹ lọ́wọ́.
Wọ́n kúlù gáàdì ju gbogbo ibù Adébóyè nìkan àti Adébóyè nìkan ó kúlù gáàdì ní location náà yẹn ju gbogbo àwọn ọba location náà lọ gbogbo wọn.
Ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀.
Understand? So we need not say Oba, and somebody will tell me I'm the upper, but your elders are not doing anything. How many of their elders are they even challenging? How many of their own elders and their big ways are they challenging?
Okay.
At the point, our people you now what's wrong with us?
Thank you very much for the.
And then you tell you that the
okay.
We are not dumb. We can say, we can analyze, we can see things, and we can reason properly. You will know somebody who is still fighting to be 2023 president, and then people will come in and say, don't talk about this person. That is the problem. You don't want that 2023 presidency. You don't want that election, but you are still saying, don't talk about this person. Don't talk about pastor. And we just said that a pastor in Yoruba land, 2 billion of naira to Abuja, and no one is talking about it.
Owó ńlá, owó rẹ̀kẹ̀tẹ̀. Ẹ ṣé gan ni ma. We have about 15 minutes. There's a lot of messages sometimes when I'm doing so many things. I'm reading comment, as well. Let's go to Saudi Arabia. Mama Sheni Shoki. Okay, ṣé Adé o London ẹ̀ tí pè tẹ́lẹ̀ láàárọ̀ yìí ni. Àbí mi ni mo. Ó yá ẹgbẹ́ránlẹ̀ 1 minute.
Hello, káàárọ̀.
Ẹgbẹ́ránlẹ̀ kíákíá.
Káàárọ̀ àti.
Ẹ̀mí ẹgbẹ́ránlẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ káàárọ̀ làwọn lẹ̀ mọ́ ní sí àní time.
Ẹni sùúrù àti lọ́nà láti ń pè àti pè látàrọ̀ more than 3 hours láti pè yín tẹ́ ẹ̀gbẹ́.
Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ là ń ṣe lórí bíi. Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ rẹ̀ máa ń yàn ṣe.
Jẹ́rí ìgbẹ́jọ́ kan fẹ́ sọ ni pé number one ni pé mo rò pé yẹ kí ká lọ wo ibi tí gba Bàdàdà ti sọ̀rọ̀ ní Heritage TV. Ṣẹ́gi tó ṣe yẹn ká lọ tún wò. Kájúwájú lọ wọ́n tún ṣe kan náà Vincent tó ń sọ nípa Objective TV àbí kankan tí ọ̀bọ̀n yẹn bí lọ́wọ́ wọn pé ọ̀bọ̀n yẹn bí lọ́wọ́ Bàdàdà pé àbáwo ni ọ̀rọ̀ Oduduwa Gani ní pé wẹ́ òun ò tí ì sọ nípa Oduduwa báyìí pé bọ̀ọ̀kẹ́ tó wà lọ́dọ̀ àwọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ lè structure ni mo ní bọ̀t tí àwọn Oduduwa táwọn ọmọ bá sọ pé ó yá wọ́n ní kí ló ṣàwọn táwọn ò ní dìde bẹ́ẹ̀ nípa àwọn yẹn ó làwọn máa wọ́n tàn ó ní àwọn ṣe kí ni àwọn máa wọ́n tàn sẹ́yìn ọ̀rọ̀ ọba ọ̀nù ọba mo fẹ́ fọ́lù ọ̀ pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ tí ẹni tó sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ yìí sẹ́rí páwà wà lọ́wọ́ ọba kò tẹ̀ sí páwà lọ́wọ́ ọba ìgbọ́sọ̀ gbọ́mọ́ sí structure Nàìjíríà gbogbo páwà yẹn authority yẹn ọwọ́ àwọn gómìnà ló wà tó yẹ yín màá fún lẹ́yìn ọ̀rọ̀ kan ṣẹlẹ̀ lóṣùgbó táìmù tí Yọlá wà ń bẹ̀ ọba tó wà ń bẹ̀ ìsìn yìí wọ́n fi jẹ síbẹ̀ nígbà táwọn kìnìdé padà àwọn alẹ́gbẹ́dé tó jẹ́ àwọn ac àbí gàdàdà wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ kí ọba yẹn kúrò ń bẹ̀ bọ̀ wọ́n bá wọn ti ọwọ́ bọ̀ tó bá tí wọ́n ti gbà tí ọba Ìwó tó wá sí London tó bí lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ọba òfin ààrẹ sọ̀rọ̀ jáde onífàwọ̀ fòun jẹ́ wọn onífàwọ̀ fòun òun jẹ́ ó ní gọ́ọ̀nà ló ṣe kí ni olófòun jẹ́ ẹ̀yin náà kiri kẹ́rí àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan àtẹ̀yẹ pé ẹ bá ti gbọ́ ká ti mọ bí gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣe ń lọ. àná ẹlẹ́nkẹta tó máa ti sọ ni pé tí wọ́n tó mẹ́sàn ni pé authority wà lọ́wọ́ àwọn ìjọba ṣẹ́rí ìjọba.
hold on caller mo mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ gbójú ẹni wá ẹ ti rí comment ẹ̀ tí mo pin ṣe rí pé kò share broadcast yẹn bọ̀ ó ya lára láti tètè fi comment sílẹ̀ ṣe rí pé kò share comment ẹ̀ kò share broadcast tá à ń sọ látàárọ̀ yìí o I'm coming no ice cream now mo ń bọ̀ I'm not doing the broadcast don't distract me mo ń bọ̀ ṣe rí pé kò share comment kò share broadcast but ó ya lára nísìnyí pé kí n wà civil ṣé mò ń ṣeré lórí bíbá látàárọ̀ ni comment ẹ̀ ní ẹ lẹ ti rí yẹn ẹ máa gbéra ńlẹ̀ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ another 1 minute fún yín. Sorry mo máa láti mute ẹ máa gbéra ńlẹ̀ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ another 1 minute.
so ẹlẹ́tọ̀ kì í ṣe wà ṣẹ́rí àti ìyá tí òrìṣà tọ́lá bí nǹkan sọ̀rọ̀ aláti ní sùúrù ṣẹ́rí majority là ní minority máa wà ní gbogbo èèyàn ló máa follow gbogbo nǹkan and two ìkan tó ń dìtà ní ìrònú wa yàtọ̀ síra wa tó yẹ yín majority la ní kì í ṣe minority bá ti rí majority àwọn yòókù ìwọ̀nba ni so ẹjọ́ ẹjọ́ ká fi àwọn èèyàn wa kájẹ́ ká fi sùúrù ṣe tẹ́ bá lọ́wọ́ ìjàmbá náírà ó ti fi coded ọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n ti code a lot of things wà nínú information yẹn ó ti code ẹ̀ jáde síta àwọn ìdánilẹ́bẹ̀rẹ̀ àwọn náà ń ṣiṣẹ́ but ó lójú yẹn tó máa jáde níwò ìyàjẹ́bẹ̀ sáwọn ìjọba yìí wọ́n á fojú ẹ̀ tẹ́rẹ̀ o so ó ní àwọn náà ń ṣiṣẹ́ tó yẹ yín wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ so ní okay ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀yà.
We're running out of time so I need to push everybody now. Let's get Morufa in. Don't come close here. Morufa, ìwọ ni mò ń pè. Gbéra ńlẹ̀ kò sásìkò mọ́ àsìkò tí ń lọ.
ọmọ ọgọdọ ṣe rí nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ lójú àwọn kan yẹn ti sọnà bọ̀ òun náà kọ́ fi tèrè sí ni torí ọdún náà a máa pariwo àwọn ọba yẹn because àwọn náà lọ sí mara lójú ó ti di dandan pé ká dárúkọ wọn bàtà bá ṣe ń dárúkọ wọn náà ká tún máa wá àwọn condition tó bá kí wọn out because àwọn gan fún ara wọn gan wọn dà ìjọba lọ́wọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ náà mọ̀ pé ọba ló borí ohun gbogbo ìgbà tí ń fi ọba ò borí ohun gbogbo mọ́ ọba ti wà lọ́gbà ìjọba so ìjọba ló ń fún àwọn ìgbà yìí náà ní sálárì ọdún náà mọ̀ pé àwọn oníjẹkújẹ wà láàrin wọn tó ń fà wọn náà máa ń gba contract wọn dẹ̀ ń fẹ́ ká fáwọn ọmọ wọn nípò tó wọ́n ti wá fún ládùúgbò tèmi náà rí àwọn ọba àdúgbò tiwa ó ní láti ó bá má bẹ Tinubu bá ìlú tó pé Tinubu fún wọn bẹ̀ ní assembly tó gbogbo àwọn kan yẹn ọmọ bó ṣe ń lọ but still náà àwọn pípò yẹn ń da ìjọba lọ́wọ́ tó gbogbo àwọn kọta bá máa ṣe gbogbo àwọn kọta bá máa sọ àyè especially lórí social media táwọn èèyàn bá dé pé opinion kálukú mú opinion ti tiẹ̀ wá ni kò tó pé kò tó kíní so ẹjọ́ ká pé ìkẹrì yìí gbogbo kíní ilẹ̀ ọwọ́ ṣíṣe lọ́wọ́ àwọn àgbàlagbà wa tó pé wọ́n ti àwọn heritage wọn ṣe kíní kò sẹ́nibọ̀dì tó ń gbé ṣépè kò sẹ́nibọ̀dì tó yẹ̀ àwọn tá à ń ta fẹ́fẹ́ kí wa wọ́n ṣe ń comply pẹ̀lú wọn. bọ́tá bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ látòrí èpè ó máa ń rán májọ ká wá sí gbogbo nǹkan ìjọ ọjọ́ ká pé ìkẹyìn yìí nǹkan tó ń sọ.
Okay, nǹkan tó fi sọ àti gbọ́ let's go straight Fọlọ́runṣọ́ from Germany go ahead. gbéranlẹ̀.
ẹ sáré sọ ní ọgbọ́n ọmọdé ti tèmi ṣẹ́rí kìíní kan máa ń bí mi ní táwọn èèyàn bá sọ pé kò sí páwà lọ́wọ́ ọba níbi tí mo sọ pé ó ń bí mi nú pé tí kò bá sí páwà lọ́wọ́ ọba láti bá wọn ìjọba sọ̀rọ̀ wípé àìkọ́ báyìí làwọn ọmọ wa fẹ́ o ṣèkọ́ báyìí fún wa bọ̀ páwà wà lọ́wọ́ ọba láti kó àwọn ọmọ ìlú jọ
wípé àti bá wọn sọ́wọ́ ọ̀gbà ó yá ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ àwa ò gbà kí ni láyé àtijọ́ aṣáájú àwọn ọmọ ìlú tó bá kọrin àwa ò gbà àwa ò fara mọ́ àwa ò gbà ọba lè kó wa jọ ọba lè kó gbogbo ìlú tó jẹ́ ìlú Yorùbá káàkiri jọ pé ó yá àwa ò gbà àti bá wọn sọ ní ẹ̀rọ wọn ò gbà ó yá ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ́ dogun tó bá máa dogun. Power tí kò bá ti power lọ́wọ́ ọba láti bá àwọn ìjọba sọ̀rọ̀ power wà lọ́wọ́ ọba láti bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ ìpòyà ẹ̀yọ́ ọmọ wọn àti bá wọn sọ ní ọ̀hún ọ̀gbà ó yá ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ dìkan tó bá máa dà. So point tèmi kò fẹ́ sọ nìyẹn pé báwọn èèyàn yóò ń tẹnu wọn kò sí power lọ́wọ́ ọba kò sí power orú power wo ni ò sí lọ́wọ́ ọba tí ó bá sí power láti láwọ́ ọba láti bá ìjọba jà power ṣá wà lọ́wọ́ wọn láti kó wa jọ.
Okay, àti gbọ́ yẹn power wà lọ́wọ́ wa láti kó wa jọ. This is think a new caller as well. Ẹ kúrò lẹ́yìn mi bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn o. Ẹgbẹ́ránlẹ̀ àsìkò tí ń lọ straight to your point.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ ààrẹ ká
ẹgbẹ́ránlẹ̀ sẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ àti gbọ́ yín ẹgbẹ́ránlẹ̀ kò sásìkò mọ́ ó yá.
Ẹ wo ṣẹ́rí nǹkan tó ń sọ pé kò sí páà lọ́wọ́ ọba ẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ni kò tẹ̀ kí ń sọ̀rọ̀ because tọ́mọ́ sọ pé páà ò sí lọ́wọ́ ọba ibo náà wọn politician yẹn máa ń lọ tó bá di gbígbọ́n fẹ́ ṣe politics ọ̀yẹ́ wọ́n máa ń bá àwọn aráàlú sọ̀rọ̀ lábẹ́lẹ̀ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé àwọn ọba yẹn ti jẹ́ dodo wọn lè tó dodo ní nǹkan àwọn ọba tó dẹ̀ bá dìde ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ fún Yorùbá ni mí àwọn ọba tó bá dìde nínú àwọn ọba yẹn òun náà ọba Àwórì àwọn ọba Àwórì wọn ń ṣe ọba gidi wọn ń ṣe ọba tó yẹ kó máa fi yan gàn àwọn Àwórì wọ́n ti talẹ̀ wọ́n ti ta everything wọ́n ti tẹ̀yìn nǹkan tó wà nù ẹ̀ àwọn ọba Àwórì mo believe pé nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé bóyá káwa Yorùbá kábẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní wá báyìí máa dá owó I need the weapon tó bá ti pa ọba méjì tó ti pa ọmọ ẹ̀.
I have to go to the next caller. We're running out of time. Ẹgbẹ́ránlẹ̀ kíákíá ẹ ti wọlé.
Orúkọ èmi lẹ gbé profile síta ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run ẹ má jẹ́ kí government close down business ẹ má ẹjọ́ Ọlọ́run òfin bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹgẹ́ ẹ̀ èmi tí mi ò sí ẹ̀ mo mọ nǹkan tí mo ṣe. Olúwa tó gbé ra èmi tí mi ò sí ẹ̀ èmi tí mò ń sọ fáwọn èèyàn díẹ̀ pé pé mò ń ṣe mo mọ̀ bọ́tọ́ bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ọba ẹ wò ó àwọn ọba mi gómìnà ló fi wọn síbẹ̀ kò ń ṣe ifá ló mú wọn tó báyìí lọ ṣe wá expect pé èèyàn fi mí sí orí ipò kan màá lọ máa sọ pé mo fẹ́ ṣàgídí níwájú ẹ̀ mo sì rí ìyẹn kí ló àwọn ọba ìkó òun sọba rárá wọ́n kàn fi ara wọn síbẹ̀ ni ẹ ti gẹ́ ẹ̀dùnkàn tí mo sọ so we are in trouble already ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí dragi àwọn religious leader into this thing tábà ti lẹ́wọ́ adébóyè láìkan drag o tábà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń drag ẹ̀ ń sìn ẹ́ gíga change so tábà ti ń drag gbogbo wọn yẹn àwọn yẹn láṣà máa jọ̀wọ́ nǹkan tí mo ní kí n sọ fún yín.
ẹ ṣe gan ni at least he was able to clear the air. That was the guy I showed his picture. I can do that. If I see your comment, I'll go back there and I'll just put it there. Let's go to Eunice in London. We're running very out of time. Another very powerful woman. Thank you very much, Sister Abby Williams. Your donation was received yesterday. Hold on. I'm saying that I know that she doesn't want me to mention that, but sometimes we need to appreciate every one of you. It's going a long way. Eunice Egberanle Angboyin kíákíá àsìkò ń lọ.
Ẹgbẹ́ tí mo kàn fẹ́ sọ ni pé àwọn èèyàn sọ pé kọ́mọ bá ọba kó kọ lẹ́tà sí kú. Ṣé gómìnà àbí ṣé gómìnà ń fẹ́ mi lẹ́bi láti kọ lẹ́tà? Ṣé àwọn gómìnà ti jẹ́ pé wọ́n mọ iye allocation fún wọn ní àkáǹtì wọn ọ̀gbọ̀n fún àbí àwọn gómìnà ilẹ̀ Odùduwà ṣé wọ́n fọwọ́ ṣe ti education from the hospital tó tóbi tí wọ́n sọ pé kọ́ kọ lẹ́tà sí sáwọn kan are they ready to write the letter? Ṣèbí ẹ̀sán ní àwọn aṣojú tó ti wọ́n tó gómìnà takò ọ̀wọ̀ sábà tó tí wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n kọ lẹ́tà tó gbà tó gbé àwọn ìgbé àwọn ọmọ Odùduwà dìde náà kọ́ kọ lẹ́tà. Ó sọ̀rọ̀ ó gbẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ẹlẹ́wọ̀n yẹn ń ṣòfò níbẹ̀ yẹn ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni kò ṣe pé mo kọ́ tí but we might notify wa nísìnyí. Caller, go ahead. Good morning. Go straight to your point.
Hello?
Go straight to your point. You can't be listening to yourself when you call the broadcast. We've mentioned that so many times. Thank you very much, my sister Eunice. Sorry, I had to bring you out because I think Pelumi was also trying to call us. I'm calling Pelumi back so that we can just finish it up. We always exhaust this 4 hours. 4 hours. Share the Facebook to notify. We got 4 minutes. Beranle to our live Lori broadcast. Go ahead.
Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ ọba àwọn wọ́n ń tọ́ra ti kàn bí ọba àti gọ́vnọ̀. Ohun wa fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹjọ́ ṣé kí n sọ̀rọ̀ ọba là ń sọ lónìí ni.
Sọ̀rọ̀ ọba lẹ́ni o, everybody ń sọ nǹkan tó wá látọkàn wọn ni ọ̀rọ̀ níta ń sọ lónìí kò ṣe tẹ̀níkan kan ṣe pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ ọba so.
Okay, because there has been a time that ń sọ̀rọ̀ gọ́vnọ̀ náà àti politician generally that ń gbé wọn ṣe pé àárín ìgbé gbogbo èpè tá ń gbé wọn ṣe yẹn ó dẹ̀ mú wọn lójijì. Inú mi ò bá máa dùn àbámọ̀ máa yọ àwọn ọba mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ yìí lórí ètò yìí di like the first time tí mo pè àwọn ọba lórí ohun gbogbo ó sì ń ṣẹlẹ̀ bí sin yìí àìmọye ilẹ̀ tí wọ́n ti tà nílùú bàbá mi wọ́n tà fáwọn àwọn tí wọ́n mú kí ló ń pè àwọn Fúlàní ni wọ́n tà fún àwọn òrílẹ̀ ràbá yìí mọ́ àárí ilẹ̀ ràbá yìí mọ́ àwọn Fúlàní.
Mo rántí ó dà pé Ìsẹ́yìn àwọn ìpàdúgbò yẹn.
mo ti yes exactly mo ti sọ rí lórí ètò yìí a ní wọ́n ti ta àwọn ilẹ̀ yẹn pápá àwọn orílẹ̀ ràbá yìí mọ́ wọ́n tún wá sí bẹ́ẹ̀ nìkan wọ́n tún wọ́n fi wọ́n jẹ oyè.
Okay, all right.
ẹjọ́ ṣé kéèyàn gbé wọn ṣe pé ṣé ò tó bẹ́ẹ̀.
Okay, well thank you very much.
àwọn tó kọ̀ ló mọ̀ wọ́n máa jókòó sí ìlú òyìnbó tó tutù ti mú wọn kọ́ wọ́n máa sọ nǹkan tó wù wọ́n àwọn pípù yẹn ló mọ̀.
Okay, àwọn pípù yẹn ló mọ̀. 4 hours is never enough, but we can only continue to say we will not be relent, we will not be tired. I can assure you that this is a full-time job for me, and I know what I'm talking about. It's a full-time job. Each time we come out of a broadcast like this, it's a continuity. And we're still going to respond to so many things. We requested 6 people. You can reach out back to me. I can give you their number. You just credit. I'll tell you the network service provider they're using, and these are working people towards this movement. Don't be fearful that this movement is not going to happen or actualization of it. It will happen. Amagba freedom, Ominira. I can assure you that. How soon? It will become something that every one of us will work towards. I will do my bit from this end. Gbogbo en tó pè láti all over the world. Ìwọ náà wò tó wúlò nínú nǹkan tó sọ tí ìwọ náà lè lò. Gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ ni àwa náà mọ̀. Ọ̀mọ̀wé ni gbogbo yín. Ẹ kàwé dé PhD Yorùbá. Ẹ̀yin ẹ kọ lẹ́tà yẹn fáwa. Look, don't assume that I have to write that letter. I have to do this. Give us a draft. And then we can then present it. We've talked about even sending letters to our MP. But yet, you want KOIKIMEDIA to do everything. But I can assure you there's a guy watching me. I won't mention his name now. He has pushed a button to number 10 Downing Street. He's watching me right now. I won't mention his name. Okwe mini. Egbon. Bye. Ni number 10 Downing Street. That is what we want to be hearing. Why we continue to put pressure. Shera on Biafra. Pressure on low from the international community. Strategy tiwa no. We must continue to push. KOIKIMEDIA will fight this to the end. There's no doubt about it. This but when it comes to some areas that we need to execute, guys, you are all well educated. If I could not pick up your call today, I think I tried as much as possible to return everybody's call. We cannot satisfy everybody sometime. And on that note, I've only got 56 seconds. We normally exhaust it to the end since we started this. It's part 28. Nigeria will break up. I'll put it again on the record. There is no Buhari in Aso Rock. Take that from me. There is no government in Nigeria, and we will shut it down anytime soon. Have a very good morning. Olayomi Koiki, Odua, Agbegbogbua, Lashe Dumari. Like Belajino. Have a very good morning.